legend. I have nothing to lose. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Wake up. I know what's real. Escape reality. Hardwired. This is the world you've made yourself. Now you have to live in it. The end is in our sights. The future is already here. No matter how hard we tried, we are doomed. Say your goodbyes. Brace yourself. I can see the end inside. Three, two, one. Hardwired. Repeat. Legend. I have nothing to lose.
Oh! Yeah, I'm that guy. Yeah, the British guy. He's like, what's something that you're good at that you didn't tell you that you don't know that your mom doesn't know about? Oh!
All you hear is,
He's good at the Glug Glug 3000.
you ever see the grapefruit technique?
That's how we started the podcast with the
Yeah, dude.
The gok gok.
Fuck yeah.
The man keeper.
Hell yeah, brother.
The soul snatching.
Oh.
The double hand.
The rip tearing.
Salt and pepper shaking.
Ripcord!
Oh.
Rolex wearing, limousine driving.
Son of a gun.
Woo!
High flying.
We live?
We've been live for the whole.
We've been live for this. I don't know how long we've been live already for. Oh shit!
No.
The fucking,
Stop pounding your pud.
the fucking
Go
mic
to
was.
twitch.tv and watch Legal Aliens right now.
Yes.
Stop pounding your pud. Get your hand out of your pants. Right now.
Oh my god!
Who was it? A
That's
tipsy
a good reference.
tipsy bartender used to say that.
Yeah.
Because he made a drink with this one girl. He's like, all right, do it. And she's like, come on, these guys are over here watching porn, okay? They see that I got a view video up, they come and watch this and jump right back to the porn, okay? So we got to do this fast. They're already 4 or 5 strokes in. They got to go.
Oh my god!
Look, that's what public libraries are for. All right.
Is it?
How dare you shut me out of the Detroit Public Library?
Man.
Don't ask me.
Randy, the puppet one.
Randy Feltface?
Yeah, because he was talking about like Ernest Hemingway and like all the books he wrote and all the shit that he was into all the time. And then he's like, but a guy, he's like, he did all this and he still found time to write 15 books. I've written one. And it took me ages because I procrastinated like a motherfucker. He's like, I only got this done by doing most of my work in the public library. It's very difficult to masturbate in the reference section without getting caught.
Oh, man.
It's almost impossible.
Oh my
Almost.
I can't remember when's the last time I've been to a public library. I remember I used to go all the time when with my grandma. We used to go to the one in Dearborn when it was all big and fancy. They had the water fountain.
Oh yeah.
And when you were
yeah.
younger, I remember I was like, "Whoa, them are some really like the shelves are like really really
Right.
tall." And I was been like, "Man, I'm not reading shit. I'm going straight to the computers and I'm playing what was it, Cartoon Network. I'm on all the games.
That's the best time.
Yes, mini clip. I was running it up.
Mini clip was the freaking goat.
But what's cool though, I also like that they had rented out DVDs. So you know,
yeah.
I'd be like, I wasn't into the books. I'd run to the DVDs in that one little corner, and then the computers ran like in an L shape, and I just hop on one of those.
Man, straight up, he ran to the adult section.
You wanna know something funny about the library that I did one time? It was on the Nintendo DS first came out, and I remember like I wanted one for so long. My sister had gotten me one. And I was like, I want a game. I want to get the Pokemon game. And I knew that they had it at the library. I'm like, oh, I'm going to try it out right now at the library. I'll just, like, rent a copy of it because they used to rent out games for, like, 5 days or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I can test it from the library. I remember getting the Pokemon game, putting it in there. I already had chosen my starter Pokemon. I had already beaten the first gym. And by that time, my mom had taken me and got me, like, the actual game. She's like, okay, you can return the one from the library. And now you have your own. I'm like, but I made progress on this one. What if I just switch them out? She's like, no, you're not going to switch them out. Just give them back theirs. All right, fine.
Nope.
I switched those bitches out. You think I was going to give up my Chimchar? Hell no.
Pokemon Talk.
I'm already gonna put a bet on today, guys. That fucking stand's gonna fall today.
This one?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
$5. We got $5 going once. We got $5.
We're gonna have to.
We got $5. We got going once. We got anybody got $5? I
have to put a bet on which fucking stand's gonna fall today.
I see you $5. We got $5.
That's what people come to watch this show, just to see Mike stands fall.
Mid. Where you say it falls? Mid interview, beginning,
In about an hour.
Oh god,
in about an hour exactly.
And we are talking.
I give it mid show.
Someone set a timer for that.
I give it mid show, maybe towards the end somewhere. If it don't clink, clink.
All right, now that we've been bullshitting for the last
Jose setting it
10 minutes. Holy fuck! All right,
Just been bullshit
so
Jesus.
you want to introduce yourself, man, at the end of the table?
Yes, our special guest, you
Yeah.
You guys are
horrible
probably looking,
host.
thinking, who's that fucking white kid sitting at the corner of the table?
Man of the hour.
My name's Robert, or Rob, whichever you want to call me. I I also run a podcast, Spooky Boys Podcast. We're pretty much on everything. I also do a little art Instagram. You know, I'll throw up some work. I'm working on some projects.
Yeah, throwing
Yeah.
up work.
Projects and stuff. Blue Blazes is I do like action figures and shit. I'll like paint that sort of shit.
So you're an artist?
Yeah.
That's badass. I remember in school you was always kick ass at drawing, so it's dope to see.
Blues.tunes is my Instagram, and that's
Everybody go follow this man to see his artwork.
Thank you.
Yes, and we're
Thank
also
you.
getting some questions about what some people here are wearing. A certain Melissa Styles is asking where they can get these slick blue hoodies of
The
our
Little
show.
Aliens podcast.
Ryan, I think you
hoodies.
might have that answer.
Those are sick.
So technically they're not for sale yet. Sorry to break the bad news, but we are working on a batch that's going to be delivered soon. So they're going to be available for sale in about 2 weeks.
And we'll
Yeah.
give the prices once they arrive.
And well, obviously, yeah.
Yeah, prices will be determined at a later date.
You sound like a car brand.
Stay
What
tuned.
what is it going to be a markup?
Oh my god.
They'll be on
No,
the
well,
what's
see,
it called?
here's,
It's spring
here's the
2022.
thing.
Hell yeah.
As soon as
First availability, got reserved.
somebody buys one, we're gonna raise the price. And every time somebody buys one, the price is gonna keep going up by $1.
These
No,
aren't
we're
NFTs.
not. We don't know this guy.
NFTs, what I know.
Man, this guy is
$85 a fucking hoodie.
right.
That's not even a bad idea.
Gucci
Imagine.
sells them
So
for
watch.
And people
So
buy
so
them.
so we start selling hoodies, and then we started off at 50 cents, and then a 50-cent increase every time we sell one.
Where are you getting hoodies
Yeah,
for
dude.
50 cents?
No, we're definitely that will definitely
Slave
take a
shop and-
That would-
No,
that would
no,
take a long
it will definitely take a loss.
Wish hoodies. They're
But-
gonna get here this big.
But
It
no,
doesn't specify the actual hoodie. It's just like one for like your fingertip shit.
Yeah, for dolls.
No, there was actually somebody who did that. What was his name? He's a blacksmith on YouTube. I follow him a lot. Alex Steele, and he actually did that. Where
that
he
sounds like a porn name, bro.
But he went on like YouTube Live, and he was forging like these bottle openers, and he's like, I'm gonna keep making them until you guys stop buying them. But here's the deal: the first one is $1, and after everyone who buys one, the price goes up by $1. I think he got it up to like 100, 150 or something like that, and I was like, dude, like. And each time somebody would buy one, he starts making it right then and there.
That's dope. As long as he got supporters that are willing to support, his craft and his show and everything.
And
That's
plus the
amazing.
price. That's why, because
Yeah.
you want to rush to buy it, so you get
Yeah.
the cheapest.
They're one of ones. They're handmade. The time you're paying for materials, you're paying
Oh,
for
yeah.
the time, the effort, the years of experience. I'm pretty sure that's not something you could get done quick.
Especially this guy. Like I remember, like he made a sword just recently, and he'd been working on it for a long time, and he just like couldn't get like the actual like handle right. So he just like pretended to throw it away. Took like a month away from it, came back, but like the actual like guard of it, he sat there and engraved it, and then put in gold in all the engravings.
That's badass.
And
I
he did that on both sides of the actual guard, decorated the handle and everything. I think he put a diamond in it too. And I was like, dude, like that thing is just a freaking work of art at that point. Like it was freaking gorgeous. And the blade itself was Damascus steel, which is basically like two different metals put together. Makes a really nice pattern on it. So he had a pattern on the blade, everything. I'm like, damn, the craftsmanship in that is freaking amazing.
Dude, I've been recently like getting sucked into like blacksmith videos on YouTube and shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Like I've just been sitting like forging a katana out of like a tire iron or some shit.
Oh,
and it's like an entire like fucking video like ding ding ding.
Such
Zero
a
audio.
satisfying sound when you like watch them like actually like hammering them out. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's just amazing.
That's some ASMR shit, dude.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's like nice to watch.
Yeah, there's the
Like
guy.
restoring
There's
videos
another
and
guy
stuff.
too on YouTube. He does like a lot on the melting videos.
Yeah.
So you'll get like all like the copper and tin and aluminum and all that shit from different things, and melts it down and makes like the bars of metal from that. And I just love watching this guy all the time because like there's no talking at all in his videos. Just like there'll be some words here and there, and then they're always freaking funny.
Yeah.
Because like he puts like comedy into it, and then he does like the actual melting videos.
Yeah.
So you'll get like all like the
It's
copper
freaking
and
awesome.
tin and all. I wanted to get into that for a while too, but I was like,
What, metalwork?
Yeah.
Smithing? That's pretty dope.
blacksmithing and doing the melting too. But I was like, The melting can get expensive though, because you know you need like the forge, you need the propane every now and then. You have to like
The
recoat
gas is expensive. I
Yeah.
melted quite a little bit of gold, and the gas is the most expensive. So I didn't use propane. It was like I forget what it is, but it's the red and yellow cans. That I guess that's better than propane. I guess it saves you time and it burns a little bit longer. But you know.
And if you're doing the like the straight up blacksmithing, you need that like either you need like a really good fucking hammer and an anvil, or like one of those big like pressing machines that are like cling 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 cling.
Oh, the
Yeah.
power hammers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need that shit.
Yeah, and the blacksmithing hobby is expensive because you know
Oh, yeah.
the metal itself that you need is expensive, and
Unless
then
you
like
find it in a fucking scrapyard.
oh, yeah, unless you get it in a
Right.
scrapyard, yeah. But
You just got massive amounts of copper just laying around you can play
Right,
with, or
right.
aluminum.
well, not for blacksmithing. Like it's really impractical to make any like knife or anything out of like aluminum like that.
Well, you can make anything out of anything when you're a blacksmith.
Well, this is true.
Like it's the craft, but you know you can play with gold, you can play with copper, tin, aluminum.
I saw some guy
Steel.
make like a katana out of like a wrench, and he like still used like a big part of the wrench to like be the handle. So it's just like a goofy ass looking like wrench handle for the fucking like handle, and it's just like a straight up katana. Like he just made it outright.
Yeah,
It's really
the-
fucking cool.
I saw a guy do that with a. Well, it wasn't a katana. He made a tomahawk with a wrench,
Oh, that's dope.
and I was like, "That's fucking sick." Like the actual like blacksmithing hobby is just freaking. It's all amazing to me, but yeah, it's expensive as shit.
You ever seen Man at Arms or whatever the fuck is it called?
The Iron Mask?
Oh no.
Not that one.
no.
That's something different.
No, it's like a
That's a
TV
movie.
show. It's like a blacksmith
yeah.
TV show or whatever. Forged in
Forged in Fire.
Forged in Fire. Yep.
Yeah, that show is freaking awesome. I always watch that show whenever I can.
I went on like a
it's awesome.
fucking binge with my girlfriend, just watching all this shit, and I'm like, fucking yeah, dude. I know what like a pressing steel between like a. Now like all the terms have just left my fucking head. I'm trying to like,
Time to
bring
rewatch it.
Time to rewatch everything. No, but
Re-binge.
I think you
Yeah,
mean like doing like the different layers of steel, of mild steel with
Yep.
with hardened steel,
Yep.
and then like all this other stuff like that. Like that's freaking awesome.
Yeah. Your quest today is to make it this many inches, this many dimensions.
Oh
You
yeah.
have to do it. Put this steel under this steel, and if you don't, you're fucking eliminated.
Yeah,
We take you outside and execute you right in the
Oh.
fucking.
damn, that got dark.
You gotta put the weapons to use.
Hey man, what are
Well,
you?
you gotta make consequences big if you're losing a competition like that.
It's American.
Korea.
Oh, so-
American television.
Squid Games.
So then how would you
That's how Korea.
Okay. You gotta change up Lego Masters. What happens to the losers?
Oh.
They gotta step on a Lego.
Fuck your
Hot
toes.
Legos.
Oh.
Like
no.
remember those like Indian things where they would just like walk on like hot fucking coals?
Yeah.
It's that but Legos.
Even worse.
So basically
Melted
Steve-O and
plastic.
Jackass who did it.
Oh,
Just do
Oh,
that.
they're gonna have a new movie, Jackass Forever.
Yeah.
It's coming out
Oh
in
my god.
next month.
Mm.
How old are those guys now?
Oh, like
Too old.
Too fucking old.
I'm surprised they're alive.
Respect to
when you
the man himself.
when you look at all the things that
Rest in peace, Don.
these guys have done on Jackass, like it's kind of amazing.
Yeah. Bam went fucking insane.
Mm.
Bam Margera.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
went
yeah.
fucking insane.
Well, yeah, because he's an alcoholic and
Yeah, he's doing
Way too
meth
crazy.
also.
yeah.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
And they didn't want him to come back.
Yeah.
And he
No,
got
because
mad.
he was just like he was
There's
high
like
all the
videos
time.
of him where he's like, I made up my own math equations, and he's just like fucking writing gibberish.
Boy.
It's fucking awesome, dude. It's so cool.
God.
It's a little sad, but it's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
No.
It's very sad, but
But no, but
it's hilarious.
it is. But like Jackass has always just been that show. It's just like it's fun to watch, but at the same time you're like, what the fuck are you doing to yourself?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I've done a few Jackass stunts from
Oh, I'm sure we all
the
have.
shopping
Yeah.
cart one.
Oh,
That's not bad.
I
We-
had
Everybody
this at
has
home.
done
Everyone
that.
I had jumped in the shopping cart and I had a few people push me, and you know we were
You
in the
didn't
mall
know.
or somewhere
Yeah.
or at a store, and they just right into the little thing with the flowers and the thing, and then went flying, or you know they pushed
Damn.
me into the bushes. It was pretty fun.
Remember the paper cuts?
No, I don't want to. I know exactly which one, and
Hell
I'm not
yeah,
doing that.
dude.
Never
You're
doing
just
that.
like, she right the webs of the mouth.
No, the worst one was the webs of the toe. That's
Oh
the
my
feet.
god.
Don't
This
ever.
is just
No.
Or the kick.
full
The getting
cringe.
kicked in the nuts. Just
Yeah.
standing there. Just.
Yeah, you let kids
Oh my
kick you in the
God.
nuts, or you let a mule do it.
Yeah.
Like, there's some things that they've done that I would do, but up to a certain point. Like anything with
not-
bees, no, I can't.
I'm not
'cause I
gonna.
would
I'm not
die.
gonna.
Pierce
freaking-
your nipple with a BB gun.
Oh fuck that.
I think
No.
Steve-O went to like a freaking actual shopping and had them like tattoo his ass.
Oh,
he
yeah.
also
That's
got
one
a
of the small
tattoo
ones.
and a Jeep while they were going off road. It was supposed
Yeah,
to be
well,
like a
fucking
smiley face. All
Henry
Yeah.
Rollins was like in the front seat. He was like, "This is really gonna fuck you up."
No, I remember they did a prank. Like they thought they were doing one prank, but they were being pranked by the crew.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
the
the
terrorist,
terrorist
terrorist
one.
joke.
Yeah.
And then like for the beard, like the guy like had shaved his pubes. And he's like, I haven't showered in a week just for this occasion.
Oh, I remember that.
The one dude
Oh.
had fucking crabs,
Oh, yeah.
and you
then
could
you-
see him like crawling around in the shit.
Oh my god.
So bad. Dude.
And then but they just used like the guy's like pubes for like his beard, and I was just like, bro, that's just freaking wrong. Like, why
Yeah.
would you do that? And he was like throwing up because when they were putting that beard on him, like some of the hair like got in his mouth, and he's
Oh.
like, "There's fucking pubes in my mouth."
Money talks, bro.
I was fucking chewing on it. And then they got what's his face from fucking. You ever seen Super Troopers?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like the old
Yep.
They got that guy to like drive around and shit and act like a
Oh, the
fucking
cop.
terrorist and stuff. he was like, who the fuck are you, man? He was like, what? Come on, man. Like you don't recognize me. He's fucking silly. Remember when Steve-O put the fucking hook?
Nah.
Oh my god.
And went swimming with sharks.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was badass.
Like honestly, some of the stuff I'm just like, this is where they're just gonna die. Like just
Steve-O.
Jesus.
Steve-O's the GOAT, man. If Steve-O, you're watching this, someone tag him in it at the end of this.
Tag our podcast.
Maybe that's who we.
Come on, man.
Maybe that's the person we tweet this week.
Fuck
Yeah.
Steve-O.
In honor of Jackers.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's got his podcast.
You know,
tweeted
you
out.
know, he actually, you know,
Frank
he,
Mina's on recently.
He did.
you know, I think he made like his own hot sauce or something too.
Oh, my man got
Oh, yeah.
a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause,
He's
like,
sober now.
I
He's
think
doing
he
a
had
lot
to-
real. He's doing better. He's like vegan or something.
Yeah,
Like,
he
my man's
got, like,
changed
He
his
had,
life.
he, had
around.
did a,
stuff.
he had did a video with Gordon Ramsay with his hot sauce.
Yeah.
And then he put some of it in his eye at the end of the video
Of
because
course.
you know it's
That's
freaking
good.
Steve-O.
Yeah.
He's got to do something outrageous. I'm like, okay, putting it in your eye wasn't necessary, my guy, but
Not the first thing he's put in his eye.
no,
Yeah,
Not the
actually-
last.
No, he put the blood-sucking leech in his eye.
Oh
Hey,
my god.
Robert, strained your mic a little bit to its point. Like, used a little knob right here at the top.
What's up?
Well,
Use the tip.
the top knob.
Just
change,
rub it.
yes, so and then
Just rub it.
Just change the angle to where it's directly pointed at you.
Just
So
rub it.
that one right there. Yeah, just change that one.
Firmly
And
grasp
then
it.
just level it.
There you go.
Level it to where it's like flat.
Oh,
Firmly
yeah.
grasp it in your hand.
Oh,
There,
yeah.
like that. Yep.
Like that?
There
Yeah,
you
like
go.
that. Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yes, sir.
Perfect.
Yeah, remember,
Beautiful.
I forget which movie it was, but what's his face?
From
Skinnier
Jackers.
dude. Darker
Knoxville?
hair. Knoxville. Yeah, Knoxville. He had like lotion that he like put all over his face. You know, like he would just like lotion up and stuff, just because like, oh, you know, like he's got like ashy skin or whatever the fuck the case may be. I think he had like eczema, and like
Eggs?
they
Hey,
put like they put horse cum.
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh.
right. He did.
hell no. We
Yeah.
got.
Oh,
We got to.
someone drank that. I forgot who it was that paid someone to drink that.
I think it was also Knoxville.
No, that was
Damn.
wasn't that Steve-O?
Was it?
I feel like it was one of the two. Yeah.
I
Probably.
believe Steve
I
might
wouldn't
have
doubt
done
it.
it.
Hey.
You
If somebody
they did that-
remembers,
You remember
please
that
I know.
send us
they
Hey.
did that scene like in Family Guy?
Wait.
Where like Stewie was eating cereal and then there's just like, oh, some of the milk in the refrigerator isn't milk, it's horse semen. I'm a horse breeder now. And then Stewie gets his
Oh,
like cereal and
yeah,
it just like
he's
loops down. He's like, oh.
Oh
It's
my
like,
God.
what the fuck is
We
wrong
got
with
we got a first time chat here. A comment on the Twitch feed. We got Shay926.
Okay.
I don't know who that is.
What up? What up?
But what up? Yeah, they also followed 28 minutes ago. Much appreciated.
Hey,
Nice.
we need
It's
that.
saying Steve-O is freaking insane.
Steve-O's the GOAT.
Steve- Laugh out
Steve-O
loud.
was insane, but man.
I liked
You
when
leveled
He
up.
used to make everybody crack the fuck up.
He leveled up.
I liked when he was just standing there and he got smacked with that big giant fish by Knoxville for was it
Oh
Life
my
magazine
God.
or I forgot what magazine it was, but he was just sitting there and it was like the big tuna and just boom, and I think it knocked his tooth out or chipped his tooth or something. It was wild.
Jesus Christ.
My man's been through hell and back. He got his ear blew out with like a cannon. They put shit in a cannon and shot it, and like it went in his ear and blew his
I remember
eardrum.
they went to the police station and had them shoot like the bomb thingy that shoots out like the rubber pellets.
Tear gas.
Yeah, they had them shoot them with that, and they just
Oh,
like
yeah,
stood there.
yep.
Yeah, it was
Just
Knoxville.
He got paintballed up and everything.
Yeah, paintball.
Paintball, rubber balled up.
Knoxville got the salt guns.
Oh my
Oh,
Him
god.
and Chris
yes.
Pontius, Wild or Party Boy, Steve on Party Boy, they slept in the
Copyright strike.
in a hammock,
Imagine that.
in a hammock with a meat hanging in the middle of the safari with like
Oh,
lioness
hell
and
no.
lions
Wild Boys.
at the bottom.
Bro.
Yeah, the Wild Boys.
Yeah.
That was wild. They had that little spin-off show. Them
I
boys.
forgot about that.
Steve-O did some wild things, man.
They were indeed wild boys.
MTV had
Yes.
a lot of good shit.
He almost got like ate by a cannibal tribe. He got like peed on and like
Oh, they're trying to make him
Fed,
drink
Wait,
like,
blood.
didn't he
all
get
types of
didn't he
wild
get in that
stuff.
metal cage with the tiger in the room one time?
man, possibly. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. My man's
Yeah,
the goat.
realistically, yeah, probably.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
He was-
shall see in the new one.
he was wild. Didn't they also do that prank where they would go and like shit in the toilet at a store?
Yeah, he did. He went to the
Oh,
home.
yeah, that was
he went to the
hardware
Home
store.
Yeah.
Depot or the hardware store and shit into the
Dave England did that.
the toilets.
And then they'll go and be like, hey, he doesn't want to go. They're like, because they're not supposed to. They're not
Or,
supposed
Oh, yeah.
or when Steve-O put himself in the portal potty and they shot him
Oh,
up
my God!
with the
You know what's
bungee.
funny about that? They
Down-
couldn't use human shit.
No.
No, because they would. It was like considered like scat, or like it would go against like some FCC thing. So they had to use dog shit.
Oh,
Oh my
but
god.
still.
Literal dog shit.
That's, oh my god.
I mean,
But
then again,
just-
what would you prefer?
Oh man.
Tough guy. He got
That-
Why
knocked
do I
out.
have? Do I have a
That
choice?
literally made
Do
me
I-
gag. I was,
Why do I have a
Broke
choice
his
in this? I don't
nose.
want
Mike
that.
Tyson, right? Mike Tyson broke
Oh
his
yeah,
nose.
Mike Tyson broke his nose.
The goat, and then he ended up getting aligned right away by like some karate instructor or something, and it was
Yeah.
supposed to be like straightest than it's ever been.
Do you remember when they had Ryan Dunn fight like the fucking like Japanese kickboxing
Rest in
champion?
peace.
Yes.
She
Oh
whipped
my
his
god.
ass.
beat his ass, bro. She, like,
That was
threw him
amazing.
and shit.
She was giving him all
So
body kicks. Rest in peace, Ryan Dunn.
I remember him on the ground. Hey, Ryan, you just got beat by a girl.
He was the first person to be like, "I'm not doing it. No, I'm not doing it."
No, there's some things you have a limit to. I had a bar when watching that show. Like I can take a rental car to a demolition derby, but
Right.
You
like
guys,
Knoxville,
you guys remember helicock? The
Yes,
helicopter
I
cock?
remember
Yeah. this one.
When they tied it.
Pontius had like a RC helicopter tied to his junk.
yeah.
It was like with a
Oh,
rope, like a
yeah.
little
Pulling
string.
it.
He was like, you just like fly,
Like a
you just like
drone.
fly, and he would just be pulling like ah.
Jesus Christ.
Or when they sat at the thing where
Are
you
you
whack
really?
it. And
Oh no!
And then
no,
put the
no.
fucking,
Oh yeah, they put their nutsack. And,
the dildo on at the end of the thing and let it go
Oh
in
my
Knoxville's
god.
butt. Yeah.
Dude, didn't one of them get like a dick branded on his arm or something?
That
No.
was Ryan Dunn.
Yeah,
Oh,
Ryan
Ryan
Dunn
Dunn.
got a penis shape
I
and
think Margera had it. He was branded on his ass with a
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
with a cow branding.
She was like, "Why'd you brand him?" He was like, "It was funny." Like, you made a hologram dick on my ass.
yeah.
The reason for everything on that show was it was funny.
That was right.
Didn't they have people like in a limo one time? The limo driver gets out and like locked the doors so they couldn't get
Yeah,
out,
the bees.
and they threw the
Bees, yeah.
bees in there.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
no.
Same as the truck when they had him like
Locked up in the
dancing.
trunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had like a little like a disco and like a like a utility truck, like a U-Haul.
They put a bunch of tacks on the ground when they got
Oh,
out.
I did.
They were just stepping on shit.
Ah,
Yeah.
That's awful.
And they
bro.
have roller skates.
roller skates on that. And that
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, you guys remember the rodeo or the bull teeter-totter? Where they were playing all on this weird ass.
Yeah,
big
it was like a
teeter-totter,
it was like a
and there was
four-way.
fucking bull running
Yeah.
around,
Yep.
fucking them up.
That would be one of those I'd still do. Honestly, I would do
Honestly,
that.
even though I can't run, I would train like a motherfucker to do the run of the bulls in Spain.
Oh,
I would.
I would
People
totally
get
do that.
impaled, brother. Them horns
That's why
are
you
like.
sit. That's why you sit in the front. You and me, Angel, we're gonna be in the front.
Yeah, it was just like whatever happens, Ryan, don't look back. If one of us falls, it was nice knowing
Well,
you.
I'm
bro.
not gonna worry about looking back, but I'll help you out.
I'll be in one of them balconies like, you dumb bitches.
I'm filming you for the show.
You ain't got to be faster than the bull. You got to be faster than the guy next to you.
That's true.
Yeah.
Or you gotta
Even if you gotta trip him and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Make sure you don't don't run on the side.
I'd be the one that sees
You're on
like
the
Brian
side
like flipping
first.
us off from like the manager and be like, "You were supposed to run with us, you dick."
Just don't run on the sides. You're gonna have probably fans tripping people on purpose.
Oh, I'm for sure that.
Stay in the middle. Stay in
I'm
the
for
front.
sure that.
That's where I'm gonna
players.
be, son.
Right?
Ooh.
Don't wear red that day.
Oh, yeah.
You have to.
That's proven. That was actually proven that's not a thing.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Really?
Wait, who's that? Who the fuck is Dave, bro?
Mythbusters.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I've been
I
watching
believe
Looney
it. I
Tunes
believe it.
all my life.
Yes.
If Mythbusters says something, it's true.
Looney Tunes taught me a lot of things,
I
damn
know.
it, and I know it's
I
gotta
know.
be
Bugs
true.
Bunny. Damn it.
Oh
Yeah,
my
they,
God.
They proved it doesn't matter the color. It's just basically just movement.
Did you
Oh my
guys
God.
did you guys know one of them died?
What?
Yeah. Grant Mahara.
Grant Mahara died of like a disease. Yeah,
He died
Oh
like
my
that?
God.
the Asian.
the Asian. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
From what?
Mythbusters.
from Mythbusters.
Mythbusters.
Oh,
From the build
damn.
team?
He used
The
to build
show?
like the robots and shit. He died
Oh,
from like
really?
some weird disease. Yeah,
It was like
Oh.
2
so
years
sad.
ago or
Yeah.
something.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Rest in
F
peace.
and champ.
Sorry.
Rest in peace, Ryan Dunn too from Jackass.
Yeah,
Of course,
yeah.
yeah. Go.
Rest in peace.
Man.
Should hit that rewind button.
That was horrible. That was a horrible way to go out, man. Him and Walker, man.
How did
Oh,
he go
yeah.
out?
Ryan Dunn, he was
He
drunk.
did like
and crashed.
237 in a Porsche and
Oh,
leaving St. Patrick's
man.
Day somewhere.
Drunk as fuck.
You know?
Damn, dude. That's why you don't drink and drive, bro. Like that's.
You got that much money, that Uber. You
Well,
know,
Uber
it was
wasn't a
big
thing,
deal.
dude.
Uber was not a
Uber,
thing.
yeah,
Ryan
Uber
Dunn.
wasn't a
Yeah.
thing for Ryan.
And Paul
But you
Walker
could have
wasn't
still
a thing.
gotten a cab.
Something,
Then
man.
Paul
You're
Walker
rich. You
doing
got
that
somebody
wrong.
to drive you.
No, he just drove fast and crashed.
He had to drive a Porsche.
Well, he drove a car
Just
that's
like
notorious
the-
for being
just
kind of
like,
hard to drive. So
What was Paul Walker? A
Yeah,
Skyline?
Porsche.
No, he was in a Porsche, too.
Carrera
Both?
GT.
Yeah.
They're both
They were
Porsche.
both on a Porsche. Yeah.
Yeah, Ryan was in some Porsche. Yeah.
I-
And he had a driver. Or was
Ironic
he
shit.
driving?
Ryan had a driver in
Yeah.
his car.
Same
Are
as
you
Paul.
No,
just-
he had a passenger.
Paul,
Yeah.
Paul Walker had a passenger in the car.
And so did
No,
Ryan.
no,
Well,
Paul Walker was a
He
passenger.
Was the passenger.
No, Paul Walker. I thought Paul
No,
Walker was
no, he
driving.
was not driving.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
this is Jackass. This is
Fast and the Furious Jackass collab. Here we go.
Oh, fuck. What an
Well,
yeah.
ironic death.
And,
I
and
know,
everybody,
I know.
He was fast, but not furious.
Everyone.
God damn it! What's wrong
I'm
with you?
sorry if you didn't make a fucking Paul Walker joke. You weren't there, dude.
Are you even
You were
living?
sensitive.
Were you even family?
somebody did a meme with Dom standing there, and he's just like still a buster.
How?
God
Oh,
damn.
man, the memes and stuff that came of that were epic. Okay, they were
Yeah.
fucked up, yes, but they were epic.
Like a
Of the accident?
skeleton next to a car, and then be like Fast and the Furious 9. I
Oh,
was like, oh my.
speaking of memes, dude, has everyone in here watched Don't Look Up yet?
Yeah.
Yes.
I finally got
No.
around to
Yeah,
it.
wait.
I haven't seen it.
Netflix movie.
You haven't
I watched
seen it?
with my girl. We were eating snacks. I don't remember if we finished it or not. I kind of got lost. I don't.
Did you also take
I rem-
certain substances?
Of course.
Allegedly.
Oh,
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I was drugged out.
Just reach across the table for the most part.
You know, on TikTok.
So you haven't
like,
seen it,
"Ah,
Robert?
I'm
You haven't seen Don't Look Up?
motherfucking drugged."
I've
That
seen
was
bits
me.
and parts of it 'cause my family was watching it in the next room.
It's really fucking good, dude.
I loved it.
It's weird, but
There's
That's
a lot
good.
of hidden messages
Yeah.
in the movie.
Oh,
That's what
yeah.
it's mostly about.
People really think it's like a one-sided like movie, like it's like the left attacking the right.
Yeah, but
But
really?
no, it's a fun. It's like making fun of everybody, dude.
climate
which is-
change.
which is
do
pretty
you,
nice,
Do you see
yeah.
how emotional the left is getting? That's what they say about us all the time.
Yeah.
sorry, I can't hear you over the sound of mazapans being opened.
Yeah, let's go. Oh, damn. Oh, did you break it or did you open it all in one? Because we've been. Oh, fuck it. Damn, you got that one.
Pretty good.
He's just saying it so he doesn't get eliminated.
Pulls out the gun.
Oh, wait.
Player
Robert says,
3 report is
right back at you, motherfucker.
Call an ambulance, but not for me.
But not for me.
Just about to fuck up my diet. I don't even care.
It's just peanut butter,
It's
brother.
peanut butter. It's not.
Sure.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
it's peanuts.
What is it? Yeah, it is peanut butter. How?
Edibles, masapan. What?
Oh shit!
What did you? What,
200
Sarah buy
milligrams.
this for you?
Podcast is gonna get real interesting real soon.
Hey,
Edibles,
yeah,
those
peanut
are
candy.
down.
hey, the stream didn't see us like actually ingest it, so how would they?
That's true.
They wouldn't know.
How will they know?
I ate like 2 already.
Oh shit.
They seen me in justice.
Well,
Welcome
Tell
to
me
the
why
Legal
we're-
Aliens podcast, where we're reading the back of a Masapan box.
I never read one, so I just want
Yeah.
You so intent on it,
To,
feel like so
to
concentrated.
our
Here's the thing. You cannot read it.
Is it in Spanish?
No. It's
Okay, read it.
Man,
Shit,
so
man, I forgot.
This
I don't
is
even know how to read.
unique peanut candy was
Oh,
born in Guadalajara.
man is so stoned he fucking
Well,
knows how to read
I
in
just been,
Spanish.
I just read a plot twist by Melissa Stiles saying that he's allergic to peanuts.
Oh my god.
Oh man. I thought one of you guys, and I'm like, you guys ate it? You guys are no.
A certain
Like,
Oh,
no,
man,
no,
if you're
no,
allergic
the
to
jacket.
peanuts,
A certain person
do
named
not
Melissa
mess
said you're
with these.
allergic.
Do not mess with these.
Yeah.
Stay away.
Those are sacred.
Yeah, but to
They-
our
they contain
to our
peanuts.
supposedly growing fan base in Ireland and Belgium. Yeah, these are.
Oh, we have to do a shout out before I forget.
Yo,
We
what's
got a
up,
listener.
Irish?
We got a listener in Moscow, Russia, dude.
Moscow, let's go,
We're
baby.
all
We
Hey.
appreciate the
Is
support.
Is that the one dude who defected?
I don't know, bro. Oh, it's Edward Snowden and shit.
Yeah.
Hey,
What's up, brother?
we
just
wanna say
a.
Привет. That's it.
Hey,
asshole.
I gotta send a shout out to Shay926 again. He said, if you manage to open a masapan without breaking it, you're a god.
Yes.
He did.
Yes.
We've all done it. We've all done it. So
Well
yes.
done it.
If you watched last week's episode.
I'm an Aztec god.
Oh,
But yeah, by Angels fan base.
Call me
I-
Diablo.
Whoa, we're Aztec Eagles.
Well, most of us,
Well,
everybody
most of us.
except for.
Hey, Joe,
Everybody
CCA.
except for this guy.
I
Yeah.
wrestling
You went
team
to
for like
Caesar
a
Chavez.
year. I just quit that shit. I can't do this.
I did track and
It
field.
was terrible.
I did cross country in 7th grade. That's not
I did too.
Everyone did some sort of
Why did
running.
we all run?
I just got the
Now that I
joke.
look back at it, we ran for nothing. I got one medal.
Jose
One
for
medal
sure
and one
did
ribbon.
cross country.
My cutting
What did he?
point for
Hey, what was
wrestling
he?
team
Was he a
like-
record breaker in hurdles?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
My cutting point for wrestling team was just like, oh, some like big dude rolled over my fucking head during practice,
Oh.
and I heard like
Oh
my
my
fucking jaw. I'm
god.
like, you know what? Don't want to
No,
do this
no,
anymore.
This ain't for me.
Welcome to Jack's.
Hey, and
They
This is Robert
wanted me to
Crowe.
join wrestling, and I tried to join football, but the coach pissed me the hell off, and I was just like, but yeah, I never went back to practice. And he had asked me one time, he's like, oh, so like you're not coming to practices anymore? I'm like, oh no, I quit. No.
People like Anthony Brown.
oh my god, oh jeez.
Practice.
Hey, real quick, guys, a shout out to Shay again, 926,
Let's go.
saying
baby.
I just found out about your podcast today. LOL. Hey man, it's never too late.
Yeah, dude.
Hop on board because we are really.
You may have had some
give a follow.
influence on who told you about it.
and
But,
they-
you know,
they
hey,
did follow
we
us.
applaud you for
Follow on
being here.
Twitch, follow
So
on
it's good.
Instagram.
Yeah, thank you for following us on Twitch.
We appreciate the
Supposed
support.
to, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
It's only gonna get stupider from here.
I know. So buckle up, Irish and Belgians,
Right.
and those in Texas.
This is your last brain cell.
Houston, we have a problem.
Yes, we have definite problems.
Mark my words. We're gonna start World War III.
And finish it the same day.
Oh shit! We're gonna start in World War III.
Look, it's okay if we go to war, okay? This is the generation that was raised on Iron Man.
Oh yeah.
So we don't have the money to get that equipment.
I can go right into
Well,
the
I got
terrorists
some
right now
pretty
and shoot
technical
rockets.
equipment too. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Make you feel like I man.
Just don't show it.
Oh, yeah. That's like let's keep it off the
Killing
stream.
enemy soldiers with Fortnite dance on top of their body.
Oh my god.
Teabag,
And
teabag,
besides,
teabag.
besides, we're Mexican. Our people build the tanks and everything, so we know how to disassemble it.
Hey, again, we got more comments on there from Shade926. Mario told me about it. Shout out to Mario.
Thank you.
Hey,
So you know who it is.
Yeah, I know it is.
I'm guessing it's this Mario, obviously, because we don't have a lot of Marios here.
We had more than one.
Oh yeah.
What?
What was that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Was I here?
I don't know.
I don't know. Half the
Look at that
people are
one
never here.
asshole
I mean-
that's like, where's Luigi?
I got that a lot in high school. I know.
Piece of shit.
Wow, Luigi.
That'd be the first person like, oh, what's your name? Mario. Oh, so where's Luigi?
Asshole.
In his mansion.
I'm a child of one, you asshole.
Oh, holy child. No.
I'm not Italian.
My
You know,
always.
you know, I actually saw somebody do that with like their pregnancy photo. Like
What?
they had their kid dressed as Mario, and then like they had like the shadow of Luigi, and it said coming soon.
Oh,
Because
that's
the
pretty
lady was
badass.
pregnant.
Oh my
Ooh.
god.
And I was just like,
Creative,
oh
man.
dang, okay, that was good. I'll give you that one.
Speaking
No.
of Mario, there's a new movie coming out
Really?
Mario?
about Mario.
Really?
And
Oh.
Chris Pratt
Yep.
awful.
Yeah, Chris Pratt's gonna be the voice.
Oh wow.
But he's not gonna
Bullshit.
do the Italian accent. He's
What?
just gonna be like regular American.
But yeah,
Fucking
you gotta
bullshit.
have the Italian accent if you're doing Mario.
You can do it like that.
You'll get canceled doing that these days, brother.
Paisanos.
No,
It's gotta be like that. It's gotta be like the
nobody-
80s cartoon
nobody
version.
is.
Do it that way.
Nobody can say anything bad about Mario like racist-wise, okay? We all have to be like Mario. He was made by the Japanese, looks like a Mexican, and is Italian.
I almost had a joke that I wanted to say. It was like that from the 80s cartoon. He's like, we can see all colors of the rainbow. And just like all in pause. Except black. Hey, Twitch, that was not a racist joke. Let me just put that out there now.
Somebody else said it.
So it was
He-
said in
he's-
cartoon.
And I
There was
quote.
like,
Yes.
it was like Mario, like dressed like the guy that played like the live action Mario at the time, like dressed up, and he was like, "Hey, kids, hey paisanos, don't do drugs, or else you'll go to hell and then you'll die."
Oh my
I swear to
god.
God, it's real.
You go to hell
commercial.
first, and then you die.
Yeah.
No, you know what commercial is off the wall? I was actually
The
watching
Pepsi
the video of it, like
Skittles. Sprite Cranberry?
No.
Shout out to Kourtney Kardashian.
Shout out to LeBron.
it's worse than
Oh,
that.
Kendall.
It's that one thing where they were talking about like the blasting things for chicken tenders and stuff. He's like, you can finger blast with your friends. So sometimes finger blast with 2 fingers.
Oh my God.
There are 3 fingers at a time, and then the girl's like, I think that's too much for me.
I was like, where's this leading towards?
Yeah, and then at the end of the commercial, the girl like, and if my friends aren't around, I just finger blast myself.
Okay.
And I'm just like, bro, like,
Was that
we
a
all
show?
no, that was a commercial for
It's a
like
real
a
fucking show?
yeah, it was a real freaking commercial.
Oh my God.
Commercials back in the day were wild, like when they were introducing like the Nintendo Color.
They did
Like
not
the-
give a shit.
The guy grabs like a freaking dead squirrel and hits himself on the head with it, and
Dude,
then he sees, like, all colors with the freaking.
I am waiting for people to remember all those commercials in Mexico.
Oh.
Ooh.
man.
Because there is.
I didn't watch
Hang
that.
on, hang on. There is a commercials, and Twitch. I'm definitely gonna quote a product that existed. Okay, so there was a snack, a Mexican candy that was about this big, right? You already know where I'm going, right?
Probably.
It was it's filled with chocolate. It's almost like a Twinkie, but with
Yes.
chocolate,
Oh.
and it was called and it was called Negrito.
Oh, I know exactly what
I
you're
know.
And it had a black kid in blackface for decades, dude. It had the commercials and everything.
Awesome.
And now if you look around the store, they renamed it to just Nito. So they laced
Yeah,
They-
no, but
they didn't wanna
they used to be Negritos. No, my mom and my cousin, whenever my mom would go to Mexico, that was always her thing with like one of my cousins. Like she would always give me money to go to the store that was right there and bring back the Negritos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here's the
And
thing.
I was just like, bro, like this, it sounds so wrong, but it's a freaking pastry thing.
Well, they renamed before Nito. They used to be called Bimbolet, but people
Yeah.
thought that was something else, so they
Yeah.
couldn't buy
Oh, yeah.
it. So that's what they put Nito, like
Yeah.
shorter version of
Yeah,
that word.
of Negrito.
like bro, like
Oh, my
that
God.
when my mom first told me about them, I was just like, they're called what? And she told me like, oh my god, that is just not right.
Yeah,
But
it's-
we were not saying it to be racist.
No, yeah, like,
Like
we
I
were-
said,
we
I'm
weren't saying
quoting
it in
an
any
actual
way.
product.
Like
It
it's
was
a
fucking
legitimate
culture.
project,
No, I'm
but
saying
like
Bimbo.
Look it up.
Yeah.
Google.
Google that shit.
Google that shit.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, but like, and it's an actual thing. But when I first heard it, like, I know it's like the actual like pastry thing, but I'm like, bro, it just sounds so wrong on every freaking level.
But did it taste good?
Oh, it's
They're-
fucking. It's
they're
one of my
freaking
favorite
delicious,
ones, dude.
bro.
It's one of my
To this
favorite
day?
ones. To this day.
To this day.
To this day.
They have a version of them. Stop!
Boop.
Oh my freaking god, that song. I had that stuck in my head one day and I was like, dude, don't do this. I fucking hate this.
Now it's stuck in my head.
Yeah, dude.
Put my chin up high.
Did you guys see the remix with El Sonidito on it?
Yeah, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yes,
So
I
it's
mean,
like the
that's
song,
all- yeah.
but they mixed it in with the Sonidito on it.
Oh
Look
my
it up.
God.
I would wish I could play it, but it would
No,
definitely
yeah,
get
No,
copyrighted.
we definitely get a copyright for that one.
Yeah.
We'll put the link in the comment section.
Yeah, we can put the link in the comments about
Yeah.
it.
We allow links in our comment section. We don't give a fuck.
Oh, link it up.
Link it up.
If you
Just
come
don't put
to
those
try
links.
to copyright strike this, I'm looking at you, Susan. What's her face? Leader of
Wabba
YouTube.
Jack.
Wabba Jack off. Twitch.tv. I will come and I will scissor kick you in the throat.
Jesus Christ!
Yes.
On
Fuck
some
it.
Daredevil shit.
And I'll come jump
Yeah.
off your nightstand and drop an elbow on you while he does that. We're gonna come and jump you.
Every
The Randy Orton? We're gonna do
speaking of
that?
that really quickly,
Tombstone pile
every
driver.
single man, I'm sure every single man at this table right now has dreamed of just dropping the WWE style elbow on someone.
Yeah, the fucking
The Beatles
Macho Man.
elbow.
Dude, I almost did it to my cat earlier today, dude.
Jesus, I'm a cat.
Hell yeah.
Animal
Yeah,
violence
he
is not
after us
approval.
now, damn it.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit of animal.
He thought about it.
I thought
thought
about it.
Thought about it. He didn't do it.
Yeah.
He
None
just
of
thought
them
about it.
lethal. and
It's like. Have you guys heard about the have you guys heard of the stand-up comedian Bill Burr?
Yes.
Yeah.
You ever seen his piece on "There Is No Reason to Hit a Woman"?
Oh yeah.
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 He's
I
like,
haven't.
Yes.
there's plenty of reasons. We just don't do it.
She's drowning in a fucking bathtub.
Yeah.
No, that's what that Tosh made that joke too. He's like, there's no excuse to hit a woman. It sounds like a challenge. What if you walk in and she's drowning your kids in the bathroom and she's just about to dunk the second one in? Can you run over and pop her then?
Yep.
Or what if she forgets to record a game for you? My point is, there's a gray area.
Jesus Christ.
Hell yeah.
He's like, my girlfriend almost found mine because she recorded the game, but she forgot to record it in HD. And she's like, well, at least you got to watch it. Yeah, I just pay extra money to watch TV like poor people.
Right.
Tosh
Here at the
McConnell's
League of
fine.
Aliens, we're happily to say we're streaming at 1080p.
1080p.
It wasn't at first.
What are
It
y'all
was not at first. It was at like 240, dude, for the first time.
I know we were having some frame rate issues.
What are y'all streaming at, huh? It's like,
They come out with the more HD quality than us. Like,
8K.
well,
You
we're
can
still
technically-
funnier.
You can still stream it like 4K, but I just can't afford that type of internet.
No, not here.
it's expensive,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, everything's expensive these days. Freaking inflation kicked in. We're all broke these days.
Trump, please
What
come
bank
back.
we robbing? What
What?
bank?
What?
Trump 2022? Do I hear it?
Dude, I know how this goes.
Trump 2022?
Are they gonna attack the Capitol again?
Ooh, you read that question, right?
Oh yeah, we got another comment from Shade926. I'm very curious. How many guitars are behind you guys?
Oh well, let's see.
A
I think
lot.
I counted 11.
We can talk to the person who is actually in a band. He can probably give us the inside scoop.
That guy who bought it.
So-
11, yeah,
So-
11 guitars.
So-
Oh, I counted at 11. And
So
did, didn't you?
there's about 11 to 13 inside this room, and there's a couple more inside the house. So it's more than 10.
Yeah, Brian is
Yeah, there's a
Brian's
lot of
band,
guitars in here, but
basses count as guitars.
I'm pretty sure the only one of us.
To
we're
non-musicians,
going
it does.
We're going that route, are we?
Yeah.
Well, you want to be technical. We can break it down.
There's more than 10 string instruments in this garage.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah, and Jose's seat is still primed and ready to
Oh
go.
yeah, we got
So
the
you need him.
substitute of Jose all the way back there.
Yeah, he did well when you weren't here.
Yeah.
By the way,
I'm proud.
by the way,
I
let's
ain't
say,
gonna lie. I was making
Oh, we
sure
have to
that-
acknowledge my man Jose here.
I'm back.
He's back after
Guess who's
3
back?
back again.
I had to make sure you weren't in there when I came in here. I was like, I know you
I
guys
know.
be pretty wild. And I came in here and I was like, I pulled it out. I was like, is Jose in there? They're like, nah. Then he's like, oh shit.
Jose, get out!
Sure, Jose's not in there. He's like, nah, man. Jose, get out, get out.
Bro, I just started cracking the fuck out, and I was just like, he's gonna shoot the teddy bear.
I am. We got it.
Hey, you hear boys?
Have you
Oh,
ever, Brian's
what
got,
the hell?
we got an interesting idea here. A certain Melissa Styles on YouTube asked us we should do a music video.
Hey.
No, music video.
Body to like that.
I've been in a lot, so
You
you know, I
have?
know what to do.
You know some people.
I've
I
never
bring
been in
the
a-
props and I
Hey.
have the ski mask and everything.
And we got another question here on Twitch. Do you ever play anything on stream? We actually do. On our last stream, no, the Christmas stream.
Not this week, but last week.
2 episodes ago, we were playing the Pornhub intro. We also did. I forgot what we did. Oh, when
Yeah, shout out
when
to our
Mario
sponsor,
when Mario
Pornhub.
was seriously talking about his life choices and his aspirations for where he works, I gave him a comedic role. That was pretty fun.
Hey.
So we can have we're slowly incorporating into more stupid ideas as we come
Oh, yeah, but
along.
we do stream games once in a while.
Oh, yeah,
We've
we
done-
might
we've
stream.
done Call of Duty. We've done
We've done Call of Duty.
Grand
We've
Theft
done
Auto.
Grand Theft Auto.
Forza Horizon 5. Done.
yeah.
Well, I didn't do Forza
Waiting
Horizon.
for Fortnite.
Fortnite.
We waiting,
Man.
Oh,
man.
I still need to download that. I haven't downloaded it yet.
Oh my God!
It's terrible.
Hey,
Yeah,
Cheryl.
well,
I've been continuing to play Call of Duty Zombies because I'm trying to get better at that. Okay, because
2 weeks ago.
Hey, shout out Rocky Road 313 for tuning in.
Hey,
appreciate you, Rocky.
my boy.
What's up, man?
Appreciate the love, brother.
No more.
Appreciate
We'll get
the
a copyright
love.
strike.
Yeah, please don't.
You getting copyright strikes.
What's that from, Adult
If I come
Swim?
again, I'll,
No,
I'll
from
bring, like,
Rocky.
Mortal Kombat
Oh.
or something.
Ooh.
What was it?
If I come again, I'll bring like Mortal Kombat.
Hell
or
yeah.
something.
Hell
Wait,
yeah.
oh, I don't want to. I'll talk to you guys. Remind me after the stream. I don't want to say it on stream because it's some saucy shit I came up with yesterday,
Oh, no.
and I don't want to state it publicly because I feel like it's a banger.
Okay,
Oh,
then.
so you're gonna,
Gotta-
you're
gotta
gonna
hide
let the fans
sauce.
know.
So this is it for this week's episode.
All right, so I appreciate you guys tuning in.
Don't do that to me, bro.
You're gonna keep all
I
our
will fight you
European
across
fans
the
waiting.
table.
Hell yeah! Oh, we got more comments on Twitch from Shay926 saying, "You ever play?" Oh, no, they already said that. Fortnite is the shit. Hell yeah!
Fortnite.
So is
Fortnite
COD and
got a
GTA.
weird
Hell
name.
yeah.
Delayed
I've never-
cell. What is it?
Fortnite.
I don't remember. if you guys-
Fortnite.
Yeah, dude.
I've never played Fortnite.
We need those weapons. in the
Fortnite is
game.
awesome, man.
I've never played it. My brother plays it a lot, and my nephew loves Fortnite, and he'll just sit there watching like all the YouTube videos of people playing Fortnite all day.
All this fucking opening
Oh, man, it's
mazapan is nobody offered me fucking one.
Would you like one?
Yeah, thank you.
That's
Jesus
my man's
fucking
Brian.
Christ.
Amasa
You were not
Fan,
asked.
please.
Bro, look
Well,
what Adam
yeah, well, the funny thing is, like, we're all the ones eating them, and they're actually his, and he's like, nobody offered me one of my own mazapanes.
I know.
What I was gonna say
Here,
is,
so fucking take 'em.
Robert, you went to CCA with us, correct?
Yeah.
You would say we all had about the same teachers, correct?
I'm not part of this conversation, but I like
I
hearing.
sit back, Mario.
Yeah. I like-
Who do
alright.
you remember that were our teachers? Any specific ones?
I wish I had the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Any grade, it don't matter.
It's
'cause
like
we
this
went to
is-
middle school.
Right, like for
I
options.
Yes.
remember in middle school there was Miss Williams,
Okay.
who was the Spanish teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Ruined that bitch's life.
Yeah, she was there. He was a part of the.
No, she won't
the
be.
fuckery.
Miss
We made
Garrett,
it.
who was just like kind of weird.
I didn't have her.
Miss-
I don't believe.
Really? Miss Burkow. That's high school.
Shout out to Miss Burkhart,
Yeah,
bro.
dude. Mr. Zhang.
My man's Brian. What were we talking about?
We're not gonna talk about that publicly for now.
Okay, we're not gonna.
It's,
talk
it's a
about
work
that.
in progress.
Well, I can say this. I do have Miss Burkhart on Facebook, and
She's cool.
I love Miss Burkhart. I remember a lot of us in high
She
school.
had some weird
Literally,
hippie
we
shit.
would get our food. No, but literally, we would
I
get
didn't
our
have
food,
her.
and we'd go and sit down and eat in her classroom.
I didn't have
That's
her.
like-
Very nice.
She was like one of the best teachers ever. She doesn't work in CC anymore. I think she moved over to California.
She's
Yeah.
living in LA,
She's like
man.
Hawaii
Mhm.
or some shit.
No, she was from Hawaii.
Really?
She was from Hawaii. She moved to Michigan,
Yeah. Yep.
and then all of us were always like, "The fuck would you leave Hawaii for Michigan for? What is wrong with you?"
Bro, she was the only teacher that actually taught us like, hey, here's how you write a cover letter. Here's how you write a resume for a job.
Yeah.
Here's like all this shit that you need later
Yeah.
in life. It's
She-
like, oh,
That's dope. I didn't
actually
have the
nice.
pleasure
Yeah,
of having her.
I loved her. I loved her class, and I remember that for one of my college applications, I actually had her write me a recommendation,
Oh shit.
and I actually had her help me write a recommendation as well for some of my scholarships that I actually got, partially because of her recommendation. So I freaking Ms. Burkhart, freaking love you. Yeah, she was the freaking best.
I'll make sure I'll send this clip to her.
anyone you hate.
Oh, I'll send it to my son. I have her on
Anyone?
Facebook.
No, I was
Going
just
back to
saying,
Robert,
like,
I don't know why we all jumped
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, we all just ignored Robert. I'm sorry.
You know, we had Miss Sanchez, Mr. Owens. Yeah.
Hey,
Miss
were you in middle school? You were in middle school too,
Fuck
right?
yeah.
Miss Laudani.
Miss Lautani! Oh my god! I almost forgot about her!
Yeah, bro.
Miss Lautani! Bro!
How did we forget about her?
How
Bro,
did we
she's
forget
so-
about her?
I would like try to charm her out of like getting like F's and shit.
Hey, what
And it
was that
worked.
one? What was that? Miss Pearson.
I never had Miss Pearson.
That's-
Who was that,
I feel just as
man?
left out as you guys.
What was that? The history teacher that was on the bottom. When you go in
The bottom of what?
No, but when you first walk in the building, you go right all the way to the back and the right. She taught history. I want to say she had blonde hair.
This person.
That was her. The newer
Oh, yeah.
teacher that was like.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I've seen her, but like I never had her class.
Well,
but
she became the CCA middle school principal.
Really?
Really?
Right now,
Damn,
she's the
wow.
principal.
And I don't know about right now, but back in 2012, she
Good for
was.
her.
Manny Banks on Facebook.
By the way, though, going back to middle school, actually. So, did you guys ever have Mr. Rios' sister for your English
Miss
teacher?
Rios, she
Miss
was
Rios,
amazing. Shout out
I
Miss
freaking
Rios.
loved Miss
Cool as
Rios.
fuck.
She
all
was the
time.
GOAT.
Remember
She
the
was-
Outsiders, dude? She
Yeah.
had us all read the
Yeah.
Outsiders.
That was
Dude,
dope.
no, I remember when I was in high school. I think I was in my senior year. I actually went into the middle school with a friend of mine. Like, we went to get something. I don't remember what. And I remember just stopping by her classroom really quick, and I was like, "Hey, Miss Rios," and she like her eyes just like lit up when she sees. She like automatically remembers all of her students, and then just. She's one of the most amazing teachers too. I used to love her.
There was this one kid that I knew in middle school, Kevin Vasquez or some shit. Glasses or whatever, kind of had like curly top and shit.
Sounds familiar. Sounds familiar.
That kid was a piece of
Uh-huh.
shit, and he like no, fuck that kid. He's also
You said fuck that kid. Yeah, we gotta hear him, man.
It's 2020. Hey, fuck you, kid. Or 2022.
I like
now.
how he describes him so carefully, and then he's like, "Fuck that guy."
Hey, he walked up to Miss Rios and he was like, because I think like their grandfather had died or some shit, or like
Oh,
the
no.
grandmother.
Oh,
and he was
yeah.
like, first your grandmother, now your legs. What's next?
Oh,
And
my
everyone just
God.
looked at him, bro. And he
Wow.
was like laughing. I'm like, why would you say that?
Bro,
Fuck that guy.
that guy.
Because she was in a fucking wheelchair, dude. She was fucking like paraplegic.
Dude,
That sucks.
and now
Fucking
I want to
do
beat that guy's ass. Yeah, fuck
You
that
want
guy.
to eat
We
that
see
guy's
you
I
ass?
said I wanna
In the
fuck that
parking
guy.
lot, I'm
I don't know,
whipping
man.
your
If
ass.
he was on all the context, they're gonna look at you different.
Nobody.
You
You
better not
nerd
come
there,
to
right?
this side of the hood, bro, because you got smoke with all of us. I'm gonna send the message out. We on your head. On Miss
Fucking
Rios'
Rios and
behalf.
shit.
Like,
Yeah,
we got your back.
We will kill that man.
We sliding for Miss Rios. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
let's not like confess to like attempted murder on the podcast.
Oh, we ain't saying I'm murdering. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
When I
bodily
say
harm
when I
won't do
say when I
nobody.
say that when I say that I mean like I will fuck him up, but no.
In Call of Duty,
Call of
Yeah,
Duty.
in Minecraft.
Fortnite, UFC, of course.
UFC obviously, yeah.
Mortal
We
Kombat,
sliding from
Halo.
this
I used to
Yes.
love that UFC game though. Like honestly, like I
Oh,
used
dude, that shit's so fun.
I remember playing it on an Xbox,
Oh.
and like it was like
Sorry.
freaking. Oh my gosh.
Y'all remember Miss Green, the Spanish, the art teacher?
I
Middle
I didn't have her
Miss
either,
Green,
but I do
seventh-
remember her. I do
seventh
remember her
grade,
seeing
Miss
eighth grade.
Green, or was it Miss Garrett?
No, it was Miss
No,
Green.
Miss Green.
Miss Green.
Yeah.
I never had Miss Green.
I never had her either,
She was
but
pretty cool, but
Yeah, she
we
was
made her
awesome.
quit. We made her quit too.
damn. Why would you guys do that to her?
Man, we were just horrible kids, bro. We didn't
Bro,
do it on
not to
purpose.
this
We're
fucking
gonna
life.
make you quit, but
I don't think
Miss
anyone plans
Green-
on
Miss
this
Green
shit.
was like-
they
This
just
shit was so
suffered
nice.
casualties of war. You know what I'm saying? It's middle school. We was
Because
running. we was running
middle
amok.
school, middle school. One of my teachers, I think his name was Mr. Falcon or something like that. That's
Falconer?
Falconer. Yeah, that's the guy that my grade made him have a panic attack.
Jesus
Because
Christ.
nobody respected that man. I told you, like nobody. I wasn't a bad kid in middle school and high school. I wasn't like I was always like more
Yeah.
like the goody two shoes, but
Did you read it?
like
No.
even I didn't respect
say
this
it?
man.
No.
Like I didn't give a crap
Go
about
ahead.
what he said. Every time like he's trying to hand out work, everybody's ignoring him. And, like one time he just like lashed out. He's like, "This is my classroom and things will be done my way," and everybody just burst out and started laughing at him.
Oh
Like
my God.
nobody gave a damn about this man.
Miss Williams was we fucked that lady up. We
So
had
many
that lady
teachers.
on the verge of like I think she literally was like crying.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
daily.
And,
Daily.
Like
God, you guys are horrible.
yeah, it was a fucking white lady. Like you're gonna assign this goofy skinny fucking.
That's all you needed.
You're gonna assign this goofy, skinny, fucking white lady. Oh, what are these for?
Now you gotta put him on. You gotta put him on. We're talking all that shit.
Look,
Yeah, that's my boy. Now talk that razzle dazzle,
you're
baby.
gonna assign this like skinny, goofy white lady to like her fragile fucking ego
Yes.
to like a middle school full of like it's a mainly Hispanic
Urban youth.
area.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna assign her to a Spanish class and be like, yeah, teach these kids Spanish.
We're gonna shred you.
when
Yeah,
they
we're
already
gonna destroy
fucking
you.
like
If
most
you
of the kids
see
probably already
graffiti
know.
on the way to work,
Nah,
you should know it's gonna be a hell of a day every day.
It's a great idea.
Dude, my Spanish teacher in high school, I don't remember her name. She was awesome as hell. We all loved her, but
Describe her.
she white lady, red hair, Matelski. There it goes.
Didn't
Miss
have her.
Matelski. Yeah. She
That sounds
she
like a
like
cookie
she would like
brand.
legitimately just be like, just let me get through my class and we're done. Just let me get through it. They're like, okay, you know what? We respect that because
Fucking
she
Polish
knew
lady.
all of us spoke Spanish, so she was just like, I just gotta teach the course, okay? And we're just like, all right, you know what? Fair enough, because you're at least acknowledging that we know probably more Spanish than you.
Y'all remember Mr. Wright from middle school? Shout out to that guy.
never had
He
him.
is amazing, man.
Now you know who he looks like? It's a wrestler. His name is The Miz.
I
Somebody
believe so.
Google him.
I was gonna say, don't look at me.
Or if
Don't
you
look at me. Anything
Have to Google
CCA
that.
talk. Is just
I
not
believe
my,
I know
not
who
my
you're talking
forte
about,
here.
but yeah, I don't know if that guy's still at CCA or if he ended up switching or
I
not.
can't
But
say shit.
Jonathan Wright, that guy, he helped me a lot, and he helped me out a lot, and a lot of other kids as well. We appreciate you because being a teacher aide, he was a teacher aide. I don't believe he was a full teacher. But he definitely made a difference in my life. I could say possibly other people too. You know what I'm saying? They don't make teacher aides like that anymore. And
Right.
Yeah, a lot of
I know
dudes
that
go
guy
in
was.
Suit and tie.
Yeah, he
Oh,
was.
wow.
He was suit and tie every day. The most proper, polite, amazing guy. Like he had the most patience and diligence to work with anybody and everybody.
That's
and
amazing.
my man's was a real trooper, and I appreciate that, buddy. If you're watching, or if you ever see this, I know you remember me, and I remember you, Manny Fresh. You remember me, Manny Banks. Add me on Facebook, man.
There weren't like a ton of like. You go to other schools and it's like there's not like a ton of teachers aides that people really give a shit about, and it's like our school was like, oh,
Can
like,
relate.
all these people were just so fucking nice to us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whether we were.
We were just pieces of shit.
Yeah. whether we were just pieces of shit or not.
The Miz.
Like,
Yep.
you can't control an entire school. of
True.
children.
No, it's impossible.
Fucking insane.
And like here's the thing. There were some teachers that like try to like to do the class like with authority. Like, no, you do it because I'm telling you to. And there were other teachers that were just like, look, just work with me here, okay? And like those are the ones that you respect because like they're just like, come on, like don't fuck around, fuck around too much, you know. Let me get through this, and like those are the ones that you end up respecting more than anything.
Like,
Did you guys have Mr. Ostalos in middle school?
Remember, it sounds familiar. What did he teach?
Math
Math teacher.
Stylus.
No, because you and me had Miss Peña.
Oh, you guys
yeah.
had Miss Peña. Miss Peña was
Damn,
cool.
who was
yeah, she
that?
was nice.
The
I sucked at math,
math
but she was
teacher.
cool.
I'm trying to think what she looked like.
brunette.
Burnett.
Curly hair. She usually had a
Blue
ponytail
eyes,
and
look
shit.
goofy.
Yeah.
Oh, not-
Top,
not
right next to
blue
the
eyes.
elevator.
Yeah, blue-
Yeah, yeah.
Right next to the
Well, no,
elevator.
No, not the elevator. When you went up the stairs.
To the left.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
No, but Mr. Ostalos,
In front of Mr. Salos.
She
was-
kicked
he
me
was
out
awesome
so many
because
times.
I remember Mr. Ostalos, and I had him for 8th grade math. Dude, that guy was freaking amazing, intelligent. Like that was another teacher that I like wholeheartedly respected. Like never even did anything to mess around in his class because like I respected that guy. That guy was freaking awesome.
That's what's up.
And he was actually an amateur hockey player too.
That's dope. That's
I
dope.
respect that.
I remember he
Me
came
too.
in like he was like kind of like limping, and he had like put like a pad thing right here because somebody had slashed him with a stick in
That
a
can
hockey
happen.
game.
That's a nasty foul.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
and in return he like went up and like hit his hockey stick, just like had it shatter in the guy's hand.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I was just like, damn, like yeah, those hockey games get intense.
Yeah, and that guy just lost $250 on a twig.
Right.
Yeah, because he was like, I know where to hit a hockey stick to make it break. And I
Yeah.
was like,
Fuck.
bro, like that's a freaking hardcore.
They're expensive, man. I went
yeah.
and my birthday, I think was this year that just passed. I had rented out a rink and a whole hockey rink to myself, and I just shot around because I used to play hockey when I was younger, and
Oh, nice.
it was pretty dope. But man, the next day I was so fucking sore, man.
Yeah.
I felt like I got jumped by like 9 guys for about 20 minutes. Like my back was like, I tried to sit down. It's like, my arms. It's like, I just felt like a worm. Just wanted to lay there, just a wiggle.
No, well, what got me like that was like freaking Hell Week in track.
Ooh.
Because I remember like Hell Week, like I obviously am not a runner, so like I didn't do like too much running. I was
give
I
it
like,
away.
I like to do
Spoiler alert! Goddamn, bro.
Shut up. I used to like to do the field stuff, so I like to do shot put, and like the first week was like nobody's doing any of like the field events. It's just sprinter exercise, so we're just like running like the whole time for like an hour and a half, and I'm just like got home, freaking like limping all sore and shit. And then she's like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "Track practice killed me. I can't walk. My legs are just dead. They're giving up."
Yeah,
That shit's
man.
fucking hard, dude.
Dude,
Them practices,
yeah.
man, I cannot lie. That conditioning is the hardest. You know, like if you're already
yeah.
fit and you're already like in there, but even for anybody just starting out on anything new or anything, it's definitely tough and challenging. But to fight through it's amazing, man.
Some of
you
the
know?
guys that were on the team that were like already like conditioned runners, they respected the fact that even though like I'm a big guy, and I was still running, I was still like doing all the exercise and stuff. They actually told me like, "Yo, like just keep
or
at it."
smoking, even just smoking, you know, being a younger badass kid, you know, I remember I'd be smoking when I was running track. I'm like, man, you know, then I'd get off and then go smoke with the boys. Like, oh, all right, I'm ready. This ain't helping me. This ain't helping me.
I remember in like wrestling team and shit, the year, like the half of a year that I did it, they were just like,
I remember I was in wrestling with you.
yeah, dude.
Oh shit!
I fucking loved that shit, dude.
Hey.
Wasn't there a guy like on the CCA wrestling team?
You
that he
were on
actually
the
made it to
wrestling team,
nationals or
damn it.
something?
Yeah,
You,
some
Ricardo, Gore,
I don't remember his
Ricky
name.
Golick, his
I
brother.
remember
Ricky
I
Casas.
paid for
Ricky
the
Casas and his brother, right?
Yeah.
Nick Casas.
I remember I paid for the sweats in the sweater,
Yeah.
and then I got kicked out. And
For
then
what?
for
You gotta tell us.
No,
No.
Long gone.
Anyway.
Ain't nobody died.
I honestly-
How do you get kicked
Right,
out of
right,
wrestling?
right.
What do you do to
I-
get kicked out of wrestling?
I honestly
You gotta
don't
go
remember,
up
dude.
downs right now, bro.
You
Up
must,
downs.
No,
you
fuck
must
that,
have
dude.
whoop somebody's ass
No,
on the mat.
oh no, man.
Drop somebody on his head like, no, we don't do
I
this.
remember they
isn't
made.
UFC.
I remember they made me wrestle Kelly too. You guys remember
Oh,
Kelly?
Kelly
Oh, Kelly.
Parton.
Kelly Parton.
Nope.
She been up
wasn't
to.
she engaged or something?
What?
Yeah, though
Lots
or maybe not, but like I could have sworn I seen something about her like engaged or something.
That's what's up. That's
But no,
what's up.
like I remember she used to live down the street from me.
No shit.
Yeah, and then a couple times we actually my sister would pick me up from school because she had already graduated. A couple times she would pick me up from school. We would take Kelly with us to take her home, like or we'd go get ice cream or something.
Y'all remember when she fought Eric?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I don't remember my man's last name. I want to say Ramirez or
I
something.
like how all of us just
Eric
like.
Ayala.
It was
See,
Eric
that's-
Ayala,
I
yeah.
like
Eric
how as soon as you
Ayala.
mentioned that,
I remember
everybody
she
at the
fought
table,
him.
except for this guy.
Well,
doesn't know,
no,
he doesn't
well,
know.
no, because
He
no,
was
but-
all of us just like go, oh,
No, we had
He was a
that
shark.
kind of reaction.
She
I
was a
remember like one
tiger,
fight
I
in my school
remember.
too. I know.
They were
you and
fighting
me had the
over
same thing.
animals. What
Yeah.
animal was better? He was a shark and she was a tiger or something. And she was like, "I'll eat you." You know. And then they really somehow, some way, it turned into a fist fight altercation in the hallway. And I think Kelly whipped his ass.
Yeah, she did.
I think she whipped his ass. I think he just kicked her or some shit. But
Yeah, no.
man.
Kelly mad, like she was. Oh my god.
she was not for no games. She was about that smoke, boy. She
I'll tell you.
was mad. About
She was-
90% of the time I seen her in the hallway, she was crying and pissed and hitting
Yeah.
lockers, getting ready to fuck someone
No,
up.
look,
There's nothing
I
more
remember
dangerous
like.
than, a middle school.
I remember her like for
problems.
the. I remember her like for the most part she'd be like calm and she was fine.
Oh, yeah,
She'd be
she was
joking,
cool as
she'd
hell.
be joking around a lot. But the times that I seen her mad, I was like, bro,
She would raise
stay
hell.
the fuck away.
You'd hear her
Like,
in the hallway, and we'd be down on the other end like, damn, Kelly going ham.
Look, she, yeah, like you said, she was about to smoke. Okay, she was ready to throw hands, but I was like, bro, like, how does she go from one extreme to the other? She's either like all happy, giggling, like smiling, joking around, to just like, oh, I'm gonna whoop your ass. Like,
There's
what
a
the
name
fuck?
for that.
Yeah. You want to say it?
There is.
That's bipolar.
You haven't been here in a while. I'll let you say it. Okay, bipolar.
That shit's tough, dude. Bipolar's.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
That shit sucks.
Like I was a
People
psychology
actually
major
have it,
in college, and I remember watching some videos of like people with like the different personalities. That was freaking wild.
There's a movie.
Split, yeah, but like but just to see it like in a real life like
Oh, yeah.
video, like they're showing like multiple interviews from like different days, and like in one day she's like herself, but like, oh, like this is not my clothes. This is like she said the name of one of her personalities. Like this is her clothes. And then like the next day she's a completely different person. She's like all happy. She's chewing gum and everything. Next one she's like more serious, and it's like you see like the completely different personalities like all like together. It's like so really honestly it's a fascinating subject.
You guys see that movie Split?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just we mentioned
I've seen a movie called Split. I don't know if that's the right one though.
There's
That's-
a one
that's-
Oh God, let's not.
Oh, jeez.
My
Let's
man,
not go there,
I
let's
know
not
their
go there.
shit.
We're gonna go there.
Saw something Split.
So do you guys keep in contact with anybody from school? Like you still kick it with anybody from we went to school with? Like
Nope.
Christ.
No? He's like, besides you fucks here, hell no.
No.
Here and there.
Like honestly, the only people from high school that I still talk to are these guys, and like I wasn't even in their grade. Like they were
Right,
just like the
right.
background characters to
In life.
in each other's like high school experience, and now like we hang out all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all did really have different cliques. Everybody,
Yeah,
you
pretty
know what I'm
much.
saying? Did you play soccer? You played
No,
soccer?
I tried to, but
We all played outside.
Yeah.
That's why. You know.
I mean, I think
And
I
we-
still
when
have
we
like
went to
Chuck
La
on
Salle.
Facebook.
Yeah.
every Saturday.
Like
For
Kid
sure.
Chuck. Chuck got married to like Andrea or something.
Yeah. I believe I said that last
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Chuck, my man.
Yeah,
Shout
very
out
cool.
Chuck
I, see
Ranenberger.
the- I think he had like a
Charles.
kid recently or something.
Did he? Another one? That's what's up. That's
Another
what's up.
one.
No, I mean, I know I had it. I believe he had like one or two already, or you know,
guess four.
one.
Yeah.
4?
And then
That's what's up. That's what's up. Big family.
Valentine.
Well, those are stimulus shit.
Oh my God.
Valentino.
Got child credit.
Valentino, Celine, yeah,
Yep.
big guy.
Yep, large dude.
Yeah, from wrestling, I remember.
He's having a kid soon.
Oh, congratulations. That's
Really?
what's up.
Yep.
I haven't talked to that guy in years. Manny Banks on Facebook. Add me, brother.
Adam, dude. And then Ramon Borrego.
Yep.
He's cool as fuck.
My man's, yeah. I stayed
saw
in
him at,
contact
like,
with him.
I was working at Walmart for a little bit, and I saw him like just kind of like I was like stocking shit or something, and then I saw him. I was like, "Hey, dude, what's up, man?"
Stalking.
And he was like, he was up there with like his woman and like his kid or whatever.
Okay, that's what's up.
It's cool, man.
You gotta offer him.
Yeah, man. I haven't really.
Do you want to know one, Brian?
I haven't
I'm
really
good.
ventured out to anybody like that, but I've kicked it with kicked it, but you know I've ran into and chopped it up with John Yepes.
Yep.
These guys here, a couple of people, Gabby, Selena Torres, you know, Sierra, all them.
I remember some
How
of
they
that.
doing?
They
She was awesome.
stay next to my cousin's house, so I
Okay,
see them
feel
pretty
like I've
Oh,
often.
seen
man,
them
bro.
like once or twice.
Oh,
like,
fail.
out, but I didn't know them well enough to walk up and be like, "Hey, what's up? I'm from school."
Right.
I'm like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Yeah. Like I said, I seen Mr. Rios the other day. Who else do
We
I
saw,
keep in
my sister
contact
saw the
with?
principal.
A lot of people, like I got a couple people on Instagram, like
When-
from high
That's
school.
cool.
yeah,
And-
Mr. Martinez, I think his name was.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw the principal at Sam's Club one time.
Oh yeah, I believe he still stays in the hood. If not, I'll drop the address for $100. Hit my Cash App. All you young kids got problems with percent. I'm just playing.
No, we're doing that now on the
He
show.
was alright.
Okay, shit.
No, yeah, he
Use
was
the money.
a stern, structured man. I can say, you know, being in a principal or what is a director of a high school
Yeah.
and principal, part of the Leona group. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a serious
Mr. Rios.
job. No, Mr. Martinez.
the principal in high school.
Main guy, the man in the suit and tie, you know, the red tie all the time.
Who's a big fat dude that was like
Can too.
Cantu? No, middle school.
Mr. Guerra.
Mr. What?
Guerra.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
he
Mr.
got hit
Garrett.
by a taxi.
Aw.
Yeah, he was. I
While
forgot-
directing traffic.
he was.
That traffic did. That taxi did.
I believe he was chasing some kid doing something, and I don't.
And then the taxi chose.
Yeah, I remember that. Didn't that happen when we were in school?
I want to say he was chasing me and my boys. I can't remember what we were doing or what, but yeah, he tried to cut up in between traffic like he was skinny and he was a bigger guy. And I remember we went
That's tight. I like
and
that.
got the fuck on from whatever it was, and
That's actually fucked up.
man, we all got away, and then later on we heard he got clipped by a taxi, and we were like, no fucking way. They're like, yeah, you got hit by a car outside. We're like, well, we ain't
Well,
caused
then
it.
he
He
was
caused
screaming.
it.
He's like, thank God I got hit by that taxi. And they were like, nah, you were not gonna cuss. You're
Yeah,
not.
we ain't getting in trouble, but you know what I'm saying.
You know who I remember from school, dude? Remember Andrew?
Trinity?
Yep.
Yeah.
He was cool as fuck.
Yeah, my man's
I saw
sorry to
shit
hear.
in the news. All
I'm,
right.
I'm
I
just
saw-
sorry to hear that.
Oh,
You know,
I
under
don't
the
think- I
series
don't
of
think he did
unfortunate
this shit.
events, you know,
I
my
don't
man's
think
just
he did
doing
this
some
shit. He
time.
was
But
very
if
nice.
you're watching this, brother, we remember you and we appreciate
Yeah, man.
your contribution to our high school lives
Middle
and
school.
everything. Middle school too, bro. Was a good, amazing,
Yeah.
talented football
He was cool
player.
as fuck.
Just the nicest, coolest dude. But you know, we all live lives and.
One thing I wanted to say, going back to Mr. Guerra really quick, Mr. Guerra, There's two things I want to say. One, it was freaking awesome of them that when immigration had gone like to CCA, they wanted to go into the school. Mr. Guerra and Mr. Rios, like, were the ones standing outside, like, nah, these are our kids and you're not coming in here. Yeah. And like they banned them from coming back. Like they even like closed off the gates. And they were telling people, I'm telling you, like call home, tell your parents like not to come in, and see if someone else can pick you guys up, or if not, we'll escort you to your car so that immigration can't come and like you can't come and like take you like pull
That's
you guys
amazing.
over. So yeah, that was awesome thing about him. But the other thing,
It's pretty fucked up targeting fucking middle schools.
yeah,
Kids, man, fucking kids.
yeah,
Anybody for that matter, bro. Anybody. Well, you know,
You
come on,
took
man.
you
the
right. You
kids?
heard that the wrong way, didn't
you
you?
heard you yeah
God
you
damn
took
it.
complete the wrong
Why?
way, bro. Anyways, no, but yeah, like that was
That's
awesome
because
thing
Manny
about him.
gave me
But
shit last
I remember
podcast
the
for
other thing,
fucking
like
kids.
this man
Oh,
used
yeah.
to smoke cigars in his office. I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I remember
He had him in his.
he came out of
My
his
man
office
thought he was
one time.
Kingpin from. He thought he was Kingpin from Daredevil and fucking
But this man
Spider-Man.
would walk out of like the freaking office and you just see like the smoke in his
Fat
office.
ass cigar in his mouth. Yeah,
Shoot,
what do you
shit.
want? Like he
Okay.
ran shit like he was the mob. I ain't gonna lie. It was cool, man. He was cool.
Have you seen the inside of that man's office though?
I've been in there a few times under a
didn't
series of
you-
unfortunate events.
didn't
I've
you-
gotten
didn't
to
you
see
see
it a
the-
few times,
Didn't
yeah.
you see the thing that
It was like a
started,
baby hotel, like my man, badass, like all marble fucking Jaguar and the all
Yeah.
glass top table, like no computer inside. Like what is this?
Yeah, it was like
It
the,
was
it
not
like the
no office
fanciest-
I've ever seen.
It was
My
like a
man's-
mobster, a legitimate
Suede
mobster's
and
office,
shit
just like
everywhere.
freaking like all like decked out and shit. Like, damn, dude, like you ain't a mobster over here, okay? You're a freaking middle school principal. Chill the fuck out, but man,
You guys ever remember or had Mr. Dykes?
yes,
Matt.
yes, Mr. Dykes.
Yes, the
was
two
cool.
math
My
teacher.
ass
I believe I
was
seen
like-
him somewhere.
Same class.
I can't remember, but yeah,
This
shout
was
out
fucking-
Mr. Dykes, man. He was fucking cool as hell,
My-
man.
my-
Sorry to break it to
I
you.
fell asleep like 90%
What?
of the
No,
time.
no, don't do
Don't be
that.
like that. I was like,
I was about to be sad as shit. Like, yo, Mr. Dykes is freaking awesome.
Now he's
I mean,
No.
it's not like we didn't know.
Okay, look, one thing that I do want to say, the biggest lesson I took from Mr. Dykes was for the Pythagorean theorem, like
Pythagorean theorem.
the Sokotoa crap, and he's like, you know how we had us memorize it, and I still remember to this day, you know, it's SOH and all that. He's like, this is how I remember it. Some old hippie caught a high tripping over acid, and I was like, that works, and like to this day, like that's how I remember it, the Sokotoa thing.
I feel like our school had something similar to that. I
Oh my
can't
God.
remember that. We
Oh,
had
hey,
some
Mark.
dumb acronym.
MPAS. There was the
PEMDAS.
PEMDAS.
Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many. I remember. I didn't graduate, but y'all would have thought I was a dumbass. No, sir. I
Mr.
remember everything.
Mr. Ostalos did the one where, like, when we were like trying to overcomplicate something in this class, like, just remember KISS. Like, what? Keep it simple, stupid.
Oh, yep.
I'm like, okay,
Well, same as Mr. Dykes. He always used to say, when in doubt, try it out.
yeah.
So we used to, like, literally
What
try it
about
out.
what any other teachers you guys remember? You guys have
Mr. C.
Mr. C. Mr. C sounds familiar.
Coral Showski, something like that?
Yeah.
What did
he
he
was
teach?
he was a math teacher.
Yeah.
Damn.
He- but he didn't go to
teachers?
use-
I don't
It's
remember,
always
man. Let's skip to a
But
different
he,
subject,
was,
damn it.
but he wasn't. He
Larry,
didn't.
that was his
Yeah,
first
he
name.
didn't have his own classroom.
No,
though.
he used to
mo-
always
was
go
Cool
Yes.
guy. He was in the
Yes.
mods. Yes. Okay. I remember.
Yes.
Mr.
He
C.
used
I
to
remember
carry
you
on.
now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool
yeah,
guy.
that guy was awesome. I remember I had trigonometry like right after calculus,
Ooh,
and
that's hard.
I'd do a trigonometry like 10 seconds. Like I literally tell him, I need a 30 explanation of how to do this. Give it to me, finish it, hand it in. He's like, okay, you can work on your calculus work now. Thank you. Can I come to you for help? Because, you know, he was the Calc 2 teacher too.
Well, that's what you, Yanni, and me used to do, remember? We used
Oh,
to go
yeah.
to Trick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that.
We used to
That-
be like, give us the work. He will give us the work. We'll do it like in 5 minutes. Everybody will be like,
Oh my god.
wow.
Yeah.
And then we'll just go to calculus.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Trigonometry was easy as hell. And
Yeah.
Not for
like
me,
the,
dude.
I remember,
Right. Shit.
Like, I mean, okay.
Sorry, we're all not genius.
Oh, sorry, but like,
Maybe need a
no, I
Mr.
suck
Galaxy
at math.
Brain.
I suck at math completely, but like trigonometry was just like one of the easiest things for me. But like my
There's some subjects you
calculus.
just get, I guess.
Yeah, like history. History, I got a lot.
Oh,
English.
history I was great at.
English, I was pretty fucking good at.
telling you, like,
everything
that-
else was science.
I'm telling you, I was
Science.
Mr. Goodwin's like star student like in high
Pull
school.
up my records.
remember
I'm still like you.
Transcript the Manny.
I
Let's,
remember like he would like do like the mid-term like interviews, like shows like where our grade was. Remember he like literally told me, he's like, you have over 100%, everything's good. Literally you can come in for the final, take a nap, and you still pass with a C. And I was like, bro, really?
You guys remember Miss Coleman with the Tupac fangirl?
Yeah.
Miss Coleman used to
Miss
love
Coleman,
Tupac.
skinny, cool,
The English teacher.
short
I
hair.
know Miss Coleman.
She used to love.
She used to walk
Tupac,
around. I don't
dude.
think she had a set classroom. She just walked
No.
around, right?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
she did.
No, she was the English teacher.
I remember. Yeah, she always used to wear them suit and ties, or the suits.
Yeah, well,
suit,
yeah.
the top and bottom lady suits.
Yeah, she
I remember-
our final was related to a Tupac lyrics.
Oh,
We had a
wow.
That's
break.
badass.
That's awesome.
Pretty cool.
If you guys remember Miss Harden from middle
Science.
school,
I remember.
Science.
I remember
Eighth grade
her.
science.
she was the
Wait,
first
wait,
person
Hardaway.
ever to talk about stocks.
She was the
Long dreads, I would say, or not dreads, but like braids. She always used to have a crispy ass pair of shoes. Always
Yes,
Air Force
yes,
Ones.
I remember.
In the back hallway when you first walk in,
Yeah.
you go to the right all the way down to the
I
left.
remember her.
Miss
I remember
Harden,
her.
she was the
awesome.
coolest science teacher I've ever had.
Yeah.
But she was sick because she will not be there like 80% of the time. I
Was she?
remember. Well, when I used to.
Gotta get closer. Yeah, you.
Buster. No.
you can't be this
I
far
didn't know
back.
that. I didn't know that.
Help me,
Hopefully
I'm
she's all
trapped.
right. Hopefully everything's good. But I remember
but,
she was the first teacher to ever talk about stocks, and I was like, "What stocks do you know? What are you talking about?" She's like, like stock market and everything. I'm like, how much is that? I'm thinking this is like millions of dollars. She's like, I put a couple hundred. But she said I invested quite a bit into Nike, and I'm like, oh shit, is that how you get free shit? She's like, no, it's not how it works. But she was a big fan of sneakers, and I remember till this day, like I'll never forget her. Like she was cool as hell.
She used to say,
and-
"Watch,
No.
Tesla's gonna be big." We used to be like, "Nah."
Yeah, but wait, did you-
Really?
I was
No,
gonna
that's
say-
like-
I was gonna say, Tesla wasn't
damn,
around back then, bro.
Wait,
Well,
I want
2009.
to ask her something.
But she was
Yeah,
in
no,
stocks.
man,
I
that
remember
one
that.
car.
She told me she invested a lot, and she had some in Nike, and I was
Yeah,
like, that's
you
fucking
can't.
badass.
I want to ask you guys about a teacher. I don't know if you had her.
Yes.
Middle school English teacher. She was on the ground floor. One of the biggest room.
English?
Yeah.
English? No.
Brown,
Well,
brown.
it was
On the
just
ground
High
floor.
school, middle school?
Middle school.
it was just Miss Rios and Mr. N.
No, there was another English teacher, like English composition. I don't.
We
Re-
ain't have that.
I don't remember like her name, but oh my god, like everybody hated her.
You remember who is?
Like she was
You
one.
remember
She was an
Miss
English teacher that
Rascala,
like.
right?
Okay, no.
She
I
was
know-
she
Y'all
was
remember
okay,
Miss
but like oh my
Rascala?
god, she was
Yes,
a racist
well,
ass.
Okay.
Hey, no. Miss N.
Was it Miss N?
Is that the one
Was
that
it
married
short?
Mr. Zhang?
Was
No.
it short chick?
No.
Yeah. Glasses.
Glasses.
Yeah.
Curly hair?
Well, because of
she was
her-
like Polish or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Miss N, and because of that, that's when Mr. Rios, not his Mr. Rios, his brother, got into. That's what they did the walkout.
Yeah, because
Oh,
I remember
yeah.
she did
Because
like
she
a,
is the one that started getting late to school, and the principal, Mr. Guerra, will allow that to happen. And they had the security footage, and he will still deny it. He'll be like, "No, she was early," and they'll be like, "There's security footage of you opening the door at 9 a.m. Classes are supposed to begin at 7:45," and he'll be like, "No, she got here early."
And
And then
my
Mr.
man's trying to
Rios,
smash.
when he saw that footage, he's like, "No, we gotta get her fired." So then they fire him. They're like, "No, you're fired." So
Had
he's like,
Mr. Rios after that?
No,
Or-
Mr.
Mi-
Guerra.
No,
Oh,
Mr. Rios' brother.
Oh, Jimmy.
Jimmy, damn.
And that's why they started the walkout. Remember back in 2011?
I know. I was already like I was already. In
It
high
just
school.
gave us an excuse
That
to
was
walk
a
out. I
No,
was
no,
in there.
that
I
happened while we
remember.
were in high
I don't know
school.
who the hell is
Oh,
teachers.
That's
I'll
why they
take. I'll
had
do
the
it anyway.
2011
Oh, yeah,
Do you
yeah,
remember the
yeah.
other
Also her.
walkout? Wasn't there another fucking walkout?
There were so many walkouts every year.
The hell?
What was their walkout? I forgot.
For like
Because of high
immigration, and then I
Yeah.
remember there was a couple walkouts.
For Mr.
Yeah,
Rios.
I
Yeah.
remember with the one for immigration. Like my parents didn't even take me to school. Like they just said no, fuck it, we're not even gonna take you.
Everybody got a pass to meet up at school that day and just to walk out and not walk in and just go do whatever there was.
Yeah.
We was out
Yeah.
there blowing down, smoking up a storm. I ain't gonna lie, it ain't there no more. But I remember we used to skip school, meet up at the abandoned house a couple doors down, and smoke out like if we was at somebody's house just chilling. And I remember a couple times Mr. Rios and Mr. Cantu walked up in there while we was blowing. We was just in there passing the blunt back and forth, and I look, and then I just
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
It's a ghost.
And then they'd be like,
No, it's worse.
It would literally be like 15 students, no exaggeration. Everybody from seniors, juniors, freshmen, everybody linked and mobbed up in this fucking shit shack, abandoned ass house with in the attic smoking. Man, we got chased by dogs in there. We got it was so many stories in there, but they ran up on us a couple times. You know, obviously we're laughing, having a good old time. We just hear doom, doom. And we ain't got no guns and nothing, you know. We were getting ready to throw hands, so we'd all be like, shh. We're like 50 people trying to go smoking out a storm. We all just looking, and then he'd be like, come on, fellas, we all gotta go. Y'all gotta get up out of here. And then he'd be like, you left school already, so you just leave. And then we're like, all right, fuck it, we all leave. But man, that was
Didn't
fun
people used to
times.
go into that factory that was next to the school?
I wouldn't doubt it.
I want to say yes, but if it's incriminating, no. Well, actually, that factory is there, not there no more. So yeah, we were in that motherfucking building.
I don't think that's how that works, bro.
I got
Is this
caught-
gonna affect me in the future? No. Oh, we did. Yeah.
I got caught so many times in that building doing graffiti, paintballing,
They-
watching the
they-
trains go by,
they-
just adventuring as a little ass
They
kid.
asked me to go in there. I had a couple friends that were gonna go in there. Like, oh, do you want to come? I'm like, yeah, but then I was like, if we get caught, my mom was gonna whoop my ass. I
I'm
was
glad
like,
you.
Nope.
I'm glad you brought that up because when I was in middle school, you guys remember we had. You guys remember me selling the F-150 stickers?
Yes, I still have it.
You still got one, my bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I did not purchase it. Somebody gave it to me.
My man's okay. Well,
Selling stickers at school.
I
okay.
would. I used to sell markers
F-150
and
stickers, huh.
stickers. Yeah. Well, I was walking the train tracks by this factory he's talking about, and there was 3 or 4 big, large brown boxes. I was like, "What the hell are in there?" So me and my friends were all got off of school. It was hot as hell one day, so we all open it, and then we end up looking. Sure enough, for oddly some reason, must have fell off a train or something, but there was F-150 logos, like the actual sticker that decal that goes on the side of your car,
shit.
like the legit one, you know.
Damn.
And we had boxes of them, so we filled our backpacks up and we stashed the box. Everybody got them, and we all went and they're like, "What do we do with them?" And we were just slapping them on stop signs and everything for a minute.
Of course.
And then someone
Of
said,
course.
"Yeah." Then a
As you
couple,
do.
you know, a
As you
couple of
On
the a couple like the guaches at school at the time. They're like, you know, that's pretty dope. People that had the trucks and shit. They're like, "Let me get one." And then we were like, you know, everybody wanted one. And then I ran out, so I had to go back the next day and grab more. And me and my friends went back more. And then we moved the box so no one knew where it was. And we eventually were selling them for like $1 a piece. And I remember we sold some to teacher. I want to say he was English. When you first walk and you go to the right, he was like in the middle. Filipino. That's all I remember. Real tall.
Mr. M.
Mr. N. That was him. Yeah,
Sure was that was
I remember
him?
he
Seventh grade?
bought one off of me. Yeah, Mr. Nischik.
Because he
He-
had a
Oh,
Ford
Nitz chick. Yeah,
He had a-
I remember
he got a
him.
Ford Fusion.
Yeah, I
brand new
remember
one.
he
Brand
bought
new
he,
one.
Yeah, I
he
remember
bought
that car.
one from me, and he had put it on his actual board, like for everybody to see, like in the corner on the whiteboard. I was like, hell yeah,
That
that's
shit,
dope.
dude.
Yeah, and a
The
few-
level of savagery.
yeah, he was like,
Scrape it off.
it's probably still there. People are like, that's where it came from. They're watching it right now, but no, yeah, I remember that.
Next episode, I'll bring mine.
That's
So you guys
dope.
know.
I'm glad you say
remember-
that.
I remember-
Ironically enough, I work
remember,
for Ford now.
What was his name? Mr. Zhang in high school?
Yeah, Mr. Zhang, he ended
Okay.
up pulling a
No,
teacher.
dude, I remember Mr. Zhang was a big U of M fan.
Yeah.
So like they like a couple of guys like went out. They had like one of like the markers to write on cars.
Okay.
You know, the washable one, so it wasn't like too bad. They went over to his car because he had a yellow car, and they drew the S for MSU on there.
Damn.
And they drew that shit big as hell in a green letter.
Wow.
And I was just like, damn, that's fucked up.
I remember my man's I ain't gonna. my man's Jimmy, Jimmy
You guys should've
and
worn
Nikki.
glasses for that.
Jimmy and Nikki, you guys remember them? Jimmy Spivey and Nikki.
No, I remember
Ricky
Nikki, he was really
Rathnick.
Yeah.
I remember
Rathbone, yeah,
yeah.
Nikki Rathbone. Remember that tractor my man used to bring to school with them big ass wheels? He would do like a
was
wheelie in the
cool as
parking
fuck.
lot.
Oh,
My man's
yeah,
was the
that him?
original. Yeah, my man's was the original Travis Pastrana of CCA. He was doing big dumbass burnouts in the school like every day. He had a tractor that had like big ass wheels in the back and little in the front. So like when he'd give it gas, it'd literally do a wheelie and he'd
Bitches
just
like
drop it down
tractors, bro.
in the motherfucking parking lot of CCA. I'll never forget that, bro. You a goat for that, man. There's fucking.
Yeah.
Some crazy ass shit we
That's
used to do.
hilarious, though.
There's so much shit I used to do.
Mr. Zhang was cool as fuck.
Yeah, but like,
I played D&D with him after school or whatever. It was like me.
Why am I not surprised he was into that?
Yeah.
No, but like,
So what, dude?
God damn it!
No, like,
Let the man have his
but
passions.
I'm serious though. Mr. Zing was cool as shit. And I remember though, it was for like the Spirit Rally, whatever thing.
Thank you to Abigail Debita for liking the stream.
We appreciate
what's up,
you.
No, but anyways, he was. I remember he was saying like, "Oh, it's gonna be a sad year if the seniors don't win," and the seniors lost that year. Like I think I was a freshman at the time. Like freshmen actually beat the seniors for something.
Who said that?
Mr. Zane.
Fuck you, dude.
It's like, it's
Robert,
gonna be, like,
I don't wanna play with you
it's gonna be a shame if the seniors
you-
lose, and we're just like, the seniors
Robert
lost,
and Jose,
bitch.
you guys were in the middle school with me. Y'all remember the fucking clay fights we had, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that was
I
iconic.
heard of that shit.
What other fuckery do you guys remember we doing? Because you guys was I was a part of doing it, but I know you guys was on the outs looking in. Like, who do you guys remember fucking shit up?
Oh well, I don't wanna, I'm not gonna
It's
say
not
names.
incriminating, you know.
I was
but,
gonna say,
But-
What are they gonna get suspended?
Okay, Miss Williams' classroom, the Spanish teacher. Before she quit, I was in that classroom.
Fucking quit.
Yeah. When I entered that classroom, I was walking towards a chair so I can sit down, and somebody threw a book like this thick in my back. I couldn't breathe. Like for
So that's where the lung came
That's
from.
how this lung happened.
no, well, it was in my back.
Someone they said the teacher almost got hit.
Yeah.
My man's Jose got hit in the back. Who the fuck was throwing books in
Bro,
fucking that class?
I was in that class when that shit happened. She was like standing with her back turned to the fucking classroom. She was just writing on the board. All you see is this fucking book, this thick fucking Spanish textbook.
Y'all remember when?
Wait, what class you had? Were you on the second hour? Because I was in the second hour.
I think so.
Y'all, did you guys? I
Then
think
you were with
Jose
me.
was there in my class. Did you guys see when I fell out that window? Her window.
You fell out of the window?
Yeah, I fell out her window.
This does not happen at my school. What
We
the
were having a
fuck is
paper
going
ball
on?
fight, acting that ass, and you know shit got extreme to where people pulled out the rubber band and was flinging them things, getting sending them bullets flying. And I remember I got hit in the side of the head. I was like, oh shit! And I remember I went back and I leaned back and the window was open and there was a scream. I remember I fell out the window. I was like, oh!
And people were screaming, "He's trying to skip!"
Yeah, we're like, he's gonna skip. I fell in the bushes with the screen.
Good excuse.
And then I got up. I'm like, I'm laughing. I gotta walk all the way through the front. Everybody's like, what the fuck?
Like, how did you end up here? What?
Yeah, I fell and landed into the bushes. I ain't gonna lie.
Spit in that lady's water.
Oh,
Why
God.
you guys spit in so much water?
No,
Oh,
we,
Miss
no,
Williams.
no, don't say
Oh, no.
I would say
I
that.
did
Jose's like,
not-
I
I did
thought
not-
there's no weed in there.
Don't say that, Robert. Don't say that.
I didn't do that shit personally, but I saw like 3 or 4 kids come up. She was like outside of the class talking to like Mr.
You know what I
Garrett
did
or
do
whatever.
though? I'll admit.
And then she was like, everyone was like, oh, dude, real quick. They opened up her fucking water and they were just like, oh my god, that's all right. Like you just saw the 7th grader unwashed teeth.
I put
fucking
Laffy
spit
Taffy on
coming
her
down.
seat and it got stuck to her ass and made her cry. She
You
had,
are
I
a
remember she
terrible
had a
human being.
She had a big ass
Ruined
bag
that
of
lady.
candy and she wouldn't share with nobody. And I remember if you were like good or whatever,
What was her name?
Miss Green, the Spanish teacher.
Okay. Oh no, it's not what I'm
She,
talking about. I used to take Miss Matulski's candy.
She I remember she had this big ass bowl of candy and she'd be like she had favoritism for certain students or whatever and would act funny and would be like, oh, let me get this and that, or you know, and then when I'd ask for something you wouldn't get it and nobody else would ever get it, you know, just only certain students.
Right.
I remember I ended up getting a hold of that bowl and everybody stole all the candy and I got a little handful and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna embarrass her the way she embarrasses us. And I remember, I don't know what went through my little crazy, wild ass mind, but I said it's a good idea to eat half this banana and strawberry Laffy Taffy, and then the other half I stuck it to her seat. Oh, my man's got a Mazapano broken. That's dope. Hey, hell yeah! Welcome to the club, my man.
Everyone's hearing the rattling again.
You're
It's like,
officially
what?
Mexican now.
I stuck it to her chair. I stuck the other half to her chair, and I remember she sat down, and it was like gum. It was like warm because it was in my pocket and everything. So when she got up, She had a string of fucking Laffy Taffy from her ass to the seat when she stood up. And she was trying to pick it off in front of everybody. And I was like, she's picking her ass. Everybody died laughing. Oh, man. I can say I did because that wasn't harmful. But, yeah, like Robert said, I've seen somebody do some real atrocious things. I didn't go that far. That was beyond the line, you know what I'm saying? But we've definitely threw some paper balls and we shot some spitballs and landed on the fucking desks, you know, the board and everything. But I ain't get that far nasty with it. Hell no.
You know what? You want to know something funny? In 8th grade, I saw this was class. Everybody respected the guy, so nobody really fucked with him, right? Even my class, it was like full of like all like the assholes that would do shit. Nobody did anything in this classroom. They actually respected the man.
Right.
We get a substitute. Everybody in that classroom is throwing paper balls, making paper airplanes. Nobody's listening to this lady, and this lady's just getting wrecked. She has no idea what to do. Next day, Salas comes in, and we're all just like, fuck. And he's like, he's telling us all this crap, and he's like, it's not okay. Like, I'm going to ask you guys, like, if there's a substitute, give them the same respect you give me.
Right.
Because you guys acted in a way that, and then he's like, I can't deny it wasn't funny. But, like, let's get it together.
You guys remember when CCA was on Porter before they opened the Waterman campus?
I heard about that, but I was
You guys
never
weren't around
I
that.
wasn't in the elementary school.
Okay, then. So you
I
guys
remember
remember...
when you guys came to fucking the Waterman campus stuff. I remember there was a day when... Oh, what?
Yeah, you were there, buddy.
Oh.
We ran that motherfucker, boy. But, you guys remember Miss, I want to say her name was Juvenowski or Jawinski, something crazy. She was a math teacher. Real skinny. She sneezed
grade,
so
right?
funny. She was like...
In 8th grade, right?
That's how she sneezed, yeah.
Yeah.
She had a brother. You remember her brother looked like Bart Simpson?
Yeah.
Always shaved his mustache?
Yes.
My man's looked like Bart Simpson. What the hell was his name?
I don't remember. He was a teacher aide, right?
Yeah. I want to know where he went. Because I remember we used to torment that guy and make him fucking cry with his sensitive ass almost every day.
Damn.
He'd be like, you guys, it's too much.
Oh,
I just gotta go. And would leave and we'd be fucking balling. And then we'd go and have his sister later and she'd be like, you guys made my brother cry, so here's extra homework. She's the terrorist up with that extra work, boy. But I'm telling you about a guy who's the epitome of fucking sensitive, bro. Like, I can't remember what it was, but we had a big long spiel about being nice and kind because someone cracked a joke and it ended up being related to like a corn joke, I guess, when he was in school, and I guess he went through like some childhood trauma, you know, in his family, and you know, I never really
even
listened.
more fuel.
Yeah, I've never really listened to corn like that, but I knew it had to be pretty bad, and you know, someone had mentioned it, and they were telling me, and I'm like, yeah.
Like the band Corn?
Yeah, I guess they have a song, and it was really deep. Yeah, but I guess it's like a deep, you know, I don't know. Something happened. Something happened, and you know, my man's...
suicide or something.
Not that. Something deeper than that, but my man.
Jonathan Davis from Corn came down and like beat the shit out of him in the parking lot or some shit.
Oh, I don't know, but I remember it was something pretty deep. And,
I don't know about that.
I was about to say.
my man's was quoting Corn, and like, you guys can't be saying that shit. And
That's
was going on
Why
and
are you treating
on.
us like a freak on a leash? dude?
My man's was wild.
Because he's feeling like a freak. He was feeling it that time.
Or Owens.
Yes, Robert. Yes, Jose.
Right. Jose, he had this thing.
The
he
gym
would,
teacher guy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
Oh my
had this
God,
thing.
like
He'd
you-
touch you and just, yeah, how you
But
feeling?
This
Like
is
he,
where it got weird. Only two guys.
yeah.
Girls,
Yeah.
he wouldn't do it.
Look like a girl would come up to him and like, hey, but yeah, whatever, go, you know, and then we would be like, that's
and then,
like
hey,
the.
you, Robert, come here.
That's
Like,
the-
Dude, I got a weird story.
Dude, I used to tell him to back off from me because, like, I remember, like, he got, like, 2 girls. I'm like, can you take a step back? He's like, oh, well, you know, this is how people talk. Like, this is, like, how, like, how...
okay.
What's
like,
going on?
Like,
Yeah.
dude, he's like this. And I'm
hell
like,
no.
bro, can you please take a step back, man? You are, like, way too
He was
close
the
to me.
coolest gym teacher, but I seen that guy cry as well. I was
What?
a part of
Why?
a senior
Everyone
prank.
crying.
Dude,
A lady
he was trying to
that
break
I
up
know.
a fight one time.
Oh,
Mr. Owen, like,
Don't say try.
he was he failed.
mean?
There was two girls. There
He
was two girls
attempted.
that were fighting, and
Not
he was that guy in between them, and he's trying to keep them away from each other. This man was getting his ass beat, and I remember me and my friend were just like, let's try to help him out. So we each grab one, like we just like grab one, like turn away, and like as he like kind of like stands up, these girls twist away from us and are right back at it, and he's right back in the middle of them getting his ass beat again.
Owens.
And we're like, bro, we just saved you once.
We got him to cry while I didn't get him to
my
cry. I was in the gym.
Twice,
I was in the gym.
You touch him back.
I was in the weight room, and there was a senior prank going on, and I ended up letting the door in for somebody, and so on and so forth.
Wait, which senior prank? Because I remember they pulled like the fire alarm.
They flooded.
I'm not saying no names, but I was in the weight room at the time, and somebody had asked for my lighter. I thought we were gonna go to the parking lot and spark something, and somebody fucking lit the little red thing in the detector.
You're the reason that happened.
I was not the reason. I was not the reason. My lighter was, but the individual that did that, I'm not saying no names. They considered that as a senior prank.
I remember
and
that.
my man, I didn't ask him. I didn't expect him to do that. No one told him to do that. Literally, my man was like, "Yeah, we about to go smoke, whatever." I'm like, "All right, but I need it." I grabbed all my stuff. I put my backpack on. We're like, "All right, cool." I'm waiting for them. The girls are getting ready to come wherever it was. We all had it rolled and planned, and we were getting ready to go. And I remember I'm waiting. There's like 3 or 4 still back there. I'm like, "What's going on? What are these guys doing?" And then I remember I was in the middle of the gym, and I see someone stand up, and I just see them doing this, and I don't know what the fuck they're doing. And
you're like, "Hello,"
and I'm walking like it was like I'm like half court, and you guys remember how the gym was ducked off the doors, so I was like half court, and I'm walking out to the other one where the cafeteria door was.
Yeah.
So I'm about to get ready to go like that because they always used to lock the front ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm walking through the side, and I just remember I hear. And I run to the fucking gym, and I see I open the doors, and water's just spraying everywhere
my God.
for like about 2 minutes, and then you hear ding, 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 ding. That it registered in the system that water's shooting out.
Yeah.
They had a brand new gym, and you remember how the floor was always
Yeah.
crispy.
All the equipment was
Everything was fucked up. Everything got fucked up. I didn't know they were going to do that. I just remember I heard that shit. I opened the door and I ran as fast as I could. Trying to find Owens to tell him, what I'm saying? Like to hurry up, turn the water off so the floor don't flood or, Yeah, and then the floor up, they had to get a whole new floor and everything. And Owens, I remember, was crying.
And that's when he cried.
Like legit, was like, had the clipboard on his legs and was like, like I don't know if he was gonna get fired or not. He was like, "Fuck."
I wonder how much money actually came out of pocket for that sort of thing.
That was not me. Once again, I know who did it. You hit my Cash App or PayPal with a couple thousand. Wow, drop them names out there.
I got a weird fucking story.
Shut up, 6ix9ine.
You guys ever have Mr. Marino?
Yes.
That's my last name. Hell yeah. He'd always be like, he would, because we had the same last name, and he'd be like, "¿Cómo estás, mi sobrino? Mi sobrino."
I got a weird fucking story, bro.
He'd always be like, he'd be like, "We have the same last name." Tell them we're related, and they'd be like, "You're related," and he'd be standing over, and I'll be like, "Yeah, we're related," and he'd be like. He was just, he was a funny ass guy, but
Dude,
he only passed me because I had
this
the
man
same
always
last
called
name.
me a mobster.
Why?
Because
you weren't even nowhere near the crime ring.
Because I'd be in class and I'd be like using a proxy to watch videos of corridos and shit in school, and you'll see that, and he's like, "Oh, eres un mafioso," because I'm like. Dude, don't say that.
You know what I was watching in there? I was with my brother Richie. Shout out Richie if you ever see this. We were watching like wild ass fights on YouTube and shit, and like you guys know Crackhead, the bling bling or bling bling the Crackhead.
Yeah.
We were watching them videos, man. That got us through fucking Mr. Marino's class.
Yeah, we would just go on like mini clip and shit.
Oh yeah, tear it down.
All the time.
And then he'd be like, make this weak ass PowerPoint presentation with just a banner and something simple. So you'd be like, all right. Click on another page, boop, 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 bam, ready to go. And he's like, "Oh, you need to put more to this, more to that, but it is good,
He tried to teach us like low-level JavaScript, and I just never fucking. It just
the JavaScript. The only reason I got it is because somebody got a hold of the actual instructions and like all of it printed out, so you just had to copy, type what it was. And I remember telling him, like, "Oh, I'm done." He's like, "All right, then run it." And it's like supposed to be like a picture of a rocket ship after the coding.
Yeah.
And I was just like, "Oh, there it is. See, there's a picture of the rocket ship." And then I'd just be like, "Okay, am I done?" He's like, "Okay, yeah, you did it." I'm like, "Okay." And I just copied it off a piece of paper that they were passing around.
Remember the notorious stand but he would try to help you.
Yes.
And he would stand in a fucking V shape.
Press
like,
his ass outward.
Ass
Somebody
outward.
else's face.
Papio
And like
shit.
somebody's face right behind you.
Shit, twin.
Bro, he always did that shit. I'm like, bro,
We
like,
would
get
always
the
used to call like the guy where like,
Yeah.
hey, turn to the right. And go like,
There was one time I was sitting
Straight face full of ass.
I was
Give it
sitting
like,
there,
man.
just like doing my work or whatever, and I kind of noticed out of the corner of my eye, he's kind of standing there. You know, he would just do the stand with like the paper out his arm or whatever.
Yeah.
Just like kind of watching over the glass, and then I see him kind of like eye me for a second, and I'm just like, what? Okay, I just go back to work or whatever. I'm just like fucking around, and the other classmates are kind of noticing like he's getting kind of closer to me, and I'm like, did I do something or like?
You were
And
about
he,
to.
I swear to God, no joke, does this shit. Turns around.
What the hell?
Turns around, walks away.
What the
Like,
the
like
fuck?
didn't shit happen. And I look at my other fucking like classmates or whatever that were sitting around me at the time, and I'm just like,
Did
what
that just
did that just fuck? Am I in the fucking Twilight Zone right
Oh
now?
man,
Like,
I saw
what
some
is
wild
reality?
shit in
That's
this
wild.
classroom. I
It's so
seen
fucking weird.
That guy
girls
that guy
making
was
out, girls fighting.
what?
Girls making out in his class?
Yeah.
That does not happen in my high
You
school.
gotta- Definitely name drop.
I'm not gonna name drop it.
That's
I'm
not
gonna
something
make
that happened in my
it's
school.
gonna
What the
sound
fuck?
like that name. Schmantanet.
Get the fuck out of here, really?
Really?
Yeah.
What?
And then there's Schmelcy. And there's another one.
Shit.
There's Schmalexis.
Really?
There was
You gotta write on your phone.
Well, you're gonna have to send me
No,
that.
no, no.
You're gonna have to send me that later because I got a couple questions here.
Because
Oh, there we go.
Hey,
Oh, I
throwback
don't want to draw.
Oh, dude, I don't give a fuck.
old school. You guys,
he wanted an autograph.
old school. We're
That's
passing.
not
It's,
for
hey, it's old school. We're passing notes around in class, right?
Yeah.
I'm not
No,
gonna
we
know
don't
shit,
we don't want to name
but
drop all that. So
I'm still not gonna know shit.
I
But
get
Weird
it.
as
I'm
fuck. We're
intrigued.
almost like 30 talking about girls that made out in high school.
Here's the story. 2 girls.
We're all
They
engaged.
were
No, but this wasn't like
They
a
were our
one-time
age.
thing. This was like an all-the-time thing. Like people didn't give a fuck in this guy's classroom. That's what I was trying to say.
Wait. Oh, I don't remember. No.
let me see.
Nah.
She was the.
I love how I got that angle.
All right, we'll have to talk about this. We'll have to talk about this
See.
later.
Let's see.
Hang on, let me see if you can.
Oh, so we, like, just
Oh
go-
yeah, I'll just
Between-
I'll tell you guys later.
Well, that happens. Okay, so here's the story. These 2 girls were gonna get into a fight, and they were outside the school, right where you had the crosswalk from the
Mhm.
mats
Yeah.
to the gym. So they're about to fight. So one girl, she's backing, because she didn't want to be too close to like the street. I'm guessing. She.
It's pretty dope.
Oh yeah. When she was trying to step to the back, like
Mhm.
on the back, she hit the sidewalk and she tripped.
Ooh.
So as soon as she tripped, the other girl
Raped your
toward-
ass.
Yeah,
Oh,
ran towards her,
damn.
and she just started beating her. And everybody just like, damn.
Oh. No, but like that fight that I was telling you that Owens is getting his ass beat, like there was like 2 girls, right? But tell me why their sisters also started fighting. Because the girl getting her ass beat, her sister tried to jump in, so the other girl's sister jumps in, grabs her by the hair, yanks her back, and just starts socking her.
I
in the
remember.
face.
I remember all 3 of the.
Sisters, yeah.
Yeah,
They
it was all
got
3 of the
Can you-
sisters.
in the
Yeah.
morning, early in the morning.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
the one.
I was there that day.
Yeah,
I was at the water fountain.
yeah, but like, but do you remember like the first 2 girls that started like Owens was trying to get in between them?
Yeah,
he
that was.
He was getting his ass whooped. That's why me and a friend like we just
He
like,
got popped
full
in the
on
head a
fought
few
him.
times.
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember because the girls are trying to swing over him and it clipped him in his head.
Yeah.
And he's like, stop. And it's funny because he got his short ass shorts and he's like
Yeah.
with his clipboard, like, no, you guys can't be. And it was like fucking 3 sisters against 3 other girls.
Yeah.
And
That shit
everybody got
was adult,
suspended,
though.
and I was a witness,
I
like
ju-
literally, like right there, right
I
there.
just remember that girl like just like the way she did it though. Just,
One
like,
girl got her head
yanked
bonked
her
off
hair.
the wall like
Uh-huh.
this. One girl got her hair pulled down, and she was just getting beat on, and she had
Yeah.
lumps all up. And another girl, I think she called like almost like a black eye, but like a little.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Stop that shit.
It
As
was
an
that
adult,
was
though,
that
you
girl
know?
because the other girl grabbed her by the hair, yanked her back, and was just punching her in the face. I was just like, bro, like on one level, I was like, damn, that was smooth as hell. Like, that looked like she was like a practice move or some shit. But on the other hand, I'm like, damn, that girl's face is getting destroyed right now.
What other iconic fights were there?
I don't know.
We got a new follower.
Hey, oh, it's like,
You know what?
New follower. Hell yeah.
Appreciate your _random.
Mr. Owens.
Hey, what's up?
He found us.
No, but
This person's gonna be like,
so
no,
we
I'm
can
not
be-
that.
Oh, shit,
But we appreciate it anyway.
So we can
It
include
not
everybody
random.
here.
Appreciate
Mario,
you for
what
the
crazy
follow.
stuff happened in your high school? What crazy fights did you see?
Fucking hell.
Shoot up.
Yeah, you guys, you guys have any crazy ass fights? Just senior pranks? You guys blow up anything in there?
Blow up, damn.
You guys was doing it.
I know.
It's,
Doing
I
it
know.
under the
it's a
stairs.
white school, so you know
I know
they don't go to
we.
jail for
I know
it.
we had a certain bathroom in the high school that was the known hot box area. And it was
Okay.
near the the
What
cat.
high school did you go to?
Carlson.
Carlson.
Way down in the downriver area. Yeah, we had there was a certain hot box area near the band room, where people would go to CAD, the CAD classes.
Mm-hmm.
Every time, I think allegedly the CAD teacher was part of that, but he sounded just like it. No, I think senior prank was all of us camping out on the roof of the school. That was a fun time.
How was that a prank?
No, it was a prank because we locked everyone else out.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
And then we basically kind of covered the ladders and and all those.
Did you guys ever do a shaving cream fight?
No, we sort of had something similar where we just covered floors and paper as a prank or some dumb thing like that. Or we had somebody on a mini bike drive into the school in the morning. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Nah.
It was at CCA. I don't know if you guys did it, but it was almost tradition that at the end of the year, all the seniors would have a shaving cream fight.
I remember
Okay, so
that.
for our class, they were gonna do it, but they were like, no, you guys have to go across the street. So they went,
Yeah,
and that's where they did it.
Yeah, because we all did it in the parking lot.
Because they were ready
Yeah.
to go. Like literally, they had the cans. They were about to, and they were like, no. They're like, you do it, you get suspended, and you won't go to prom or
Oh,
That is
damn.
fucked up.
or that graduation ceremony.
Yeah,
so they were like,
Because my class,
have
we did
enough
it in the
points to
parking lot, and I
go
remember
prom.
coming
man, the
outside,
shaving
and then
cream
And
fights.
then my friend
eggs.
Roger just comes out like, oh, Angel is on, and he just freaking full on shaving cream was just like, oh, you dick.
All right, Mario.
Yes.
where's Luigi?
More stories, man.
Oh, you're going with me.
Kind of high
I think-
school.
I think
any
the-
fights? Any people get?
See, we
Die.
were definitely not a CCA type. Well,
Any people get in a fight and die
a couple
or
of
have
people,
a
a couple
stroke?
of people died afterwards.
Oh
but-
shit! Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately for doing stuff that they did in school, and it kind of led to bad, things in later life. But sorry to them. But no, I think the one major fight that we've had in the school, I think it was myself and 4 of the kids just standing in the hallway. And there's no one before school. You couldn't hear anybody. You couldn't see anybody. We were all wondering. It's 5 minutes left till we go to class. So we're like, where the fuck did everyone go? You don't see a teacher. Don't see an aide anywhere.
Yeah.
Out of just a corner in the hallway, you just see a kid leading. I swear he was leading. He was like he was leading an army. Just like, we are going down there now. There is a huge fight near the gym. Everyone, let's go! Just like army style. We're charging up there.
And
Like,
everybody
Shit was a
rolled up
treat
deep.
for us.
we all looked and were like, all right, let's do it. Let's go. There was at least an 8-kid fight. May have been 2 teachers.
Wow.
It was just like
2 teachers were fighting.
they were trying to stop everybody.
but they were
but
getting
yeah,
blanked
yeah,
up.
yeah, and
That shit is a treat for kids.
Oh, I know.
Right? That is free entertainment.
Anytime
when you are
there's a
stuck in
fight,
shitty
a
place.
crowd just gathers.
yeah, and it was
Anytime.
it was crazy because we didn't see anybody. And then the whole school literally just there. It kind of went to different hallways. I got to see the assistant principal literally just yank a kid into the locker room, into the locker, just pull him,
Jesus.
smash
Nice.
him in there.
Damn.
Nice.
Just yelling at him,
Suplex
trying to tell him to say, stop doing this shit. And the kid's just like, fuck you. And no, I'm not.
Damn.
Everything. It's just right in my face. I'm seeing this. I'm like,
Mario
oh.
was like, fatality.
Ain't no fires break out. Ain't nobody, get caught doing the nasty in the parking lot or nothing like that. We had some wild
No,
ass
we
shit.
saw-
Wasn't there
got
2
caught-
kids that got found underneath the stairs in the classroom?
Yeah.
Ooh.
They got found fucking or something.
I
Yeah.
don't,
Under the stairs.
I'm not knocking it. I'm pretty sure, yeah, but I
No,
thought you were
they-
talking about the parking
no.
lot. The parking lot, I know the
we have
gentleman.
an area.
In middle school, I'm sorry to cut you off, Mario.
Go ahead.
But in middle school, you remember the stairs in the back in middle school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like by the cafeteria, they
Yeah.
had like the
There
space
was no
under.
camera
There
there.
was a space underneath, and there was no camera there. Two people, like twice, people got caught there fucking.
Ooh, that's a horrible way to go out. I thought you were talking about under the stairways. You know what I'm saying? Like they're low key, like somewhere
Yeah.
behind the gym. You know where the gym used
Yeah.
to have
Yeah.
the roll up mats,
Oh.
and they had that big blue thing that would
Yeah.
slide all the way to
Yeah.
divider. People would do
I
that
remember
and
that.
just be ducked off, and we'd
I,
be chilling.
I remember that one. Yep.
No,
was
ours,
interesting.
I guess our quote unquote secret area the kids had were not necessarily in this inner near the school. So our middle school and high school are connected. And in the back, you have like some baseball fields, another like football field, soccer field, whatever. And the area where the band would practice, it was the forest. In the
Oh,
back.
y'all are fucking behind the tree just.
Yeah,
People are in social studies. Like, look at that motherfucker go.
It's more or less like a forest, or like kind of like the nature
Run,
reserve
Forrest,
that
run.
we have around there. That's where people went.
Oh man, that's wild.
And yeah,
They were
multiple,
going real
multiple
jungle
people.
style.
Yeah, there were people who were caught multiple times. So yeah, because that was just the area.
You guys had a forest. Did you ever like mess with the younger kids in school and be like, yeah, dude, there's fucking monsters in there. It's like ghosts and shit.
I
in
think there were some stories that middle
Like
schoolers
y'all ever
may have
punk
been
out the
heard- that may have
freshmen? I don't
heard.
think I've ever messed with the freshmen because I was cool
I
with
don't
every
even-
class.
yeah.
No,
Really
I think
probably just kinda
I think
kept to
I wasn't
myself.
messed with mainly because I played sports. So like I got to hang out with some of the
When
seniors.
we
I'm like,
went-
he's cool. Don't don't fuck with him. Huh?
Remember they wanted to do Freshman Friday when we first got.
Oh, that was the
Yeah.
rumor we had. That was
But
never a thing though.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
to us.
they did it. They probably pranked one or two people, but it was like that was it. Like they
I-
knew what time it was
No,
when
I
it
think
came
the
this
prank
way.
itself was just like the rumor that it
Yep,
was a
yep.
thing. So
Like
that
to scare you,
like,
yeah, like, whoa,
mentally
no,
just
no.
like fuck
Did
with
you
us
hear
for a
about
little bit.
Freshman Friday, bro?
Mhm.
They're gonna kill us.
That locker,
Right.
that locker,
Oh my
that
God.
locker has your name on it.
My older sister went to the high school or whatever, and she was like, "Yeah, they were like throwing people in like dumpsters and shit." I was
Oh
like,
yeah,
"What?"
yeah.
And
Remember,
she-
we
I
remember. You guys remember this? You guys remember Juwan?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Juwan Wilson, I
Juwan,
believe.
yes,
Juwan
yes.
Wilson, dude, he was
He
cool as fuck.
Froggy. We used to call him Froggy. I ran
into.
into him at Motor City Casino. Shout out my boy
Really?
if you're watching this. Yeah, I seen him
Yeah,
not
dude,
a couple
shout
years
out
ago.
fucking Juwan, dude, you're cool as
My
fuck.
man, he was cool, man. He was fucking cool. I remember y'all remember the basketball cages, right? You know the big
Yeah.
ass square things that fold open and you put the basketball cages in. I remember it was in the beginning of
Yes.
the beginning of one morning. I remember we ended up fucking locking his ass in one of those cages, and we had someone fucking big sit on the cage so we couldn't open it. And then I was like, oh man, we had him locked in there for a minute. And then it was like class started and he was
Fuck
late,
no.
and then we just let him open it. And then I end up getting in there, and they end up locking me and someone else in there. We're like, fuck, you know what I'm saying? But they end up like
We put
pushing
you
us
so,
against the
dude.
wall, so we had to like get our way out. But it was fucking funny, man. I'll never forget that shit. Shout out my boy. We put him in there. Lockers. We used to put people in cages. Y'all remember Mini Me? I remember.
Wait, that tiny little,
Mini
that
Me,
tiny
yeah.
little guy, right?
Gabe.
Yeah.
You remember he
that
went
guy.
in a locker one time. They put out a thing, and he didn't get like in the bottom locker. I remember they picked him up, put him in
Yeah.
the second locker, and someone forgot the fucking password or some shit. Like he wasn't in there like only a minute, not even. You know, they remembered it quick. You know, but we did a lot of shit.
Can you imagine having to go to the principal like, yo, we put him in there and forgot the combination?
I mean, he put himself in there. We were like, hey, you're so small, you can fit in there. And he was like, yeah, let me see. He took off his backpack and we lifted him up and boom.
Did you know Draven?
Yep, Draven.
Yeah, Draven did that shit
Yeah,
too. Because
my man.
remember, he was a small guy too.
Yep.
And I remember telling him, like, oh, you can probably fit inside your backpack. And I think he actually, like, tried to get in his backpack one time. I was like, bro, what the fuck? But I do remember him getting into the locker, like, after he, like, took off his jacket in there. I'm like, dude, you can still fit in there. And he was, like, crawling into the locker. And, like, I was like, damn, like, I could probably close the door right now.
Shout out my boy Draven, man. If you watching this, that's what's up, bro. We remember you.
Yeah.
The coaches, who else? The football coaches, they were always cool, man.
Yeah.
Basketball coaches, coaches.
Oh,
Miss
my
Gergis.
What's he these?
Oh man,
He's this little Egyptian.
Me and
lady.
Brian were talking about.
She's a bitch, dude. Fuck that lady. I hated that lady.
Me and Brian were talking about her not too long
She
ago.
was so mean to me. She
For
was
no
just mean to
reason,
me
she
for no
woke up and
reason.
every day chose violence.
She chose me
Her
to be
ancestors
like
knew.
mean to for no fucking reason.
Come
and there was
here,
one time,
Robert the girl.
yeah, I'd be like, what the fuck did I do? And there was one time I was just going like, kind of just like to myself, but nobody could see me.
I hear you.
And then she
But
came
her.
up. Yeah, she was like, oh, stop doing that. Come to the front of the class. And I was like, what did I do? I didn't do anything, because I mean, I did it. I still did it. But she didn't fucking know that.
Right. She just
How
signaling
could
you
she-
out.
Yeah, she just singled me out. I'm like, I didn't do it, fucking bitch.
I got signaled
And then
out
she
a
got
lot.
mad. She was like, "You're not supposed to say that. Go to the principal's office right now." I was like, "All right." I just said, "Fuck you" or whatever.
Damn.
And then,
What was the most bullshittest thing you think you've got suspended for? Anybody from
Oh,
school?
I've
Actually
never, I've
didn't
never
get
been.
suspended.
You never got suspended?
Never.
I didn't either.
Oh, get this guy out of here.
no,
no,
don't
really
get
got
that.
suspended.
Rob,
No,
my
this
friend, can you
man.
pass me that guitar?
I mean, I've been in trouble
Anyone
like a
that
few
you
times,
would like me
but
to
like
strike this man in the head with.
I've been in trouble a few
I haven't- I
times,
haven't
but
been- I haven't
like,
been
I'm not.
suspended either.
No, I haven't done anything that
Oh,
sinister.
man.
At this point, he's gonna be like,
I never
"Boo
really
this
got suspended
man."
aside from that.
No.
I put myself in a
Promise
lie.
You,
I-
Jose?
oh.
You got suspended? Besides what you were talking about earlier?
No, which was that?
Oh, I think I got.
was like,
You ain't never got into a fight or
Jose
not,
got
and you're
real
like,
quiet.
somebody
I've
called
been-
bullshit
I've been
on
in
you.
I
a-
got into a fight. I got into a fight, but I didn't. I did get into a fight, but I didn't get suspended because I was always the good kid, and that was like the one fight I got into, and then he was
Who'd
just
you
like,
fight?
Huh?
Who'd you fight?
the invisible
I don't even remember the motherfucker's name. He was just a guy. Who was
You fight
always-
Kelly Parton too?
No.
He would've taken. He would've
I
liked
never fucking.
You would have taken it and like.
She was on the wrestling team, bro. She would have whooped your ass. She
No,
was on the wrestling
It was
team.
this kid that like
Scary,
he was
dude.
always like. I got to the point where I just got pissed, and he comes by and he says something. I'm just playing my DS. I wasn't paying attention. He's like, "Oh, he's just being a fat ass right there." And I remember just getting up, putting my DS in my pocket, casually walking
Popped
up
him.
to him, and just like started fucking fighting him.
Damn.
But he was in a wrestling
dude.
team. He's trying to get me down, and I'm like yanking his head back, trying to, like, to punch him in the face, and he's locking my arms. I'm like, okay, fucker.
Shit
Wrestling.
happens, dude.
Yeah, but
Y'all remember when y'all remember Mouth?
just mom.
Big tall guy. He had the missing tooth.
No.
He played for the
No.
basketball team. He was really goofy and gumpy.
No.
No. Damn.
What
I
happened to
remember
him?
he popped up. You guys remember Shaker?
Wait, who?
Shaker or Raj?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember? Well, I remember one morning we were playing basketball and he got fouled a few times, and my man's kept following him because he's tall as hell. He had been like 6'4". He was a lengthy brother, you know what I'm saying? And Shaker's a little short guy, you know. So we were all playing basketball, kept getting slapped up on and fouled. And I remember Shaker got pissed and was like, "Bro, you foul me one more time, we're gonna have problems." And I remember he pushed him. My man came out of nowhere with a punch, wild like this. Like he was just all normal and went whoo. And like it stuck him wild, like he did like the disco thing, like he went like that, but he went with a punch like this and just laid him out in one.
Wow.
And he didn't lay him out, but you know he caught him in the eye, and literally my man's went like this and turned around. By the time he turned around, it was already black and swolled up. I was like, how the hell you get a black
Got
eye
him in the
in
right
30
spot.
seconds, bro? Oh
got him
man,
in the
that's
right
crazy.
area.
So.
he used gravity, like bringing him from orbit, just douche.
There was one kid that I knew who
Another girl, Genesis. Genesis got beat up. I remember, if you guys remember that in the mods.
I know.
Genesis and Cynthia.
No, I don't.
I don't want to throw no
remember that.
names out there, but Genesis was a little skinny girl. Cynthia was, I guess they were messing with her man or some shit, and
I don't remember
she
that.
just get on top of the
No,
girl.
I think I was ahead.
She
of
had a black
I
eye
was
in
ahead
about
of you
under a
guys.
minute.
I was at one grade ahead of you guys,
No,
though. So
Janice was in your class.
Genesis, good. What was her last name?
I don't know.
Shit,
I don't remember her. Doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah, she got mopped up.
I remember I had Monica and her sister in my class though.
Did they fight? I feel like they fought by a couple girls.
Yeah, so I think they did get into a couple of fights. I don't exactly remember like for whatever reason, but like I do think they did get into a couple of fights.
There was one kid that like I was cool with, and I think I was just like a little too rough with him and shit because I was a fucking idiot. I didn't know how to like actually interact with people because I was
Neither
weird
did I.
fucking teenager with like emotional problems. So I was just like, yeah, buddy, like I fucking pat him on the back and shit really hard, but he'd do the same to me. So I thought it was like cool, you know. And there was one time I think we were like in the high school, like fucking, like the lunch area or whatever, like the outside, and he just fucking runs up out of nowhere and like just pushes me the fuck over, and I just like hit the ground hard as fuck, and I'm just like fucking pissed. And I like turned around because he had already started fucking running. I'm like, this motherfucker started running.
It's a Hulk anger.
It's like you fucking pushed me down. You weren't man enough to come fucking finish the fight. So he dropped his fucking phone. I took it, fucking chucked that shit across the street, and I heard it just smash against the ground.
You know, the Mandroids blew up into 1,000
that.
pieces back then.
Should have had a Nokia.
I mean, whatever. Looking back at it now, it's like actually kind of fucking funny what happened. Like,
Man.
it's just like a very stupid situation.
Then what happened next? Did he confront you?
No,
Did-
he just didn't talk to me for like the rest of the fucking year or something. I think the principal like talked to him or whatever, and that was just kind of all that I heard about
That
it.
was just it. That was just like
That
the
was
end
just
of
it.
Damn.
And I actually like, there's a part of me that feels bad now because like, maybe I did like fuck with him like too rough
Overreact.
or whatever. Maybe I did like, you know, push him into that scenario where it's like maybe he felt like he had to like stand up for himself or some shit. But I know, like, internally, I never really, like, meant it that way, you know?
Right.
So I did feel bad. It was that one, like, Middle Eastern kid, Amir.
Yeah, my man's disappeared. He would
just
he would
dropped
be
off.
he would be there for like 1 year and then would just be gone for like 8-9 months out of the
Yeah.
school year and then would come
I mean,
back
I hope
and
he's
then
doing okay now.
yeah, man. And then he would come back the next year and then we'd be like, "How'd you pass?" And his sister would be there the whole time, but I know he would go overseas a lot. You know, I hope he's doing okay too. He was a good buddy of mine. We used to skip at his house and do bad shit.
I skipped with Andrew a couple of times.
Andrew, my boy.
Yeah, we went out to like some fucking shady fucking drug dealer or whatever to get pot. And we just like smoked around the fucking corner right by the elementary school and stuff.
Yep.
And we would just like sit there like hotboxing the car like, all right, I guess it's time to go back to school now.
All high as shit. I remember one time I went to school just to eat. Me and my boy went there in the morning, left, went to the mall, got a haircut, came back at lunchtime, waited in line. We're like, man, fuck this. We ain't about to go to class. A couple of teachers like, you missed my class. Where are you? I'm like, oh, I was helping so-and-so. Oh, you missed my class. I was helping so-and-so. You know, and then, you know, we all ate, and after we were done eating, we're like, man, fuck this. Everybody's like, where were you, man? Let's go smoke. And then I'm like, man, fuck it, let's go. We literally went in there, ate, and then fucking walked right back out and left
As
to
soon
go
as I got my
fucking
car, I
smoke.
was out that bitch.
Man, I didn't have
I
a car.
was
My buddy was.
gone for like 3-4 hours fucking straight. I would just skip until lunch.
Shout out Junior, my boy Junior. He used to ride us around, and we all used to go jump in his shit and go smoke. He was like the first kid in ninth grade I know
my
had a
friend,
car.
my friend that ran track with us, he had a van. And I remember we all called it the Right Mobile.
Oh,
Who was
okay.
it?
This
Alexis?
kid, no, Carl.
Carl?
Yeah.
I don't know, no Carl.
Alexis.
You know what I'm talking about. He had
yeah.
the van too.
He had a van too.
I believe he played soccer. Yeah, he had like a
Oh.
red van, red brown van.
Oh, like a,
White
but
van,
Carlos had one too.
Free candy on the side.
No, but we always used to call it the Rape Mobile though. And I remember like
Jesus
we
Christ.
were walking to practice one time, and we see him drive past, and he's like, "Oh, like I could have given you guys a ride." And we're like, "We don't want to get in the Rape Mobile. Fuck that."
Man, if anybody had a car, we was in there. And back then, if you had a car in high school, you was top tier. You it didn't matter if it was a Volkswagen, a minivan, PT Cruiser, baby. We was in there.
This one kid had a Mustang, and I remember my friend wrote on his car, I could have got a V8. He's got a V6 Mustang,
Wow.
and he's like, I should have had a V8.
There was something really fucking stupid that happened to me when I was pulling out of the parking lot one time. It was like after school. My mom was like pissed at me because I was like failing English or some shit, and which is surprising because I speak English. So normally, like,
Sorry
one
about
would
that.
think-
The language has nothing to do with the class, ladies and gentlemen.
I
Clearly, we
fucking-
thought he was speaking Chinese this whole time.
so fucking pissed.
He wrote in Latin.
Yeah.
Ni hao ma? No.
Came in speaking ancient Roman Latin. I pulled out, and you know how there's like a big fucking light pole in the center of the fucking like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
center
yeah.
of the thing. I think there was like one kid sitting in the fucking like stairs like going up that saw the entire thing, and I don't think like the cameras caught or anything because like nobody said anything to me afterwards. So I pulled out hard as fuck because I was like, I don't want to get the fucking high school papers or whatever the fuck. And I pulled out hard as shit, and I just, and I almost like fucking smashed myself like in the side.
Oh my
Oh.
god,
Yeah.
dude!
And it like annihilated. That's why like, I'm sure like everyone saw like the side of the fucking like Ford Exploder van that I had.
It definitely did that.
Yeah, it was just like the entire side of it was just fucked.
Oh my
Damn.
god.
Because I just ran into a fucking light pole. It didn't do shit to that light pole.
Oh no, I mean,
No,
No,
obviously.
Shit to it. But yeah, that annihilated my fucking
Yeah, because like
car.
those light poles had like the concrete on the bottom and like
that's
like,
what they
the
did.
thing.
So nobody.
Yeah, like those things were fucking
That
sturdy.
bitch was not moving.
Hell no, bro. Like, I've been muting myself because I realized the echo was coming out of my mic.
Uh-oh.
So that's why I'm not really talking. But to add to Robert's point, I hit that same fucking pole too, dude.
You did?
Swear to God. So I don't know. So I don't know if you guys ever remember.
No!
So if you guys ever remember
He's like,
my,
it's not just me.
if you remember me in high school, you guys remember I had a Blazer.
Yes.
Yeah, red one.
So
Yeah.
you guys
Oh my
remember
God, yeah,
I eventually
yeah,
had to like change the door on it.
Yes.
That's because I hit that fucking pole.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you wanna give detail?
No.
But I can also
That's enough.
But
My
I can
mom was
also
like,
relate.
we're not fixing that shit. I
Yeah.
was on the phone with her when it happened. She was like, we're not fixing this shit. Guess what? You're going to have to live with it now. You're going to have to fucking live with
Yeah.
that.
And I did the same thing at my school. Learned how to drive my parents' Jeep Cherokee.
Oh,
Just did a turn too much. It did like a 180, and I just drove it right into in one of the
my man
poles.
just doing
Oh,
in the
donuts
parking
and
lot.
shit.
Wasn't
He's
trying
doing a
to.
180.
Broke one of the nope. I was like, well, I'm done for driving for today. Fuck.
Yeah, I did that once, and it cost me my my entire axle, pretty much.
Ooh.
I tried to lie about it. I was like, I was getting off fucking 75, and
hit a
it,
pothole,
like,
I don't know.
there was a pothole, tore my shit up, and it's like, no, dude, actually, I was just doing donuts and like fucking New Beard.
Dude,
That parking lot is wild, man.
I wrecked my freaking. I had a Nissan Altima.
Roberto Clemente,
And
whatever the fuck it's
I
called.
remember I turned to quick down the street and like broke the mirror off, and I was like, "Oh shit!" So like I like tied it back on with some string that I had in the trunk, and then
Yeah, dude, that worked.
I was in college at the time, so I just like went to school and I came back and I was like, "What happened to the car?" I'm like, "Oh, it got broke at the parking lot, bro." Like I'm trying to get the camera footage and stuff to see who it was, and I'm like, all the while I turned and fucking broke my mirror off on the fucking car.
Yeah, dude, that's fine.
That's just on the same. Yeah,
You'll
Mom,
know now, right?
Yeah, Mom, my old Nissan Altima. Yeah, I broke the window off of that thing. It wasn't anybody in the parking lot.
Oh my god.
I did it myself.
Hey, shout out to Shay, still watching somehow.
Yes, sir. Shout out to our
Saying-
viewers.
yeah, saying all of our high school experiences
Everybody
are so
on all the
interesting.
platforms: Twitch, Instagram, Facebook,
Yeah, she's-
YouTube, whatever you
She
want.
basically got the same thing. High school experiences were so interesting to you guys. Mine was lame.
Oh
Yeah, I
man.
mean-
If I told
no
you my
school fights.
if
no.
I told you
don't
my
know.
prom story, you'd think my high school story is very sad too.
Oh no, we've heard it, and it is very sad. Yes,
Yes.
that prom.
I just wish they can get footage of what I saw.
Right.
And just
What?
put into like a.
I never
Right.
went to prom.
Television.
Exactly. 'cause
I just straight up never went to prom.
Oh,
I just
not only
stayed-
that,
I
like
just stayed
from
home.
my.
they threw
whole-
me out before, but I got the pleasure to go to homecoming with a senior for hers. So
I
there you go.
didn't get grades high enough
pretty
to
cool.
oh, they
damn.
did. Oh yeah, that's right, because you do it that way.
They threw me out, man.
go. Shit happens.
But look at us now. We're all together. Fuck
Look at me now,
CCA. Look at me now. I'm on TV.
Are you proud of me now, mother?
I'm on macaroni with my chicken tonight. It's like, oh my god.
Chicken strips.
She says after what
With
happened to the Nissa Altima. Not anymore.
Not anymore after what you did to that Altima.
Oh, yeah.
That Altima was a piece of shit, though.
Oh.
Can I get a oh yeah?
Oh, fuck yeah.
My man. Anything
got
you
some
guys
nasty
missed
ones,
to your
too.
high school experience you wish you could bring back or add to today's
Fuck.
routine, your everyday routine or
Routine-
whatever
oh,
it
I don't
is?
know about-
Maybe not every day, but you know what I mean. Like, you know, you could bring it into that, your
Fuck.
day. Your
I
daily
just
life.
wish I had done like sports, so I could have been like more built. Oh man.
More built.
Yeah.
I definitely regret not playing football because people asked, even the football players, are like, dude, you got a cannon for a leg. You play soccer, bro. You should totally be a kicker. I'm like, I don't want to be doing it at the same time. I'm like, nah, fuck that. That was
Yeah,
like,
I
I mean,
kinda-
I probably could have went somewhere with football. To
I
be
just,
honest.
what's up.
honestly, I wish I would have done more with Shoppa because like on my farthest throw with that was only like 30 feet, and that's not enough for like some like the scholarship offers and stuff. So I just wish I would have been like, I wish I would have started that earlier than I did because I started that my junior year instead of my freshman or sophomore year.
I do wish that I never quit wrestling. Like, that's one thing where it's like, I probably should have just kept doing the work. But after that dude, like, rolled over my fucking head, I was like, yeah. I don't know.
No, thank
rolled
you.
over.
No, thank you.
Yeah,
That's
not quite.
that's enough for me. I'm done. Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, like I never did wrestling. I never thought.
Fuck that, dude.
I never enjoyed the idea of wrestling with somebody on the floor. I was like, no, thank you.
So,
And it's weird that like I thought that in high school, and now I'm like, I just want to learn jujitsu.
Yeah. That's a part of it, dude. That's like a big part of it.
Oh, thanks, Shay, for saying you have been watching the whole stream.
Oh, thank you.
We appreciate you.
We appreciate the support.
Like, share, subscribe. Stay tuned.
I hope we're making things mildly interesting for you. And we're just all sitting here leaving out Mario because we're talking about old times at CCA.
I'm sorry we're steamrolling, bro.
You know, I'm pretty sure you
it's
got
fine.
better things to do on a Saturday night. We appreciate
not
you
really.
guys for
Not for me.
watching. You know.
And just wait until we get the t-shirts here.
Yeah, wait till we get to the t-shirts, the
From what I've been
hoodies.
hearing, yeah,
We got some heat coming for some merch, so you guys stay tuned on that. Support when it does drop. If not, like and share. We appreciate that as well on all platforms. Twitch. Go follow my man's Robert on all his platforms. What is that again? The
Spooky Boys podcast.
Yes.
On Spotify. I'm trying to get on Apple. I have no idea what the fuck's going on with Apple. I keep trying to like re-verify my shit. It won't let me. So eventually, we're on Google Podcasts, and we're on YouTube at Spooky Boys Podcast.
Hey.
We do one podcast where it's just like me and my friend bullshitting, and then we also have a secondary one called After Dark where we just talk about like spooky aliens and ghosts and shit. And
Dope.
Look where he ended up.
Look where he ended up. He ended up on the Aliens
shit.
podcast.
Yeah, dude.
Different kind of aliens.
Oh, dude.
Legally.
Okay,
we definitely.
we talked about this last time you were here.
With that being said,
we talked about it last time you were here. I just wanted to bring that up.
Oh, dude, I'm down to talk about this
you
shit.
you
I love
believe in
paranormal
aliens.
stuff.
right.
Yeah, and thanks, Shay, for saying you support your friends on Saturday night.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
It's a great thing to do.
We appreciate you. Thank you.
Damn
With
right.
that being said, we're gonna. You guys feel comfortable saying fuck the high school shit? And
Number 6, we don't want to do any more indictments, all right?
we don't want the
Don't
school
want-
reaching
don't
out
want
for
more
that
of that.
poll. You guys
Are just like beings from like a totally different dimension that come here to poach like emotions from people. So it's like, hey, if we can poach negative emotions from people and shit, that's that's what we're made of or whatever the fuck. I don't know. This is just like crackpot bullshit in my head
Right.
Okay.
from like listening to like other podcasts and like reading books and stuff.
So you don't think it's possible that they're aliens, but more they're from another planet, but they're from another dimension?
There probably could be like just like more primitive aliens or whatever, like aliens or whatever, like like fucking animals and stuff. Like the boring answer, like it's probably jellyfish on Mars, like or not Mars, but like Neptune or some shit.
Yeah.
Just like stuff that like if something developed on another planet, like we probably wouldn't recognize it as like something that's alive or whatever. Something like a plant or like a jellyfish or some shit.
Okay.
Because that's just kind of how like evolution works and stuff,
Yeah.
like just weird shit. But if it's something from a totally different dimension, it doesn't have to follow any kind of rule of physics.
Yeah, because it doesn't apply to them.
Yeah,
Okay.
and like
So it's definitely an interesting take on it.
I can get into some weird shit, dude.
Okay.
I'm gonna get into Roswell.
Yeah, man.
I'm interested to
I was
hear
getting ready to
your. I'm interested to hear.
Last week we
So
went a
for-
little. We went a little deep off, or a couple weeks ago when I was on, we went a little deep off
It was
into
last week.
last week.
Yeah.
It's a couple weeks in my mind, you know. What I'm saying?
It's been a
Smoke too
long-
much. Smoke too much.
It's hitting.
So what was going around the time of Roswell? Like what was the military working on?
Mm-hmm.
They were working on like sonar and like X-rays and shit, and like not X-rays. What are they called when like radar and shit like that?
Sonar radar and
Sonar's like
graphing.
underwater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Graphing it.
And they were kind of trying to use that to their advantage because like the Red Scare was going on at the time,
Yeah.
and like it was like the 1940s. So of course like we were like doing shit against Russia, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
with the Cold War.
Cold War had like just started like right after fucking World War II and stuff.
Mm.
And people think that because they were experimenting with that shit, that was what made. They probably didn't think that we had the capabilities of like shooting any kind of like X-rays or anything like that, like any
Any
kind of
technology.
radiation. And it probably like hit that fucking ship and it crashed it or whatever.
Damn.
That's like the crackpot theory of what happened. It might have just been a weather balloon, but it's like when they transported it to like the naval base like that was nearby. Well, it was like an Air Force base. What the fuck am I saying? they had like a bunch of the team that transported the fucking atomic bomb in Hiroshima.
Really?
Yep. And they had
Okay.
like the super cruiser or whatever.
Yeah.
It was the same one that carried that.
Oh,
Same team,
shit.
same everyone. Because I think it was like that was like the team that like fucking made it and stuff. And it's like, why would they need all this fucking protection if it was just like a weather balloon?
This is true.
Like, it's fucking weird, man. And it's like, it could just be like an experimental, like, fucking military thing they didn't want to talk about. But, you know, like, I don't know. This
Why
is fucking
then?
weird,
Yeah.
man.
They say that we actually got alien technology from the Germans during World War II.
That could be a thing.
Because there was a theory going around that the reason Germany's like weapons and vehicles and everything were so advanced is that they had gotten a spaceship and were reverse engineering all their weapons and stuff.
Could be.
Because you have to think like the Germans were the first ones to have the submarine, the U-boats.
They were the
Yeah.
first people to touch Antarctica too, right?
Yeah.
Didn't
Yep.
they touch Antarctica 1st
Mhm.
and
They were also idiots.
Yes, they were also very much
Dumb.
idiots.
They were searching
dumb
for like the
motherfuckers.
spear of Longinus and shit. You know, the
Yeah.
spear that stabbed Jesus
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
They were
They were
looking for
looking
the
for that.
hammer of Thor. The literal hammer of Thor.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist. They're still fucking looking for it.
Yeah, and
Well,
they
Marvel has it.
Yeah.
yeah, Marvel has it.
Stan
All this
Lee
time
took
it
it
was
with
Stan
him,
Lee.
and he's the only one that knows its whereabouts. Rest in peace, Stan Lee.
Rest in peace, Stanley.
Rest in peace, dude.
What about
Uh,
you, Jose? What you think? I know you didn't really get to touch in on the alien subject last week.
It's complicated.
It's got
It is complicated.
like his
It's,
girl.
it's
No.
very
It's
complicated.
Okay,
true.
okay. How about this? We'll do it. We'll break it down simpler. Crack the ice. Do you believe in ghosts or aliens?
Ooh.
Either or. I mean, you could believe in both, but I mean, do you? Maybe not like, oh, I seen them, or you know what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
do you know, or do you feel that there is something out there? Maybe someone that told you something that's pretty believable, that had you think on, spirits or whatever it is.
We gotta take him to Salem.
Yeah.
Find
Good,
him.
bad, good, bad.
take
It could
it there.
be, you know what I'm saying, or even something you saw on YouTube that you don't know is unexplained. Anything.
There's a lot of things going on, so with these topics, I'm just gonna plead the fifth. I'm gonna, yeah.
He's like, I need no more info.
I believe
I
in a
mean,
little bit
everybody
of both,
watches a
but-
lot of. I mean, everybody has a lot of beliefs.
Yeah.
And
That's
I
fair.
mean,
What do you
It's
think
like
about
they-
voodoo?
no, I know, but it's like if they tell you 1 + 1 is 2.
No, that's 11. What the hell are you talking about? Bro, you're adding them together. See?
Well, that's the
You
thing.
didn't know.
I think there's shit we don't understand yet that maybe we're not supposed to just yet. But it's, I don't know, some shit just makes me uncomfortable to think about. Like ghosts.
Okay, yeah.
Oh.
Something
Yeah.
you
Ghosts
can't
makes me a
explain.
little uncomfortable to
You
think
can't
about, but-
see.
Yeah.
Like, I could watch a lot of things. Like, I'm cool. I believe in aliens. I believe in ghosts. I believe in pretty much any conspiracy theory or a lot of conspiracy theories that genuinely make sense.
Yeah.
But
I don't
like
believe
you said,
anything off
my grandpa
rip
had
or
said it,
anything,
and rest in peace to my grandpa. I remember we were watching something, and I remember he had said, I was watching like Michael Myers or something. I'm like, oh man, I can't watch that. Change that. He's like, oh man, that's nothing. That's all fake blood and fake knives, and that's not really killing nobody. That's all fake. He's like, but what is real is like that supernatural shit or whatever. And as I was clicking on, the fucking Exorcist came on, and he was like, change that. He literally said like, change that shit. I don't want to watch
Yeah, my
that.
dad
And
can't
I
watch
changed it, and he was like, you don't mess with nothing like that because that's real. I was like, what do you mean? He was like, well, that's a real pope. Popes really do that. There's people and priests that are be called to do that. He said there's things that you can't explain, and he's like, you can't shoot or fight a ghost. He's like, you can fight and kill Michael Myers or whatever, but you
Salt,
can't.
dude.
You don't know what's up with a ghost, And I was like,
Dude,
it stuck with me. You know what I'm saying? And
you know that like the actual girl who played in The Exorcist, the actual actress girl, she actually got PTSD from that movie.
damn.
She kind of went crazy after the premiere. She was saying that she didn't remember filming those parts and that they weren't her. It was a demon. She really
she broke her fucking back.
Yeah, she really like went a little off the rail after that movie.
During the one scene, they had like a motor, like
Mhm.
kind of push her back and forth on
Yeah.
the bed. That shit broke her back. She was
Oh,
in like
damn.
a neck brace and shit for like weeks.
Damn.
Yeah, that shit fucked her. I gave her whiplash.
Shit.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Movie better paid a lot for that.
They probably didn't.
I don't know. I have
'Cause
like
that was
certain
Hollywood back
beliefs
then.
when it comes to like spiritual shit. that I don't know. Like, I don't know if ghosts are real. I've seen weird shit. You know, like
You good?
Brandon Duvall, what I was talking about earlier. His old house used to be haunted as fuck. I'm so like, I don't care who you are. Like, every one of our friends has had like a weird fucking experience that we've either never told each other or like told each other like later on in life.
Right.
And it was just like, oh, that happened to you too. Like, I remember getting my name called. Nobody there. Nobody there. It was just me chilling in the basement, and I'm like fucking around on my computer. Him and a few other of my friends had walked into like the garage, just right outside, and I thought they were in the garage. Nobody else was home. I'm just kind of like fucking around on my computer. I look around, and I just hear Robert right in the back of my fucking ear.
Damn.
And I look around, I'm like, I shut my computer slowly because I'm like, I don't think what's happening to me, I know
What's happened to me, yeah.
Like,
You're trying to piece it together.
yeah, so I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I think I know what's happening, but I don't want to, like, out loud think it. So I go upstairs, I look all around, I'm like, nobody's fucking here. I go outside, and I look in the garage. Nobody's there, too. They were at a fucking park all the way around the fucking block.
What the fuck?
I'm just like, oh, so that fucking happened to me.
Oh, good.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. It just backed out quick.
We are trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
No.
I don't have an iPhone. I don't know how to do that shit.
That was the ghost, dude.
That was the ghost.
Imagine,
It was kind of
Fuck! This man just hanged up my business phone.
Later on, I was talking.
$150 down the drain.
Imagine.
Oh my god.
Imagine.
Oh, sorry. Later
we're sorry.
on, like my friend, a different friend had come over to his house and was just kind of like walking around, and he was in the basement, and he was looking up through like the laundry chute, and he was like, hey, is anyone here? Anyone here? They were like, yeah, I'm upstairs. And then he was like, oh, okay, I'm coming now. And he like walked up the stairs, looks around, nobody else is home. And he had like a house key or whatever, because my two buddies are very, very close. And he walked in, nobody around, walked in like the laundry room where the chute is, nobody's there. He's like, might have been like a fucking thing. But it happened to him too. He was like, was it like a fucking ghost, or was it like my imagination or whatever the fuck? Like auditory hallucinations, which happen, you know. It could make people think that sort of shit. But it's like, I don't fucking know.
I don't know. Like my thing with ghosts is that, yeah, you know, I'm Mexican and we've all lived in a haunted house, and I haven't really experienced.
No, nigga.
Nah.
We all have not lived in a
I can't say I have.
Throw this on us,
Well,
Mexicans.
a lot of Mexicans have claimed that their house was haunted.
Okay.
But you know, they say that my house is haunted. I've never really personally experienced
The one that you
anything.
live right now?
Yeah.
Wow.
And supposedly my sister said that one ever since like we started living in there, that she's dreamt of a little boy in the house, and that he had shown her in the basement in one of the pillars. There's a box in there that she can get, and says that it's hers all the time. And the weird thing is that like one, because you know how like the wall has like the brick and like they have like the pillar thingy in it. My dad said that one is different from the rest of them. Like just that one is like built different, and there's like, maybe there's something down there.
Built different.
It's built different.
Built
Hey,
tough.
now that you're still on the topic of ghosts, we got Shay on Twitch saying, "Have you ever fucked with a Ouija board?"
No.
And if
So,
not, would you?
Oh,
No,
you know what?
hell no.
I have.
Have you? My man.
So me and again fucking Brandon Duvall, we're like in his basement, like fucking around with this like Ouija board or whatever, and it's like a few of us, and we're just kind of like, fucking around with it, and nothing really happens. But his house had like experienced so much fucking weird shit anyway that we were just like, something weird will happen, I guess. Later on that night, we're just kind of like messing around. I think we were watching like Insidious or whatever, because like Insidious had just come out. And then as we're like,
He's grabbing a bag of chips.
oh, okay.
Bring me one.
As
takes
we're
all-
just like
he takes all
sitting there, or whatever.
Whichever one.
It was me and a couple of guys, just kind of like watching the movie. we hear something upstairs going like,
Okay. just
and we're
random
just like,
thudding.
what the fuck?
Just passing this giant box around.
And
That's nuts.
we go upstairs to his little kitchen area or whatever,
Yeah.
and his like stove, his entire fucking stove was just like boom, 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 boom. And we were just like, what the fuck?
They had a fish in there flipping still.
And, yeah, right. And then fucking pizza box, because we had like a bunch of hot and readies that day, because that was our fucking meal of choice, I guess. One of the pizza boxes just like flung across the fucking
shit.
room, and then like, you know, like those little car coaster things that you get, where it's just like, you know, you can kind of take it anywhere.
Oh yeah.
And one of those was on the floor, and it just like flung across the room, hit the fucking wall, and we all just like screamed at the top of our fucking lungs, and we just didn't stay there that night. We had left.
I would've left
somebody's house
too.
around the corner.
Shit flying said
We were
not
just
the
like,
hot
"Yeah,
and
no."
ready, damn it.
Fuck that, dude. Don't fuck with
No, 'cause
Ouija
look-
boards, dude.
Well, it's hard for me to believe in all that stuff. Why am I gonna openly invite that? I've seen enough movies to know how that shit ends. Hell no.
Damn, dude.
I was like,
Yeah. Are
nope.
you one of the stereotypes that die first? I don't know.
I probably would die first. I'm the fat motherfucker that they take out in the beginning.
Again, you don't have to run faster than the bull.
No.
You just gotta
Just gotta
run faster
outrun
than the guy next to you.
Exactly.
So you're gonna definitely survive over the blonde woman.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, because she wants to get into like the freaking.
Let's go check it out. You're like, let's get
I was like, no.
Ow.
I thought about doing it on like my channel and stuff, where we could go to like haunted places, or wherever the fuck, or like urban exploration and stuff like that. But,
Abandoned buildings and shit.
yeah, you actually have to get like permission from people, or
From
He-
where? Where do you
the
go?
ghost.
How do you go about that?
He's gonna
I
act.
don't
No,
know.
he's gonna act like the memes. Like, hey, demons, it's me, your boy.
yeah. I like that show too. Fucking BuzzFeed Unsolved.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that show fucking rocks.
It's not bad.
Yeah, I do like I do love me some paranormal shit though. There's like some stuff that I'm not like 100% believe in, but there's other shit like, you ever hear of Skinwalker Ranch?
Yeah.
Fuck that shit, dude. I've been listening to that since I was like in high school and stuff.
Let's go.
And I had no idea what the fuck it was. And it's basically like a ranch in Utah, in the Uintah Basin, where just like this family moves in, and it sounds like a horror movie right off the fucking bat. And they notice like locks on all the fucking doors, on like everything. And they're just like, what the fuck? And there was like posts outside with like chains on them. So like, did somebody have fucking dogs here? And they can't really get a hold of like the previous owners and stuff like that. So, okay, whatever. They start moving in. They bring like a bunch of bulls and stuff and like cattle, because they're like cattle ranchers. So like they gotta have like prize bulls, and like the dude was like not an idiot. He was just like not like a hick, you know. He was just like a dude that was like really good at this kind of shit, like pageantry or whatever it's called. And right off the bat, they're like moving shit in and like getting these cattle into their like stables and stuff. And this dog comes up, big ass fucking dog. It looks like a wolf. It comes over, and it's just like nice to them. And they're just like, oh shit, all right, cool, like cool, fucking wolf friend. And they're like petting him and stuff. And then it just walks over to the calf. The calf is just like sticking his nose out, like sniffing it and stuff. And they're like, oh, like it's like a little cute moment. Like it's big as fuck, but it's not like messing with us. It walks over and just like opens its fucking jaw, and this entire calf's head just fucking bites down on it and starts like yanking it out of the fucking cage. And they're just like, oh shit. So the dad runs over. He gets a fucking like 45 Magnum. Brah, brah, brah. Shoots it like 3 or 4 fucking times. Does not move. It just doesn't move. Chunks of fucking flesh fly off this thing. And it's just like, doesn't give a shit. He comes over with like a 30-06. Fucking blasts it a few times. And it just kind of like turns its head to them. It's just like, fucking walks off. Just walks off. And they're just like, we gotta go fucking kill this thing. Because it's like a dire wolf or some shit.
Right.
Some like prehistoric bullshit. So they go out, and they follow its fucking tracks, and they're tracking it like in the mud and stuff. And there's like a big ass river. They go to this river, it stops right there, and it's like all this way across. It's like, okay, the footprints don't lead anywhere else. Where the fuck could it have gone? And just like weird shit would happen like that there constantly. They would see like little yellow orbs and like little yellow orbs and little red orbs. The yellow orbs would just kind of like fuck around and just kind of like go around sometimes. The red ones would like actively like scare the fuck out of them. So it'd be like as soon as they would come around, like most of the people in the family would get like fucking panic attacks and stuff, to the point where they'd be like all like every single night they'd be huddled up in their like dining room sleeping. Yeah, like it was that bad to where they were like, yeah, we can't sleep anywhere else in the house, we just gotta sleep here.
Not than crazy, dude.
Yeah, and like there was 2 orbs that let out their dogs. Like he was like, all right, you know, I'll fucking send my dogs after these things. Gets out his fucking shotgun. I think their name was like the Gorman family or something. And then he comes out with like a shotgun, and he's like, all right, let's go get him. Fucking lets his dogs off the loose. And he's just kind of like walking around in the woods, and he doesn't really hear anything. And he doesn't really hear the dogs barking or anything, and he hears like yelps, like loud ass yelps, and he's like, what the fuck? So he just runs back to his house. He's just like, fuck this, you know, like if it fucked up my dogs, it's probably gonna fuck me up, whatever it is. He comes back in the morning, and they're just like 2 leathery like burn marks in the fucking ground where his dogs probably would have been, like around the size of a fucking dog.
So just like incinerated them.
Yeah. And he contacted the fucking government. Government came out, and well, it was this agency that was like also run by the government and stuff, and they studied it for like 10 fucking years, and all the shit that had happened. There was like a bunch more stories that's not really coming to mind, but all this shit, they studied it for like years and years, and like all the scientists involved, these weren't like crackpot fucking bullshit scientists. Mm-hmm. These were like straight up like, oh, this dude has like a PhD in physics. It was like a board of scientists. They weren't like witchers coming out there with like fucking sticks and stuff. They had come out there and like were doing like radiation tests and stuff.
This man wants to get a pack of coke.
Not to interrupt the
No,
conversation, guys. I left them a little bit too long outside.
I don't want to show. I don't
Fuck it.
It
don't matter.
I'm trying to show what's on your hip right now.
Why not?
Let me get one. Let me get one.
Hi guys, I'm on this.
What's
man,
Twitch
I'm on
gonna
this
do,
camera
huh?
now.
Don't worry about that, dude.
Did they blow up?
You will.
No. About to after shoot.
Oh, and by the way.
Pass me one, my guy.
Oh, by the way, camera plays. Thank you for the rate of 3 people.
Oh,
Hey, thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Sarah.
Thank you so much for the rate of 3 people. So 3
Good to
people
see my
joining our
Mike's muted.
podcast. What's up, guys? Stay for a while. Follow us. Enjoy the stupidity talks that we got going on.
Follow them, dude.
Is it muted?
No, but I've been wanting to go to the Skinwalker Ranch just to go blow some shit. So if they're allowing people to come and shoot on their property, quote unquote, what is it? A nuisance pests and like, you know what I'm saying? Those wild boar, quote unquote, however you would say it.
There's a new guy that owns the ranch or whatever. His name, I forget, Brandon something, but he's doing like the TV show for it now and stuff. But he owns some big company called like Adamantium Aerospace or some shit, because he's like a fucking nerd. He just likes X-Men, so he named it Adamantium Aerospace.
That was dope.
And he owns the fucking place now, and it's like, yeah, they don't let anyone go there.
Damn.
Now they don't, which sucks, because like there's one story where this one dude goes on and he's like a remote viewer, and if you don't know what remote viewing is, it's kind of like psychic shit, where it's like you have to like really concentrate on something, and then, you know, like certain psychic abilities pop up or whatever the fuck. I don't know. I think it's crackpot bullshit.
Like meditating, right? You meditate and you can what's that called?
Astral project.
Yeah, astral
shit.
projecting.
Yep, that's pretty much what it is.
I'm a little lost, guys. What are we talking about?
Astral projecting and The Utah Skin Ranch.
Now that I'm
Skinwalker
talking about
Ranch.
Skinwalker
Ranch.
Ranch.
I've heard about it before.
Yeah, dude.
Now that I'm back in the conversation, because I've been muted for the last hour.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, very true.
So this guy comes onto the ranch or whatever because they like put out ads and stuff like, "Hey, I don't know what the fuck's going on my ranch. I don't know what's going on with it." So this guy comes and he's like, "Oh, I'm a remote viewer. I can do all this fucking astral projection bullshit. I can view directly what's happening or whatever." And he's like, "All right, fine. If you want to do it, it's some crackpot bullshit. But I've been experiencing crackpot bullshit this entire time. So fuck it. I guess if some weird shit's happening, might as well trust a weird guy." This guy comes onto the ranch and he starts doing his like meditation and stuff in the middle of like the desert, middle of the basin, and he talks about like, "Oh, this fucking like weird giant like, Predator."
Yeah.
You know how like they have like the invisibility thing?
Mm-hmm.
Like in fucking Halo and stuff, the active camo. They said like this thing like rose up behind him that was like this big weird fucking thing that was just like glimmering, and it just like roared right behind him, and he just got up and was like, "What the fuck?" and just like ran, never called back. And he was like in the fetal position for like 40 minutes before they can get him to like get the fuck out of there. So it's just like weird shit there. Just like weird alien shit. So there you go, Skinwalker Ranch. There's a lot more to it.
Do you still believe in alien or ghost, Angel? Is it helping you?
I don't think it's like ghosts.
Send me there with my
Yeah,
Draco.
true.
Send me there with my Draco, my
I don't know
Hellcat.
what
I'll
the
bring
fuck
back
it is.
something dead.
People say
If
like
not, we're
there's
gonna
a
make a
nexus of realities where like different shit will cross over and like different weird shit.
Yeah.
Like just like a point where ooh, fucking voice crack for a second. That was fun. But yeah, like there would be the Spanish Trail that went through Utah and stuff, and they would like Father Escalante, who was like he was like one of the missionaries and shit that like led the path out there. He would describe in like different journals like, there was like this large boat in the sky, this large square boat in the sky just sailing across. And they would describe like basically giant fucking spacecrafts and like weird fucking shit just in the sky constantly over Utah. It's just weird. Like you can go back and like read the journals and stuff of these guys back from like the 1700s and stuff.
They say that apparently though, like a lot of UFO sightings that happened in California, they didn't happen until after World War II, and the reason for that was that alien technology that Nazi Germany had. They were actually trying to make a flying saucer.
Really?
So America took over a lot of that stuff, and they started developing it, and that's how people started having alien sightings in California. All of them were after World War II.
A lot of them, there are a few before. I can't think of anything in particular, and now I look like an asshole because of it. But that's probably true too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. There's something else I was trying to remember, but now it's gone.
There's one that I remember when I was a kid. I was like so into aliens, and I went to the library and got a book on aliens. And I remember there was a story there that a guy who owned a ranch actually had an alien ship crash there. Like completely different from Roswell. Like this guy had an actual alien ship that crashed at his house.
Might have been, dude.
And he saw like aliens that were in there. Like he had opened it and seen the aliens, and that within the next couple of hours, military convoy shows up. They load up the bodies of the aliens, load up the ship, and they tell him you saw nothing, and you will never speak of this. And a guy in a black suit, like just comes up to him.
Men in Black. Dude.
Yeah, like literally Men in Black shit. Like he came up to him and told him, for your own safety, you should just forget everything you had. And he took out a quarter and he flips it. When he flips it up, it disappears. Just like nobody saw that. We'll see that quarter again. You'll never speak of this again.
Oh no! I know that story.
Or else you're gonna disappear like the quarter.
No, the guy had the quarter and he like it just like fucking melted in his hand or whatever. And he was like, "This is gonna happen to you" or some shit.
Oh, like I heard the story. It was just like he flipped it and like it just
I would have
disappeared.
been like, I got this motherfucking Rudy Tooty pistol shooty boy ready for some action.
Dude, the Men in Black are creepy as fuck.
Yeah, the actual stories like that you hear, like the rumors of Men in Black,
More
it's
inhuman
freaking
ones.
creepy.
Yeah, dude.
I never really heard no real ones. I'm gonna have to actually.
Like,
venture.
There's actually a story that there's one old painting, I forget which one, but they say that the dark spots in the clouds, people say they're birds. He's like, no, they're actually aliens. The artist painted like the time that he'd seen the alien ships in the sky, and then the hooded figure on the bottom with the black hood. He's like, that's one of the earliest representations of the Men in Black, who were following like these sort of events, and he was carrying a scythe.
See, that's interesting as fuck, because like there's like a thing that I read where it was like the secret rituals of the Men in Black or some shit, where it's like trying to tie in like Men in Black to like dark magic and shit like that. And it's like, oh, what if they're just here from like another dimension, and like they just follow this sort of shit because we allow them into like our reality just by thinking and like being afraid of them. So it's like, oh, of course they're gonna show up around like Mothman and shit like that, or like alien sightings and stuff, where it would just be like, they're showing up because like people are afraid of something. Right. So it's like wherever something fucking weird happens, they pop up because they want some of that.
Maybe they're the ones who caused COVID.
Maybe, dude.
They're the ones who caused COVID, so everybody will be afraid.
It's gonna get taken down by YouTube. I was looking at the feed here because I named it COVID Free Week on like Streamlabs. And there's a disclaimer: as we're live, get the latest information from the CDC website.
Yeah,
just because it has like.
Yeah, it's pretty much it. That came quite quickly, to be honest.
Fucking Christ, dude.
Already.
Sorry for bombarding you guys with all that shit.
Yeah, we just bombarded them with all sorts of all sorts of conspiracy theories and Men in Black.
Which, by the way, some people do believe, so you never know. They were like, you know what? I agree with this man right here.
There's some aspects that I believe. There's others that I'm like, okay, clearly somebody was fucking bullshitting.
But I mean, some of the stuff that you hear about the government. Some of the stuff you hear about the government, like with the movies, like like there's assassins and stuff. I'm like, that's what the CIA is trained for.
Yeah,
like
the
CIA are literally your assassins.
Since like the 40s and the 30s and shit, they've done horrible shit. Like fucking MK Ultra, where they would just like
fry your brain.
Yeah, they'd kidnap fucking homeless people off the street and just like
wait, what?
Yeah, that's what MK Ultra was, dude. They were practicing mind
kidnap
control
the
techniques.
people that were homeless.
It's real.
People that were in the
shit.
psychiatric ward. People that said that they saw things and that they had special abilities and nobody believed them. They tested them, and anybody who had any abnormal ability in their brain functioning or thinking, you know what I'm saying, they tested it on them, and to see who could survive, like guinea pigs, And if you've watched Stranger Things, it's kind of they tie in a little bit of that. So
well, basically they would like kidnap like homeless people or like people that didn't have much family or whatever, and they would like give them like a shit ton of LSD to see like, hey, can we do like brain control techniques
for years.
They did this shit all throughout like the fucking
80s, 90s.
That shit's recent, bro.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking recent.
And basically, one of the guys from MK Ultra who's in the CIA became the fucking Unabomber, Ted Kaczynski.
Yeah.
I did hear about that too. The Unabomber guy.
Yep. He was involved in fucking. He was involved in some of the operations with fucking MK Ultra.
Damn,
so
that's
it's
crazy.
like, yeah, dude. It's like, yeah, the government's been into shit constantly. Like us giving like the fucking rebels in like, was it like Iraq and stuff? Just giving them like weapons and stuff constantly, and then guess what? They turned into the fucking Taliban.
Well, that was the whole point. We created them for that purpose. It was to fight the Russians.
George Bush got the receipt for 9/11.
And now we're funding.
Now watch this drive.
Now watch this drive.
We funded radical Islam, and now we're funding fucking what is it? Not Jerusalem. What the fuck is it called? Israel. We're funding Israel, and it's like, oh well, we set up pretty much that entire fucking conflict. We're fucking idiots.
It's like, hey, I punched a lion. Why did it fucking bite me?
Yeah.
America in a nutshell.
Nah, don't worry about it, dude.
Especially if there's oil.
Forget about the lion that was let loose in your own house.
Yeah, yeah.
He's not gonna come back and bite me.
Those chickens are never gonna come back to roost. That's crazy.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like there's so much crazy shit about that, but okay. Speaking of like supernatural crap and like government involvement, what do you guys think about mermaids?
Sirens.
They're fake.
That shit ain't real.
That has gotta be
There
real.
was a documentary.
If you believe in aliens, you don't
on
believe there's
fucking
any
Discovery
aquatic
Channel? Yeah,
life
Animal Planet.
that
Animal Planet, that there were like the
fish
race
related?
of mermaids, and that they were first discovered because like this guy had like they had found like a piece of a mermaid.
Yeah, that was all accurate.
And they
shit,
and
though.
that they sent the pieces of the skull to like a forensic specialist who rebuilt the skull,
still going.
and it was a
Damn
skull of a mermaid, and
I
they were
lost
saying
the
that
bet.
it was all mermaids.
I win the bet.
Dude, I do like all those fucking Animal Planet things.
Yeah.
Remember Lost Tapes?
Yeah.
Lost Tapes was the shit, dude.
That was fun.
Why did they
it was
stop
like-
the show?
No, it was
They
just
ran
like
out of tapes.
The tapes themselves
They
were
ran
lost.
They found. They actually
lost
found
the rest, I guess.
Yeah.
They actually found
Alleged.
what they were looking for.
All alleged.
It was all just like it was all bullshit.
Yeah,
but it was like,
so many people have said that the mermaid one is fake, but like they actually started talking about the aquatic ape theory, and I was like, a lot of scientists say that it's bullshit, but it kind of sounds good.
there's some stuff that sounds like interesting enough to where it's like, yeah, okay, that might make sense. There's other shit like there's an entire society of Atlantis, and they hunt with the dolphins. They hunt sharks and shit. Like I'm just like, okay, come on,
Stop it.
yeah, like come on.
Do you
Come on,
believe in the Anunnaki?
I don't know who that is.
like the ancient Sumerian shit.
Yes.
I don't
That's
know what
supposedly
that
the
is.
first people that were brought into the planet Earth,
Oh.
and because of them we
Evolved.
we're here. Yeah.
Oh, we're going that route.
Didn't we talk about this 2 episodes ago?
No.
No,
Oh,
we did
you
not.
were- you were in here.
Well, I never heard you guys talk about anything about them.
We were talking about, remember, like, oh no, the radio station was talking about it. I just remembered.
What
About,
the fuck is this FBI surveillance van one?
What?
Is that like an actual like?
Is that a Wi-Fi thing?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that happened to me like years ago at
It
work
was-
once.
it
I
was-
remember I told you guys about that too.
Yeah.
I told you about that.
CIA truck one.
Yeah, there's like
Is
a
that one of the Wi-Fi?
yes.
They're fucking listening to us, guys. Clip this fucking video right now.
I only got said 2013.
Oh fuck.
Sad. That's
Nope.
like 3 blocks away, dude.
Nah, they only going after the guy who's been talking about the.
I also just have African Warrior. I'm not sure.
That's
mine.
um,
That's
your
mine.
shit?
That's my Wi-Fi.
Okay.
For research purposes.
okay, I was like,
Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever.
Rest in peace, Chad.
Wow.
but yeah, they would only go after Rob. That's the only one
Let me
with
get a
the
picture
surveillance
of that, bro.
van.
because
He wants
now I
that.
got Aztec Warrior and it disappeared.
It's gone now.
I need to look this up too.
2013.
I-
Oh, there, I got 2.
Oh,
You
that's-
got an ass load. Is that an Android?
Fuck.
No, this has been way too long. I now need to find this
Look at
too.
this.
I need to
I
know.
think so.
It's gone now.
Look at it. Check your guys' Wi-Fi's. Why do I only have one?
Well, if the FBI about to pull
I
up, they
got-
about to get
hold
some
on.
heat. That's all I'm about to
Screenshot
say.
it.
Yeah, I got it. I got it. I got
Get a
it.
picture of that,
I
right?
got you.
Oh, I got his African Warrior.
I got African Warrior and
Very
FBI
good.
CIA,
Very
FBI CIA truck 1. That is funny.
Speaking of fucking crazy
Hold on, let me
coincidences.
show this.
Yeah,
Oh,
we were just
I
talking
went
about
away. Fuck.
The CIA kidnapping fucking homeless people.
Kidnap
and
my
shit.
ass and just like fucking force feed me LSD.
It's okay, brother.
That sounds like a good time, bro.
Fight, damn it.
Great time.
That was like a great time.
Hey,
Anything.
me and Brian got your back. We sending them slugs at they
Yeah,
ass.
dude. Allegedly.
Yeah, here we go. To those watching. To
Allegedly,
those
we're-
watching, there you go. There it says, FBI CIA truck number 1.
This
Look at
ain't
that.
a gimmick.
And that's not of us, by the way. Like, we don't
No.
have any hotspots
That's
or
what you
anything.
heard, my man. So we got it.
Hey.
We ready. We gotta let them boys
Fucking
know.
Every
load it
now-
under the table.
every-
Yeah,
every
real
now and-
slugs, dude. We got bugs in the back. We got fucking cockroaches.
Every
You know
now,
what I'm saying? That fly I knew wasn't a fucking fly. I seen that.
We
Thought
got
it was
spiders. You know, we could throw them
Look.
too.
they always say that like when you see that like actual Wi-Fi network, you're about to disappear.
Yeah, dude. Missing 411, dude.
Follow that. Make sure you're good home.
that?
You know
Is
what
that
I'm
your-
saying? On your way home, make sure they ain't following you.
And every now and then, like they're watching you through the webcam of your phone and everything. So every now and then, you just gotta flip off the camera just so that they know that you know.
Well, I wasn't about to do that. I was about to be like, hey guys, tune in. I want to hear about your life.
I want to hear your thoughts. If we can get an FBI agent in here or like a CIA agent,
I want to get.
Not to give anything away, but I'm working on a lot of
Check
things.
your guys' phone. Who else got Apple? I want to just verify something real quick and start my own conspiracy theory.
I got a Samsung though. So
I got
Yours
an
pops
iPhone.
up. Brian, check it out. See if yours got one, because mine's is only popping up as no Wi-Fi, then one Wi-Fi.
you know they say if you
Maybe
talk
you
about
only-
something long enough, it'll show up as ads on your phone.
Mine just has Brian's iPad.
So
That's
listen.
it.
Yeah, see, that makes good sense for I'll be like, oh no, watch, like, it's gonna be like recruiting.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you can apply today.
I got African Warrior. That's it.
Yeah, and then Brian's iPad for me because my iPad has a
I
Wi-Fi.
only got 2. And then these guys got Android, and they have fucking 50 different Wi-Fis.
I got no.
I had 4.
You got none.
I got none. I got
You
a
got none?
Samsung.
You got none? Check your
I
again.
just got the one. Now it's
So
my.
I had to
Now they're
restart
all
my
gone.
phone
What the
for
fuck?
this.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
See what I'm saying?
Oh, they're here.
Oh,
man.
I got like fucking 15. Oh, there it is.
They heard us.
You get it? You got it?
Yep, I got China Exit,
Pink Octopus?
Gutierrez,
960?
Morel Madness, Netgear,
Oh, okay, wait.
Pink Octopus. I got the Pink Octopus.
Let me see this. I gotta charge my phone. My shit.
Yeah, my shit 100%, bro.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I don't got none of these Wi-Fi's, man. What's up with that?
Anyone that's
Oh,
tuning in,
I got it.
You got it.
FBI.
anyone that's tuning into the
I
podcast
still
right
got
now,
a shit ton. I
we
got
are
like
just looking up
20,
Wi-Fi networks around the area.
25.
Yeah. Mario already showed.
Mario already showed a couple.
Wait, you
minutes.
got the, you got it?
Ready?
It,
Yeah,
does,
everybody-
it doesn't show
These
that I
boys
sent
are
it on my end,
listening, you know what I'm saying? I gotta get, you know what I mean? I gotta get my
you're a little late on that.
Say.
It's like fucking 3 hours.
Well,
worth.
time to talk about CCA, not the other.
Oh my
Not the CIA.
Alphabet boys.
Hey, I'd be happy to work with them. Give me a job. Shit, hook me up.
CCA or the alphabet?
The alphabet / Google.
Oh, there's one on here called Set 2013.
Yeah, that's what I said. Said. You were like
Set.
that's
No, like SAID. I thought you said
CID.
What
or
is
last
happening?
name.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Don't want to get the alphabet mafia pissed at you.
No.
ATF, FBI, CIA, DEA,
ATF.
nigga, all of them.
BBC.
All of them.
And that's what kipped it. That's what
The
got us.
BBC.
Hey man, I fuck with Billionaire Boys Club.
Channel, yes.
That's my favorite clothing brand.
Oh my god.
Billionaire Boys Club.
You mean
Ice
Benzema,
cream.
Bell, Cristiano Ronaldo?
Yes, exactly that,
Say
exactly
in front of
that.
yourself. You want to hear something kind of messed up? There's a guy who says he wants to lose weight, right? So he joins this workout program that his friend told him. And he's gonna start the first day. And then the trainer knocks on the door, he opens the door, there's a beautiful girl standing there wearing absolutely nothing except a pair of running shoes.
Nice.
And has a sign that says, "If you catch me, I'm yours." So he takes off after her, and he's losing a lot of weight, and he's almost catching her. He's like, "I'm gonna go up a notch." Wants to start level 2. Another girl comes to his door, more beautiful than the last one. Has a pair of running shoes and a sign that says, "If you catch me, I'm yours." Again, he goes for it. He's on the verge of catching her. He's like, "You know what? There's a 3rd level. I'm gonna go to that one, because it has to be even better." So he goes to the 3rd level, and the lady's like, "Are you sure you want to do that level?" He's like, "Yes, I'm sure. I want to do this. I'm losing a lot of weight. I can do it." Okay. 3rd day, 3rd coach knocks on the door, and he opens it. It's a big black guy standing there, completely naked, pair of running shoes, and a sign that says, "If I catch you, you're mine."
Jesus Christ.
There we go.
So it's like, oh shit.
Oh, we need the. That's what we.
Yeah, but I'm
that's what
too
we
far.
needed.
So.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Too far.
Manny has to do the honors.
Manny's gonna do the drum roll.
But did it feel like a joke?
Did it?
You can always get the.
Did it feel like a joke for that? I don't know.
I thought it was.
I forgot the funny part.
Oh,
Wait, what were we
damn.
talking about?
That's why I didn't lose weight, dude.
Oh my god.
all right. I don't want to be
It's
the guy to
2022.
say
Everything's
this,
acceptable, but you know.
but I'm gonna.
Oh,
be
but if
the-
I suck a dick every now and then I'm gay, huh?
Whoa! We also don't want
Hey,
the
this is
Alphabet
2022.
Boys once again to come after us. You know what I'm saying?
Why are you
I don't
saying
want
No.
them
This is Twitch. This is
Alphabet-
this is
the
Twitch.
Alphabet
It's gonna be
community.
You can't
Bezos.
assume their
Bezos
gender,
comes
man.
after us.
The
Bezos.
Alphabet community, we don't want no smoke. So
Yeah,
no
we
comment.
We really don't want this one.
Not at all.
I mean, I ain't trying to be on
Last time I checked, there's freedom of speech in this motherfucking country. I can say whatever I want.
Listen here, you
We don't take too kindly to your kind around here.
Hey!
Oh my
Hey!
God.
Lady! We don't take kindly your types around here. Now,
Can't understand you. Get back to your country.
now, Skeeter, she ain't hurt nobody.
You lost boy.
Where's town?
Wait,
the way you came.
have you guys seen Kingsman: The Golden Circle?
Yes.
Not the second one, the first one.
The Golden, right? Yeah, there's a new one, but I'm talking about the second one, The Golden Circle, because like they go into like the secret society in America, and they're in the bar, and then they start beating the crap out of them. Wow. And then the one guy with the whip grabs him. He's like, "Now that is not what I call a proper Southern welcome."
Oh my God.
And
I
then
don't
he starts
wanna know.
fighting them. You never seen it?
I'm the only one I think who has other than you.
Oh my God.
I don't think I've seen
No, nobody else has seen The Golden Circle?
Nope. Sorry.
Oh.
It's good trio.
Wasn't that a really good one?
No, it was good. I like the first one better, but it was a good film.
Yeah,
I saw the prequel like a couple weeks ago. It wasn't bad either.
I want to watch the prequel. I haven't seen it yet.
I feel like I actually have to watch them because I know everyone said like the first one was really really good, and everyone saw like the second one said it was like really bad or something.
It wasn't that bad.
Everyone that
It
I've
wasn't
talked to
that bad.
that
It
actually
wasn't as
seen
good as the first one, but it wasn't bad. I liked it.
everyone that I've talked to that actually has seen the second one has been like, oh yeah, it's pretty good. But like every review I see, it's just like, oh, this is fucking terrible. I'm like, what happened?
I thought it was pretty good. And then there's that attack scene where they like attack like the enemy's like fortress place thing. They like attack it like together. It was pretty freaking awesome.
Are there any movies that you guys like love that everyone else fucking hates?
The Spider-Man was the best Spider-Man I think they made, and everybody
that's
said
not-
it's
no one
not
hates
that.
it. Everyone hates it.
Everybody used
It's
to
a
hate
small
on me for
minority.
Star
I think
Wars.
his question
I
was.
didn't like the Han Solo. I watched. I didn't finish it, but I know I didn't really like it.
I think his question was like, "What's a movie that everyone hates but you love?" Like
So
universally
just,
is
like,
hate.
shit.
Oh.
Like I'm talking
Oh,
about Amazing
man.
Spider-Man 2 hate.
Oh, okay.
As we said, that movie was good. It's just that they just
The
throw a
fucking
lot of villains like
story was dog shit.
Yeah.
But
But Spider-Man.
but
was
Spider-Man
good.
himself is actually good.
That movie sucked cock.
Uncut Gems. Uncut Gems. I really liked, but I didn't like the ending.
Uncut Gems. I thought it was alright.
The ending was
Never seen
fucking
it.
trash.
Oh, Adam Sandler.
The ending was in
That's a
service
really
of the story though.
Yeah, I guess that's the only reason why I let it
He's
slide.
like, he buys jewelry. He doesn't.
Yeah,
has
he was gonna just dig himself into a bigger hole if he had the shot.
Yeah, it's about a jeweler.
It's Adam Sandler, and he.
I never
It
seen
sounds
it.
like a comedy movie. It's not.
It's real
No.
serious. It's
Yeah,
dope.
no.
It's something you gotta see.
Okay, let me ask you guys' opinion. Have you seen that movie, The Tax Collector?
I heard about it, but no.
Are you talking
Yes.
about it's the Shia LaBeouf one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
You
it's
know
some, and for
what
some
I'm
re- and for some reason,
I
George
believe so,
Lopez.
but I can't remember how. I want to say yeah, but no. I want to say yeah, but no.
I just want to say, like, that movie was good, but they could have done so much more with Shia LaBeouf. They killed him off too quickly.
Oh, spoiler alert.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, bro. I didn't even see.
Fucking
Just
Christ.
spoil it.
Stab him. Fucking stab
Just do it.
Oh, I have a movie for you guys. It's a I don't know. I don't think it's a deep cut, but so in the mid 2000s or early 2000s, you guys remember a movie called Taxi with Jimmy Fallon and
Yes, Queen Latifah.
Fuck
yes.
Yes, I know exactly
Oh,
what you're talking about. Damn.
He has
Yes,
to sing
yes,
to
yes.
fucking drive. He has to
Yeah,
hear
he
music.
can't drive unless he sings.
Yeah.
And they got the
And-
fucking.
That's
And then
The
fucking somehow
gas or
Queen
whatever
Latifah
they're
was in that
laughing.
fucking bike in the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
You got me fucked up, bro. Hell no.
Fucking Queen Latifah.
Fucking like dude,
Gun in that.
world class fucking
Dude,
cyclist.
if I saw Queen
She put,
Latifah coming
fucking,
after me on a bike, dude, I'd shit my fucking pants right there. I'd be like, oh shit.
That is a scary sight.
Queen
not gonna lie.
Latifah.
Queen Latifah just attacking you on a bike.
Fucking
Fuck
Just
pissed.
coming out of a rap career. Like, oh,
yeah.
I'm gonna catch this motherfucker on a bike.
Well, she has a show
did have
now.
a
And then,
rap
and then
career.
people and then people forgot.
Equalizer.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then people forgot that what's it called? Jimmy Fallon made movies.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't like 3 of them? Wasn't he on the Alvin and the Chipmunks movie too?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
On the second one,
No.
The second one, yeah.
right?
He was in the second one.
Yeah,
As myself, or-
didn't
No,
he?
not
put-
as himself.
No, I don't know if that was him.
No.
You know what I'm talking about?
Hey,
I don't
thought it
think
was
I
a
know.
guy from
Google
My
that
Name is
shit,
Earl.
bro.
You were telling me to Google that shit.
From My
Google
Name
that
is
shit.
Earl.
Yeah.
No.
Jason.
Oh, no, that's
no.
the dude that's taking care of the Chipmunks. But like
Oh,
on the second movie, if I remember correctly, he like leaves them,
Dates the mom or
lives
some
them with
shit.
like his brother or something to babysit.
Yeah,
them.
because he got into an accident and he
Yeah,
couldn't
yeah,
take
yeah.
care of him.
Somebody Google that shit. Google that shit.
Mario, he's doing it.
Mario's doing it right now.
But yeah,
We need
Taxi.
answers.
Yeah,
Is it Jimmy Fallon?
Taxi was a funny movie.
Yeah.
And then like the way like she's
You
like
know it's
taking
nowhere?
that one cop.
You know,
It's like
on
patting her
streaming,
down.
on streaming sites.
Yeah. And everybody's like,
no one has it. You
Wait,
have
what?
to physically buy it.
Which one?
Taxi.
Really?
It's
Really?
not available on any stream.
well,
Oh,
it used
wow.
to be like
unless
on
you
the-
physically go to like the website Voodoo, where you buy movies and shit. Like unless you do that, you can't find that on any stream.
Yeah, there's movies like that.
I hate that this movie's like Spider-Man right now. I think it's like that. Unless you get like some weird subscription, like probably under Sony.
Yeah, because it's not on HBO.
Yep,
it's not on Netflix. No Hulu.
I'm just mad that I finally got a coworker to give me their HBO Max info. It's like, and John Wick isn't on there anymore.
No.
That's the only thing I'm mad about. John Wick is not on HBO Max
I own
anymore.
the trilogy on Voodoo.
Movies come and go.
I need to
their
get your login.
contract.
Allegedly, we might do it or not after.
We have to have the rights to be able to play it.
Fuck
True.
the rights.
Dude, that
You
like
got
boils
the right
down-
to remain
fuck
silent.
copyright
and
law.
anything
that
can
boils
and
down to
will
like
be.
copyright infringement and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Copyright law can
Go suck it.
eat a fucking bag of
Hear that?
cocks.
Switch.
A fat bag.
They can
Fat
take
juicy bag of shit.
no, they can take a cactus up the ass
Oh,
without lube.
Jesus.
And this is our last up.
They
and-
could suck fucking diarrhea out of fucking Bull's
Oh
ass.
my god. Oh, what a
This
turn.
is our last episode, boys.
It was a good run.
It was a good run, man.
It's a good first season, guys.
Suck
Okay,
shit through
I
the
got.
dick hole.
All right, so back from the topic of Google that shit.
Are you
I
gonna
did
put it
find
up
out
on
the
the
answer. No, I can tell them. That's fine. No, it was not Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, what a fucking Mandela
It
effect
is.
was I
It is
thinking.
in fact Shazam himself, Zachary Levi.
Oh!
He looks like.
That makes
Which,
sense.
which, by the way, I will say his new movie American Underdog, very good.
It's about a college football.
It's about the career of Kurt Warner.
Speaking about Shazam,
Very good.
I hate how comedic they made that movie.
That's the
my
character,
God.
bro.
They were not gonna go dark. I mean,
they
can't go-
downplayed
no,
Shazam
no.
so bad.
Because Black Adam, which comes out this
Yeah,
year,
Black Adam's serious as fuck.
and he has a rock.
He's a villain.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
As
like
a
in the
villain.
comics, dude, like, I
He's
read all that shit, dude.
relentless, yes.
He's like fucking, he's a beast, dude.
Now, I don't know if this is fake, but I heard that like Disney wants to like buy Warner Bros. Is that true?
Probably.
Do I have to Google
Well,
that
I
shit?
know there's
Because they own
selling
DC, right?
It's been a rumor for a long time.
Yeah, but like
I don't
it's-
think it's actually gonna happen. But there's
They
always
already
a
own
fucking
part of
Because you
20th
got-
Century Fox.
Yeah, but you gotta
Not
think
part.
like, it wouldn't be a monopoly
Oh,
unless you think that that's an industry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
I could see
because
it
they don't
happening
own,
because
they wouldn't
fucking
own the
monopolies
comics,
would-
right? They would just own the movie rights to use.
Oh, if they
them.
owned Warner Brothers,
Yeah.
like as a conglomerate, they would just own the comics.
Is
Because
DC owned by Warner Brothers?
yeah,
like the full entity or just the
Warner
movie rights?
Brothers.
Owns DC.
Basically,
Oh, it
what
owns
happened
DC?
was in the '90s, they wanted to do Batman movie, the original one with like Michael Keaton and shit. So
The good one.
they went out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie's fucking awesome. They went out of their way to like buy fucking DC totally, because DC was also on the verge of like collapse at the time.
Yeah, same
'Cause
as
they're-
Marvel.
Same
Yeah,
as Marvel.
Yeah, Marvel was
Yeah.
too.
That's why they
Well-
lost Spider-Man at the time too.
Yeah,
right?
because
in
they
the
sold
90s.
out. They
Yeah.
sold off. They sold it off.
Right.
Oh, dude, I can explain all that shit,
Yeah,
dude.
no, I got a couple of one-on-one on that.
Basically, in the '90s, there was something called the speculator boom, where people would buy comics because they were thinking like, "Oh, if I get this graded or whatever, like brand new, fresh #1, I could take it to like." When in reality, it's based off of like rarity. So like, if something is like extremely fucking rare, only printed once or whatever, back in like 1972, and it's like the first appearance of somebody, that shit goes for like a lot. Any other comic is just like, yeah, whatever, that's just like 25 cents or some shit.
Yeah.
And in the 90s, people were doing this thing where they were just buying like a fuck ton. just a fuck ton of comics. Because they were thinking like, oh, you know, like first, second printing doesn't matter. This is going to put my kid through college. So people bought into it hard. And then once they realized like, oh, we can't really option these out for like movies or, I mean, some got optioned out for movies like
Fantastic Four, Wolverine, stuff like that.
Yeah, Fantastic Four actually did get made into a movie in the 90s, but it was so awful they never released it.
I watched it.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
It was by Roger Corman, who was like a big time model.
Yes.
Anyway, sorry to cut you off. Like just real quick, they ended up dropping out, and like the bubble for like the comic book movie shit burst, and like like all these comics just were like garbage. They were like garbage now because nobody was buying the shit. And then Marvel and DC almost both went out of fucking business because of it until
they released Spider-Man.
Nope. They sold off Spider-Man and shit, but they actually got bought out by their fucking toy company that saved their ass. That's what fucking saved them.
Wait, DC or Marvel or both?
Marvel.
Marvel.
But DC, they got bought out by Warner Brothers, so they were never truly in any danger. So, there you go. I'm sorry, Jose.
Marvel pulled through, though.
Yeah,
because they released Blade and shit, too.
Yeah, because now I look into this
Blade was
earlier.
fucking awesome.
Disney attempted to buy Warner Brothers in 2016. Almost happened. It almost did happen, but
cool as fuck.
A sneaky third party came in and bought Warner right like a few weeks beforehand. That was AT&T.
Yep. Everyone was
They bought them in.
HBO, right? AT&T owns HBO.
No, they partner.
It's more like
They were gonna do a bunch of fucking bullshit, like change characters,
Yeah.
and like do like weird alternate universe storylines, and they were gonna change like all the main comics and stuff, and people were like so pissed that it just like never happened.
Well, I know at one point.
Hashtag restore the Snyderverse.
Yeah, dude, do it.
At one point, didn't Marvel and DC make a crossover comic book?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
Sometimes.
that's just
a lot.
comic books. It's like,
Because back in the day, they weren't owned by like bigger conglomerates, and they were like almost going out of business in the '90s. So they were just like, yeah, fuck it, let's do some crossovers and get people reading, like Superman versus Hulk. Great fucking story.
Wait.
Green Lantern and fucking Silver Surfer.
Who do you think would win in a fight, an actual fight, Superman or Hulk?
Superman.
Superman.
I mean, Iron Man almost beat the Hulk, so Superman
Throw
has
the
no.
Hulk into the sun.
Like we're talking like comics Hulk,
Yeah.
comics Superman. Comic Superman is like bullshit. He's busted. Busted as fuck. He like can sneeze and like take out like 15 planets. Hulk, the most that he's done is like maybe lifted up a fucking continent once.
Yeah.
And that was just kind
he
of
lifted an entire mountain one time.
Yeah.
And the weakest ever form of Hulk, the Gray Hulk, in his weakest form, lifted an entire castle.
Yeah.
Wow.
And his weakest form.
I can
got
lift
beat
the
by
comic
Spider-Man.
book. What does that make me?
Okay.
Amazing.
Amazing.
I can go on about comic shit. Comic shit is my thing. So.
Have you read that alternate 52 edition, where Flash went back in time and
A Flashpoint.
yeah, and then it changed things so that instead of Batman's parents getting shot in the alley, he got shot.
Yeah.
And then his mom went crazy with grief and became the
Flashpoint.
Joker.
Yep.
And then the dad became a darker version of Batman that doesn't care about killing.
Yeah. They brought him back recently. That version of Batman.
Oh yeah.
And he was like terrorizing the normal Batman. It was a really stupid story. Everyone hates it because it was like implied that the reason him and Catwoman didn't get, because they were having like a big marriage at the time. It was implied that the reason they didn't get married or whatever was because he like manipulated things in such a situation where she was unsure of herself and shit like that. It was really dumb. People hated it, but fucking that story is like actually fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Story's really good.
And have you also done the Injustice series?
Yeah. Fuck that series.
What? No, you didn't like it?
No.
Fuck everything you fucking think it's nice.
You thought he was about to get it deep into it.
It's about to be a 30-minute conversation.
I love the video game.
Fuck that shit.
Video game's fucking awesome.
That's lazy writing.
Comic story of it.
I like the video game story.
What are we, the DC universe?
I enjoyed the comic story of it, and I read some of the comic books, but like the first time I heard it was from YouTube. There's a guy called Comic Storian.
Yeah.
And he did the complete story series about Injustice.
A lot.
And I actually thought it was really awesome, like with the Green Lanterns fighting,
I think there's
Superman
some shit
killing
that's really
Mogo,
cool.
like the freaking sentient planet. It was also a Green Lantern.
Yeah, it is like there's some elements in it that's really fucking cool. Like, they actually made Harley like a likable character.
Yeah.
Because they told a lot from her perspective.
And
Shazam was cool in it. But
Yeah. And
in the game, they fucked that over. But
freaking Superman became a Yellow Lantern.
yeah, dude, that shit was cool.
That shit was crazy. I was like, bro, he's actually a Yellow Lantern now.
Yeah.
And then Superman
He's
is
a fucking
over
bad
there.
guy.
Then like they started a war with Mr. Mxyzptlk and Trigon.
Yep.
So that was fucking amazing. I'm like, damn, like this, fucking awesome.
And fucking Nightwing died and became like Dead Man or whatever.
Yeah. And it was Damian's fault.
Yeah.
Because he got mad and threw his baton at him like he did all the time, but
Because
this
he
time
would
wasn't
like
ready.
always catch it. And
He
stuff.
would always catch it. This time he wasn't ready for it. Knocked him off balance and he fell. Cracked
Fucking
his neck
$1
on
million
the-
baby to his ass.
How you guys feel about the Doctor Strange movie coming out?
Shit looks good.
Where,
That's gonna be fucking awesome.
Oh, I gotta show you guys
Do you know
a
who they're
fucking
getting
video.
directed? Sam Raimi.
No way.
Really?
For
Yes.
fucking
that-
Spider-Man movies.
We
Damn.
know, Brian.
Oh yeah, Ryan did
Oh,
tell
yeah.
us. I completely forgot
Well,
about
yeah, there's gonna be a lot of cameos. That's what they're
Oh,
saying.
yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
I don't want to spoil it.
Throw
but-
in
there's
fucking Ash from
There's
Evil
gonna be
Dead,
Tom
dude,
Cruise
'cause
in
he
it.
made those movies too.
that. And then
Remember
the
Army
fact,
Darkness and
but
shit?
the fact that they're actually acknowledging WandaVision as well in this one.
Well, they're,
Yeah.
But they don't got
said it on-
motherfucking Silver Surfer and nothing.
Not yet.
yeah, they don't have
Not yet,
Silver
dude.
Surfer.
We're not there
He's-
yet.
It's fucking
He's coming.
sick, bro.
Apparently, he's coming in
Most
phase
underrated.
2.
Most
That
underrated.
Most
movie
underrated,
sucked, but
but-
if you look at the comics, he's like sweet as fuck.
He's only
He's the
he's
only
only
one who
sweet
can
in
stand up against
Fantastic
Hulk.
Four.
Yeah.
He's one of the few characters that can actually stand against toe to toe with.
There's
Hulk.
like a few panels of like Hulk just like fucking laying into him, and he's just like standing there, like
Yeah.
just still as fuck. Like, what are you doing?
He destroys planets
Yeah,
himself.
he's got the
He's
fucking
the- he has the
power.
He's
power
a
of
galaxy. He's fucking the goat, man.
Did
He's
you
so
see what
underrated.
happened to him though? In the zombies edition,
Yeah.
there's a
That shit
zombie.
was
There's
cool.
a zombies comic book like all
Marvel
the
zombies.
heroes turned into
I don't have
zombies.
the video.
Silver Surfer came to announce the arrival of Galactus, and they looked at him, freaking zombies, and they fucking ate him.
Yeah, because
And they all got the power of cosmic.
he looked around the world and shit, and he was like, "Oh, there's like nobody here. What the fuck is going on?" And they had been watching him for like a few weeks because he was like, I guess making sure that it was like really a dead world or whatever. Because like that's his agreement with Galactus, where it's like, I'll find you worlds to eat as long as there's nobody on that bitch, or if I can get everyone off, that's fine. And he comes down there, everyone's gone. He's like, there's just like abandoned cities and shit here. And then out of nowhere, he just gets like attacked by like all these fucking zombies. And
Yeah.
just like, they just tear him fucking limb from limb.
Eat them, and then
It's-
then they all had the power of cosmic.
Yeah.
And then Galactus shows up, and now they're all looking like, now we want to eat Galactus.
Yeah.
But then he starts fighting, so they all blasted him with the power of cosmic,
Yeah.
knocked him out, and ate him. So then they got Galactus'
They built
powers.
like a gun or some shit, and
Yeah.
then, like fueled all their power just to shoot him and eat him.
Yeah.
Then they ate everything in the fucking universe.
And then they were saying, like, now that we've eaten everything in the universe, it's time to explore the multiverse.
Yeah.
And they were going back to Earth so they can get into a different universe and eat everybody there too.
And then some of
No,
them
it's
realize like, oh, I'm not hungry anymore.
Yeah, if they
They're like, what the
stop
fuck?
if
Yeah.
they stop eating flesh for a long period of time, they actually turn back to like normal.
Yeah.
Going back to Queen Latifah and her rap career.
Me, let's go.
We just had a whole like
Queen
nerd out moment here, and then you guys are just like
Queen
man,
Latifah
fuck
on a
this.
bike, dude.
No, but like low key, I'm really excited for Doctor Strange too.
Doctor Strange is gonna be a great movie.
Queen Latifah?
Just like No Way Home.
I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, what are you doing here with this?
Just
What the
like No
hell?
Way Home, dude. I've been
Apparently
fucking.
he gets a ponytail in this movie, dude.
Yeah, I've
Doctor
been
Strange,
balls
yeah.
deep into the fucking theories and shit again, like I was with No Way Home. Like, dude, like if the rumors are true,
Wow,
we're
get
gonna
ready.
fucking see some shit.
Yeah, dude. I want to see Shumagorath. You know who that is? That's a fucking ancient god with like tentacles and shit.
Well,
Cthulhu?
they
And
said
it's
no,
got,
that's a
like,
possibility.
big-
Oh no, I think that already is a thing.
It
I
showed
think
in the
if you
teaser.
I think if you slow down the teaser, I think you do
Yeah,
see
yeah,
that.
Yeah, in the teaser he shows.
Because he's in fucking like Marvel vs. Capcom and stuff like that.
That's the one that came out in What If, right? Have you
Yes.
watched What If?
Yeah.
I haven't watched What If.
Dude,
It pisses me off. It's like,
I'll-
What do you mean?
yeah,
it's not
I'll be
supposed to
honest,
be
it's
canon,
not
bro.
great.
It's
It is
not-
canon.
I will
I mean,
be honest, it's not great.
in a way.
It's a little cringy.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. And I know cringe. Dude.
I saw
am a cringy
part of the episode of like, what if like instead of Peter Quill it was T'Challa that got attacked.
I'm sorry.
And then I was watching this and like Thanos being like a good guy and just all this other crap. I'm like,
hey, Chadwick Boseman, rest in peace, but that shit was trash.
you thought the Black Panther movie was trash?
No.
The what if? The what if?
Oh, the what if?
He would have known
Yeah,
if he
it was
watched
his
the
last
fucking
performance.
episode.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the whole
What if
episode.
Ah!
I didn't even watch the whole episode. I'm like, this is fucking garbage.
Don't bring it up, baby. I don't got no knowledge on
I
it.
remember like when he was like losing weight and shit because he had like cancer. He just wouldn't say anything about it to Hollywood. And then
They said it was because of a movie. They were like, "Oh, he's
Yeah.
making
Yeah.
a movie."
or
They're
like
"Ah,
or
okay."
like Hollywood was just like fucking with him and like, oh, he's getting skinnier, ha. And it's like, oh, he ended up dying because he had fucking cancer. It's like, oh, good job, idiots.
Yeah, no knowledge.
That's
of
how it
it.
always be, bro. They don't.
That
see
was
Hollywood
one of the characters from Harry Potter, Professor McGonagall.
Harry Potter.
In the Harry Potter movies, she actually had cancer
10
when
points
she
to
was
Gryffindor.
recording, like making the last two movies. She had cancer. She died shortly after finishing it. And they wanted to give her breaks and stuff, but she said,
We
"No,
can't
I can't."
laugh at this, dude.
I know.
You're laughing at McGonagall's cancer.
I'm not laughing at that. I'm still thinking of Queen Latifah.
On a bicycle.
Bicycle
Queen
jumping over a
Latifah
bridge.
on a bike chasing your ass with fucking that rock.
Bro, we gotta
song.
pull that.
With a
Talking
helmet
about
on.
something
With a
sad.
helmet
You're
on.
over here
It's about
thinking
power.
about freaking
If we hit
Queen
that
Latifah.
TV on, we could definitely pull the.
By next episode, I'll bring that.
Yeah, but next
HDMI.
episode, I'm gonna get an
Yeah,
HDMI
dude.
for that bitch.
Jesus Christ, I'm done.
You gonna bring up that other clip, dude?
Oh, the ones you said. I don't know if the world's ready.
Not a chance.
I don't
I don't
think the
think that-
world's ready for Septic 5.
Oh,
No.
that just sounds horrible.
Oh my fucking god.
And it's probably not what we think.
Anyone that's watching on Twitch,
Oh,
just
it's
feel free to
exactly
comment if you want us to talk about some stupid shit.
Any
you
kind of
guys
fiction
wanna-
you want us to talk about?
Talk
Yeah,
about aliens or ghosts
Anything
or
in the news?
anything
Queen
from
Latifah
Marvel,
jumping over
DC.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, Queen Latifah
Queen Latifah
jumping
just
over Doctor
Yeah,
Strange.
this is-
Yeah, that's the movie I'm trying to watch. A taxi crossover with the Marvel universe.
Sick, dude.
Queen Latifah coming out, running over.
like
running
this,
over
and he's
Doctor
the
We
one
need
Strange.
to get Jimmy Fallon driving the taxi. Here goes
Dude.
for Thanos.
Doing fucking MMA
Thanos was
on
right.
Doctor Strange. Just like putting him in like a fucking guillotine lock.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, this is what our Irish and Belgian viewers and listeners will like.
Oh my
Hell
God.
yeah, they
Yeah,
love
shout
that.
out to Ireland, dude.
All
I'm
of our
half
Irish followers. Yeah, we got one of your kind today.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know if we
Here I
can
am.
say that, but we'll definitely let it fly.
I'm like half Irish.
Are you?
I'm 95% Mexican.
Nice.
I'm 100% Mexican.
I thought you were gonna say something completely different.
Yeah,
And Brian knows too.
That was the intention.
Brian knows exactly what I was thinking when he said that. We have two of the same minds.
I thought it too, but I was like, I have to really make sure I say Mexican.
Gangsta rap.
50%.
Now poetry by Gary.
I'm 200%.
No.
50% Irish, 100%
What does that song
big dick
exist?
son of a bitch.
They hate us because our dicks is bigger.
100% reason to remember the name.
Stop.
Someone's gonna fuck up. We need to move on.
For everybody who doesn't know what we're talking about, right now, do yourself a favor
Google
after the
gangster rap.
podcast. Go to YouTube and look up Poetry by Gary.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh no, they
It's
know
gonna be
exactly.
freaking hilarious.
They know
Is the
exactly.
door
My
open?
stomach
Should know. I don't know.
think so.
That's a, that hurts on me.
Wow. Okay.
Jesus Christ. I thought the door opened. It's
I
also,
heard the door open.
Speaking of that
that's all
spooky
that
shit,
I
there's
was
After
just-
Skinwalkers
all that I was
and the
ready.
FBI thing, you don't know who's sliding in this motherfucker. So we gotta be ready.
That's why we got.
Oh shit, is that a
He
red dot on
always
your
asks me,
forehead?
why do you always walk around the house with a gun?
I
Bro, I
actually
take a
love
shit
the
with
CIA.
I
It's
take a
great.
shit if I'm the only one in the house. I take a shit with my strap. I got it on the toilet. I got the gun actually in the shower with me next to the soap. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're the only one and someone comes in, Robert's
you
gonna
gonna
run
catch
through
me.
your house and you're gonna be butt booty naked and busting your ass because you're wet, slipping and sliding out the shower. So if I'm going, and I'm falling, fuck it, we all going. That's how I look
All
at
that
it.
Ricky shit coming out of the
Or
wall.
like some Shaun of the Dead, you just chilling in the bathroom,
Fucking
taking a shit, and
apocalypse,
the
yeah.
apocalypse you don't know, and you just.
Rule number one: always check all the
broad
stalls.
sword.
Oh no, that's
Yep.
rule number 7.
I'm
Rule
fucking Irish.
And
Don't-
rule
have you
number
seen-
one,
have you
cardio.
seen that-
Oh
have
yeah,
you seen
rule
that
number
TikTok?
one.
There was a TikTok going around that saying that he got a lightsaber and this thing is like freaking hardcore and like it's military grade. And then he's like, so now when somebody tries to break into my house, I'm not going after them with a shotgun. I'm gonna go grab my lightsaber. While they're over there trying to steal my TV, you're just gonna hear me. So you think darkness is your friend? And then a red lightsaber lights up, and then the news is gonna say, naked guy with a lightsaber beats up robber.
Oh my God. You ever see that? It's like some guy had like attempted robbery with like a fucking blunderbuss or some shit.
What?
Yeah, and it's like people were making fun of that on like fucking Facebook and shit, and they were like, "This motherfucker got that hear ye, hear ye."
He just has that casually.
It's so cool.
What the heck?
Oh my God, blunderbuss.
Dude, that dude with the Burger King hat in the fucking plane.
Oh my
I don't know why
God.
he just
That's cool.
he just came up in my head, bro.
I don't know the story.
Are you-
Get her off the plane, dude.
Aw, Angel, how do you not know about
Come
Mr.
on.
Burger King
Get
guy?
that off the
God.
plane.
Oh,
No, he
TikTok.
does. Yeah, he does say get that bitch
No,
off the
I
plane.
downloaded that app because I hated TikTok and I talked shit about it for
Dude,
so
I
long.
told
I
you,
finally
man.
downloaded it. That was like the 4th video I've seen on the fucking app. I was like, okay, this ain't. How do I? Okay, you know, fucking me making a video. I'm not gonna worry about that later. I just went clink, clink, clink.
Get that boop boop off the
Kick that!
plane.
I'm about to off the plane. Get that!
I'm West African.
I was like, yo, this app is lit.
I've never seen such
I've
childlike
never
glee
seen
in a
the
man's
video.
eyes
I never
than
seen
I've
that video.
seen in
I'll have
that
to look it up
moment.
now.
That man was so happy doing that. That was bad, dude.
What's
It was real
crazy
bad.
is it's still on there and TikTok ain't take it off yet. Like, bro.
Well, they're owned by China. They don't give a fuck.
China don't give a fuck about anything.
No, they don't care about people.
They don't
with
even know what they said.
circumcision.
Brian, I got you. I'm gonna send it to everybody. I'm gonna send it to the
No,
group.
yeah.
I got it.
Am I gonna have to play this after
Oh
the podcast? though?
no, not
What? What?
It's not on. I mean, yeah.
Am I gonna have to play it after the podcast?
No.
Oh, yeah, don't
yeah,
play it.
you can't. Clearly can't play it now. It doesn't work
You
that
can
way.
definitely see this.
No. No.
Look at this man. Just look at him. You can tell that shit's going
Oh
on.
my god!
So, he's having so
Let
much
me
fun.
see.
He is the Burger King.
You can tell he's going to town, bro.
Oh,
That's
man.
fucking
Oh, it's
critical.
something
Oh, damn. Oh, I
else.
take.
Look like Steve Aoki.
Right? Fuck.
I was like, I don't know
Where
what
the
the
fuck-
I've never
my
seen
man at?
such childlike
Oh, YouTube
glee in
just
a
fucking-
man's eyes.
YouTube fucking censored. Oh, there's a whole 8-minute
You know why?
compilation of this dude.
It's like we
Yeah,
got,
there's like a
you
whole
know,
8-minute like TikTok compilation of that.
That's it. That's it. Look at it.
Scientifically, dude, whenever
Yeah,
white
yeah.
people say the N-word, we get high off of it.
Wait,
No.
what? You need to back up a little bit. What?
What the hell did
Hey,
you
you
just
telling me I don't have
say?
to buy?
Fucking annihilated.
They get high enough to where they get thrown in prison for the rest of their lives.
Yeah,
Shout out
pretty
Georgia.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, rest in peace, Ahmad.
We're gonna end up in,
I'm actually glad those three guys. that
Straight
got,
to the gulag.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you talking about the dudes that got charged for murder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They two of them got life in prison. The other one got a possibility of parole after 35 years.
Jesus.
And
You
he's
know,
like
you straight up
70.
get arrested in like the UK and stuff for saying like anything hate speech related.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Well,
Like
Must have a lot
You
of-
just say it on the street.
They must have a lot
bam.
of people that get arrested.
You blast a hard R, bam, you're done.
Well,
You're
we-
in the joint for RR.
Straight to the gulag.
I'm just,
No way. For where at?
UK.
If you drop the hard R?
This is going to our UK listeners.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Please verify this.
I was gonna say, yeah,
Google it
any
real
of you
quick.
that are listening or from Ireland, yeah, hit us up at some point.
I
and
mean, don't-
confirm all this for
Yeah,
us.
don't actually say it. Please don't.
No.
Send us a video response to you saying it in public and get arrested. And we'll,
They also
we'll
don't
mail
allow
you.
food
I
trucks.
dead ass will send a sweater to anybody overseas.
We'll do it for free.
They also don't allow food trucks, and I don't trust a company that doesn't allow a hot dog or a taco stand.
Right.
They
like,
don't allow.
Wait, they don't allow food trucks?
They don't allow food
So
trucks.
do they have
They got
stands?
motherfuckers that are undercover that walk around the streets and they're like undercover fucking police officers stopping people who have hot dog food stands and shit.
Hey, can I get the hot dog with sauerkraut?
There goes our business.
That
Yeah,
is
it's like,
some
dude, what the fuck?
bullshit.
It is bullshit, bro.
So you're telling me that,
fuck that
you're
country,
telling
bro.
me that
You
in
can't
the
even be
UK
real.
I can't get a freaking
No
hot dog from
pistols
the
are over
corner?
there. There's a
No
lot of shit over
tacos.
there.
Hey, you know what? You know
You're
what I
gonna tell
just
me
said?
there's no taco trucks
Fuck
over
UK,
there, bro?
free Ireland. That's
Ooh.
all I'm saying.
We're going deep
That's what
on
I'm
that
talking.
one.
Yeah, dude.
I'm with you, brother. I ain't leaving you hanging. I don't know what we fighting for, but I'm right there with you. Fuck it. We fighting.
It was about food, so it had to be done.
Yeah.
We're in it together.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, dude, I support the IRA. I know what's up. I'm just kidding. Or am I?
We don't know anymore.
Our Irish listeners, help us out.
Help us out here.
Am I on the right side
Send
of the
us some butter and cream or whatever is you guys are known for. Like, what is Irish?
Whiskey.
Really?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Potatoes.
Are you
You guys them in Idaho,
That's
man. I
No,
know.
but that's in the U.S., but over there.
That's
yeah,
their
kill
main
it,
import is potatoes.
Yeah.
The whole
Yeah.
country.
Yeah, they're
Fucking potatoes.
they're known for eating potatoes. There was a potato famine over there and all that.
What's the time around?
I bet you they got
3
some
hours.
wild ass fries.
3.5 hours.
They're not called fries though in Ireland. They're called chips.
I
Yeah,
guess.
it's weird as fuck.
I bet you they got some wild ass chips
You know what they
over
call
there.
chips?
Crisps.
Yeah.
That's so
That
fucking
upsets me
stupid.
so much.
I know.
Do you
it's
know
so
what they
odd.
call it? A trunk.
A boot.
Yeah, a boot.
Yeah, the trunk is called the boot.
What?
Aluminium.
Aluminium.
Aluminum.
sounds
I
like
actually
I
like
like saying that to piss people
Yeah,
off,
I
make
like
it sound
it.
scientific. Like,
I like to
it's
correct
right
people
next
when
to
they
the
say
aluminium
zebra.
foil.
I like to say zebras.
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 Do you guys
Shut the
say
fuck up.
jaguar or jaguar?
Jaguar.
Jaguar.
It's Jaguar.
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 You say
Is it
it, you
jaguar?
say it with an accent. The jaguar.
No, I